Incon triple nade does nothing.
So hey guys, सभी को राम राम, सभी का स्वागत है एक और नई स्ट्रीम पर। कैसे सभी? I'm so sorry, मैं बहुत ज़्यादा लेट हो गया आज ना। आज से मेरे को पता नहीं था यार, थोड़ा नई EWC की स्टार्ट थी। मेरे को पता है 19 लग रहा था कि 19 से स्टार्ट है वॉच पार्टी। एक्चुअली मेरे को लग रहा था ये, पर ना, I was wrong.
And they've been pretty obsessed with this B-bomb site at the top of the game. Magic's again here with the SMG, and that's a little awkward. You see him get that first kill, you don't have the chance to trade, and you don't want to sacrifice more players coming through this smoke. So Magic's has been able to hold on to the apartments.
Donk 2-on-2 Bill, let's go.
यार
पहली बार हम टीम स्प्लिट का देख रहे हैं ना।
Some more util for this B-hold, and it will be needed as GG How come up with short side. Donk, oh, he got that spot, I thought, but Satanito reveals position. Donk dice this is Synopsy. 4v4 now.
Donk reaction.
No nades anywhere to make anything happen. GG How still eyeing up B, but Spirit on convinced. I think after finding Donk, they want to go back to this A split. Magic's out of position for a moment.
Oh, and this time Zontic's not able to get anything done. Magic's only good for the first.
They're shooting hard.
It's the advantage for GG How. That bomb still is to cross on in. Shiro, will he have a chance to stop it? No, they throw it across. It's a plant now found. Spirit still knocking on the door of this retake. Now here, they're in position. They were down to give it a look in, but that first kill, you'd like to think that's enough just to seal the fate of this one. Shiro decides he can't justify it and so gets on out of there.
खैर पूछना भी चाहिए, मेरे को पता है कि कौन जीतेगा आज के मैच में.
Really nice move from Satanito, not offering up a way back into the round. It felt already locked, and well, GG How make it so. Back-to-back rounds on this T side, finding Donk as well.
Team Spirit और ये वाली टीम तो मेरे को पता ही नहीं, मैं पहली बार देख रहा हूँ. Not even gonna lie.
Synopsy, no doubt the most experienced player we've seen on this GG How roster, right? Of course, Satanito has been to many top events under different rosters, played for some North American squads in his time as well. But Synopsy with multiple major runs, the B&E days, some huge upsets there as well.
I mean, yeah, I don't think you could think in that sense in a matchup like this. Massive underdog, trying to, pull through with kind of an unproven squad. When you think about the B&E stories from back in the day, Synopsy was a big part of that, and so probably the perfect man for the job in this type of a matchup.
Absolutely.
He knows the liberation that comes with being an underdog like this.
Oh, yeah.
There's no expectations on GG How in this matchup.
Hello, Chicago.
Their favorites, really crumble and go nowhere. But make that dream run, be the team that no one expects, everyone overlooks.
यार अभी तक तो 2-2 चल रहा है. मेरे को तो लग रहा था easy है.
Suddenly, we're working. Donk has a hero, but he is on the B site alone. They are splitting him from the kitchen as well. Is anyone going to check this in spawn? Zontix is back to give it a look. The timing, Synopsy's got him locked in. Meanwhile, this bomb is still approaching the B-bomb site. Double swing comes in, and Synopsy can't handle that spray. Freeing up rotations for Dog. Does he need them?
Oh, it's the split that makes this tricky. Satanito good for the trade. And even though Zontic's going to arrive on the scene, it really depends on someone putting a kill on the board here for Spirit. They've got two players grouping out towards short. They have Satanito trapped out here on the short side. They know about him too. Can the pistols close in? Cover there from the site. And so no worries. Zontic's left looking on as another round gets away from Team Spirit.
It's feeling like a CT side where we just need multi-kills right now for Spirit because they're getting overwhelmed in all of their positions.
Actually, man.
Careful for a second, but Satanito trades.
Like, why are they overpushing?
With constant re-aggression, constant repeats, keep the pressure on.
Now let's see what their real plan is.
The timeout is called from Spirit early. Hallie back behind them.
Actually,
definitely a good time for a pause here for Spirit. They've been
W time
for 3 rounds in a row. Shiro's going to have the AWP.
यार उनको सुनाना चाहिए कि ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या कमेंट्स कर रहे हैं. I think so. They should do that. Like, see, they are just muted them. Like, boring commentary, I guess.
Right, Mini with the spawn. Takes his orb out towards the apartments. Doesn't try and take an aggressive line, instead hoping he can find Magic's getting aggressive.
Yeah, they're going aggressive.
Not a
I
move
still
feels
remember
too
that
out of the
Magic
box for
clutch.
Magic's.
From
With a
the
rifle
championship.
finally here instead of the SMG, I don't think he's looking to throw it away on aggression, just jump spotting out towards the apartments. That is what
Okay,
Mini's looking
Magic
for.
could die. No.
Magic's
smoked
isn't going to
him.
give it to him.
Oh, yeah.
He just smoked
Sixth
with
sense,
the Labao.
perhaps. Perfect time to stop spotting.
Actually, it was
Use
his
that
sixth
smoke.
sense.
How making headway in middle. Aggressive smoke from Zontix has kept some semblance of control here for Spirit, but no overcommitments yet. 1 minute on the clock, still
They're just
util
holding.
for GG how to play with. Shiro in a strong position. Donk
Actually.
never far away.
Nice, that's funny,
Tick
that's
gives
funny.
more info. Top con smoke obscures Donk's vision. GG how still want this A split though. Oh,
No,
There's an entry.
Zontix.
Snopsy
They
the one to
lost
provide it.
Zontix.
one more man on short. Are they ready? Magix isn't peeking yet. Donk's got to do it all again.
I mean, you're almost hoping that Synopsy's opener has sold the lie that this is a B play.
Actually, it's all on
It's not
Donk
the
now.
case. What with the presence of Magic still out on short
Donk's
here,
running
and
for
he
his
might
life.
have more to do.
Question mark?
Swing out. He softens up these players in the
Ooh.
connector, but knows he
Ah,
can't
Magic
give away
7
the kill.
HP.
Two out towards the spawn for
Nice.
Team Spirit, and it's Donk
Nice
to get
Donk.
the ball rolling.
Nice
There's
Donk.
a follow-up for Donk.
Ah,
Finally overran. Shiro been slow
Shiro
to get
could
going here,
do
and it
this.
doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon.
Magic
Couple of
saw the 7
chances
HP.
on the orb, but they both
Nice,
come up
Magic.
short. Massive kill for Magic.
It's got him.
Ah,
The need
shit.
to bring it all back, and it's down to this.
Nice try,
Shiro's
Magic.
had
Nice
some
try.
rough missed shots here. Low on
Ah,
HP,
nice try, nice try,
right
nice
into
try,
the
nice try, nice try.
crosshair. GG How just keep racking up rounds.
Bro,
That's
they
4-0
are
on this
just
T side.
racking
Osama's
Team
big
Spirit.
3K out of
Like, I thought
Palace.
it
And
was
can
an easy
you
match.
blame Spirit for not being ready for another man up connected? They didn't have
Actually,
any idea
actually.
of numbers there.
There was
Magic's had
another
great
man.
timings to peak short. He never took them. It's too late to the peak. No one
Ah,
was
this
watching for
was a
such a
kill.
long time after Synopsy got that first kill. Donk doubles up, then he turns. There's a
Actually,
third
he
man from the
turned and he
con side.
died.
And Osamas does read Shiro's
Still, those
reposition.
shots were crazy.
A very common move from him. GG How, they know what they're up against, I'll say that much.
Actually, they are
4
well
rounds to the
prepared.
good on this T side have put Spirit on pistols again. Something's brewing.
Tell you what, too, like early eye test on Shiro, I'm a little nervous right now. Just looks shaky. I know we're early doors,
Okay.
7 rounds in, but it's not like
Nice,
this is a
mate.
BO3, not like you got more maps to turn it around on. Just had some really awkward exchanges here.
I thought he died.
Another kill that
Almost.
Shiro struggles to seal the deal on.
And he
Thomas just runs right through the B site on the Mac 10, so no worries here.
actually.
I mean, this would be
Okay,
a very
need.
attention-grabbing
9.
game if
He
GG
could have
How are
killed
able to
him.
keep this up.
Yeah, you never want to.
Tanir could have killed
I never
him.
want to get ahead of myself in a match like this.
Like
I've
what?
seen Spirit start slow in these
Nice
kind of
one,
games and
Zontix.
then come alive.
Can
But
Zontix.
all the signs. Oh my
Oh
goodness!
my
Synopsy, are
God.
you serious? A knife kill.
Bro.
Unnecessary, but it sends a very clear message here
Oh.
to Team Spirit.
And they're all celebrating after that
Bro,
one.
he just knifed him.
I like the parallels you draw between being the
I don't
underdog
know
and
what to
having
say.
Synopsy who makes these
I
major
don't
runs
know.
in BNE
I really
back
don't
in
know
the
what to
day
say.
and looking to do something incredible again. To do it against Team Spirit would
I
be
mean,
something.
You just think about like how many top squads in the past that underestimated his
Actually.
teams, and how that kind of went on to shape those major runs
And
for BNE.
You know, I almost can't blame you as well if we're talking underestimating because the teams GG how beat, there are a couple of good ones in there, but for the most part, we've not seen this team play top squads on LAN in some time, and certainly not this iteration of the roster. Beating Hotu, I think Dendele have had some recent success as well, but otherwise,
Not a
it
bad
really
movie.
leaps off the page.
Yeah, and also like even if you look at the very best teams, yeah, like it just doesn't come close to
Nice
touching the
smoke by
caliber of
Magix.
Spirit.
Bro, they are just walking mid. No one,
Okay, a lot
no
of
one
control
is
in this
watching
round.
mid.
Spirit have foregone mid, conceding it entirely. Donk patrolling window. Shiro has Con from tickets. But
Bro.
inside of the ladder room is Satanito. Secret agent for later.
Yeah, he
Infiltration.
heard him. He heard him.
Which site is he
He
going to?
heard
It is B.
Dom
One
going
coming back
towards
towards
B
T
from
spawn for
A.
an A hit.
Now they're gonna hit
They
it.
might play some late aggression here, but they've got to worry about ladder.
Actually, he's still holding ladder.
Shadow scene,
Like
that's
that.
a nice free kill. Satanito, but backing up. It's
Nice
a
one.
double,
Nice one,
double
Magic.
short setup for Team Spirit. And
But
Shiro's
they're-
finally been able to
yeah,
rally
they're
one
going
off on this
A.
AWP. Tanopsy closing
Nice
in,
one,
but won't get
Tanir.
past Tanir.
He whiffed on
Could be
Tanir.
the Return to form for
Nice
Spirit
one,
they've been
Magic.
waiting for. Looking for a clean round. Can Bibu complicate matters? That's
No,
a
no,
good
no,
bit
no,
of
no,
damage
Magic.
done. It's the Shiro Warp closing in. No!
What,
The Shiro?
Shiro?
Starting to get real rough. He'll make up for
Bro,
it.
Shiro
Well
just
good.
zipped that shot.
Right now, you're just kind of treading water for a couple of key players.
That
to
was
come
a
online
blunder. That
for
could have
Team
been a
Spirit.
blunder.
I'm gonna breathe a bit easier after a round like that. They do save it on multiple fronts. We're seeing a lot of double short aggro here.
ये तो
Yet
पता
to
नहीं
be
बहुत सारे
truly
ये
realized
pop-ups
by
क्यों आ रहे हैं
GG
आप
How.
उनमें पे
Magic's
I don't
getting
know.
that nice late trade onto Zontix. Keeps the pressure on this A cross. No bomb plant here, so no money on a few of these players. Or rather, drops are already in the air, so AWP is out.
Is this another timeout? Okay, it is by GG How.
This will be their final buy.
I mean, if you remember, like the first time they saw Magic's on the double short take, he kind of peaked so late in the round that I don't think you realize that's how he started.
Yeah, there the whole time.
But that time
Absolutely.
around, right, the fight comes in way quicker. Now maybe you're building a bit of a better image as to how they're trying to solve this mid problem with
This
the double
was
short
something
setup.
nice. Magic's got 2 in the last round. That was great. यार एक तो ये जो ये
shot
कर रहे
in
हैं
middle
ना
for Shiro, but
म्यूटेड को
Mini's
वो
all
कर
looks
दिखा रहे हैं क्लिप्स दिखा रहे हैं
Shiro
तो उसकी वजह से बोरिंग
will
लग रहा है थोड़ा
rotate. It's a scary peak, to be honest.
Bro, that was a
Time
nice
connects.
nade.
GG How is still looking to scrap on this site.
Ah,
Tag comes in, Mini
Shiro.
barely surviving. Ooh,
What's going on with Shiro?
I'm scared.
Shiro feeling the pressure. Synopsy
Yeah,
overwhelms him,
actually.
but in comes Donk. And that's 2
Let's
kills
see
to the
Donk.
good. How many more can he get? Plays right.
Nice
through the
one.
Donk keen to get involved as a bunch of these rounds have just passed by.
Bro,
for Team
he
Spirit
could have
with
got 3,
Donk not
yaar.
hyper in the picture. Finally has his round. That's a pretty
Those were
monstrous
Donk's
4K.
Yeah.
And
Just saying, Shiro, man, if you want to be the human decoy, I
yeah,
can
you
trade you
set
out.
me up, dude. You're
Back,
Hell,
fine.
man.
back-to-back rounds, bails out Shiro.
They just said human decoy.
Big 4K from Donk. Team Spirit are back in business, Harry, so no need to overreact on this early start here for GG How. This is where they're truly going to get
Okay.
tested. The depth of their T side here on Mirage.
They
Couple of
are
nice
on,
B-pops in this game already.
they're
They're
on
going to go back
save,
for
okay,
it.
they're on
but
save.
no util to make anything happen.
Oh, he's
I think
fine.
like that's
Nice shot, Dom.
It's a very hard thing to contain,
Mini
to
stab.
test with here for GG. How the
It
idea
is a
that, you had
5v5.
Spirit a little bit on the ropes, worried about their money, worried about the finances,
I'm
not
in
wanting the game
round
to just get ripped away from
5-5.
them. But as they find their footing, as the money builds up, as they feel a bit more secure, you're gonna see kind of the brakes come off. They're going to stop turtling up. Donk's going to be getting involved out towards mid. It's going to get more aggressive, a lot harder to
Actually.
predict. You're going to have, you know, opening fights kind of ahead
They're
of the
going to be
timing you
okay.
were looking for. Won't get to run some of these set pieces that we've seen.
Nah,
So
yeah,
very,
they're
very
going to
quickly,
be. Now
this
they
can
know.
start
Now
to
they
go
know.
the other way.
Now they know.
So you are bang on. It's a test of their depth here on this T side.
There's nothing in
They're
this burger.
Magic's
This
good.
one is going
Oh,
nowhere.
shit.
I say that. 2 Deeks connect, but not getting out
Magic's?
past Donk. So
Nice one, Dom.
easy enough here for Team
Don't
Spirit.
close up this
Levels the
round.
score. GG How would not be a bad time for a timeout, to be honest, to come into their next gun round.
Actually.
All important, half deciding gun round.
This is a deciding round, actually.
Was this just a
They
strong
both are on
start?
5-5.
Or is there something
5
more?
for Team Spirit and GG How. Dog is still holding mid.
Here's some more of this
Okay,
donk
that's
aggression
coming
out
towards
towards
donk.
mid.
Nice.
It's been where GG have looked to find their early
Nah.
successes, and they will trade him
Nice
after
try,
one. I
though.
mean, any round you can stop him with.
Bro, I
just
don't know
one
what's
kill,
wrong
you'll
with
take
Shiro.
it. And with Shiro
He's
a
feeling the
swing and a miss
pressure.
again out through short.
Not his game.
Why
Advantage
Shiro's
for
playing in
GG
pressure?
Risky
Like,
position, but it might be underchecked.
ah, nice try,
Still
Denise.
1 for 1. This is getting scary now. Osamas has taken deep space in that A side. Zontics covering the cross. They've got util. They want the cross, and they make
Nice
it over. Satanito
try,
above the
Zontics.
stairs with cover. And this is looking like a solid
It's
half.
all on Magic's
no
and
clutch
TNT.
today as Osama shuts down the
Oh
in-game
my
leader
God.
of Team Spirit. 1 for 1 on Donk indeed. And when Shiro is missing
Actually.
every shot presented, don't have a lot of heroes left to save you.
No, it's feeling kind of awkward. Like, you see him trying to force the fights, trying to bring
Actually,
himself back into the game, but it
Dong's
feels
just
like
tired
a
in
lot
the
of these rounds,
smoke,
it's just
fam.
given a way in for GG How.
Well, a lot of the time as well, he's playing late rounds. Now he's going for early moves.
Actually, GG
Getting
House is also
punished.
playing good. In the first
Look
half,
at the
though.
pace
I don't know
behind this
about
one.
the second half.
Satanito fearless through the
How they're gonna
Molotov.
play in the
Look
second
at how
half.
quick he is here. Donk's going to break that smoke, it looks like.
He's
So gotta
28
be
SP.
aware that Satanito is stepping.
Satanito.
Donk never goes for the break. There it is late. Finally in as he
Another
finds
Donk.
Synopsy.
Don't got one. He's still holding. Window fast.
Donk waits till it's safe to pass.
Are they still gonna enter it? Or nah, they're going
But like,
towards
you know,
B. They're going
Zontix is
towards
dead,
B.
and I think kill feed Counter-Strike can do a lot for GG How here.
He's
the
still a
second guy over
4v4.
towards B. You know that Magic's likely there alone right now. There's a bit of a gap on this B side of the map.
Yeah.
It's still a 4v4 though.
This looks like the perfect call for GG How to find a winning half.
They are going towards B. Okay.
Magics. Reinforced by Shiro.
All right.
Okay, you can redeem yourself
Yeah.
now on this orb.
Actually,
You know,
Shiro can
you've
redeem
been
himself.
waiting, you've been looking
This
for that
is his
round
only
that brings
chance.
you back
Nice
into
shot.
the game. This could
He
well
got
be
one.
it
Can he
for
got
Shiro.
2 or 3 more?
First shot lands.
Nice one,
Help
Magix.
from Magic's as well. And this AWP might be
Shiro
low.
can kill one or more.
Swung out wide. Shiro bought
Can
down
he
a
kill
half.
one more?
Satanito's still a long way away from being
Yeah,
in play
he's
in this
coming
round.
towards-
And as he tries to join up through short, you think Tani is
Okay,
meant to
got
have his
Tani.
number. 20 seconds left on this. Time working against GG How.
They don't have time.
Positions known on both players.
It's still a 3v2.
And time really is the enemy here. All three
Nice
players
shot.
brawling in the site.
Magic
for
got
Team
another one.
Spirit. As Osama's
Nice
goes
one,
out,
Shiro.
will
Shiro
finally
redeemed
split
himself.
the difference down this half. And finally that AWP finding a bit of success in the
Actually.
final round of their CT side.
6 exit is a good
Felt
half
like
though.
Shiro this whole game was hunting for his round to have the impact. Was that it? Do we get a better Shiro heading into this second half?
I definitely see like the
Actually,
Spirit
I
were
want to
able
see-
slow down the
see a
play
better
by the
Shiro.
end of that CT side, right? Able to give away less
Today's
kills.
playing
Sure,
in
the
pressure,
second
I don't
last
know
round was
why.
a little
Just
intense
whipping
down
so
in
many
middle,
shots
but
with the op.
for the most part, considering that was 5-2 down from the rip, Spirit do a pretty good job of stabilizing here, and a pistol round just suddenly puts them right back in contention for a clean victory.
Actually.
GG How definitely with flashes of brilliance, though. Some of the shots we've seen connect in this game from Synopsy, from Satanito, Osamas with a big clutch. It has been impressive. So don't look away now. Who knows what the second half is in, what we're in store for.
Let's go, let's go. This is the decider for Team Spirit. Can Shiro redeem himself with his op or not?
Window smoke and Spirit go right towards the catwalk.
Yeah, clear game plan here for Spirit. Go for this B split, 3 in
Okay.
through short. GG
They're
How
going
going to be out of
towards B.
position, so you're looking at Mini and Synopsy. And,
Ooh,
well,
Mini
that's
is,
really not a
Donk
bad
is,
way to get the ball rolling, is it? Synopsy with a keen double. They're closing in. Job's not done,
Bro,
but this
what
B
were the
site holds
shots
its
by
own and then
Synopsy?
some.
Dude, he's full running and he
What?
hits that one tap on the second player. Mid-air shot into the running one tap.
Bro.
Beautiful connection for Synopsy. Could not be any better here for GG How.
Now
A
they're in
flawless
pressure.
round on that B-bomb site. My, oh my.
Like, what was this shot?
That's
What
the
can you do
B-side
about
getting,
that?
that's the B-side getting wrapped on.
Bro, what was that
Everyone
shot
else is
actually?
so far away. GG
He
How
was
had
even
just
blind,
pushed
I
ramp.
guess.
They started 3 out towards
He was
the A
also
side.
blind.
That couldn't have been a better call for Spirit, but You know, the call is kind of only half the battle there. You go into the under-defended bomb site, you get wrecked by Synopsy.
Actually.
Tanir jumped for Donk there, and neither even get a
What's
bullet
wrong
out.
with Donk's gun? What? Tanir is already dead?
No, well is unwinnable.
Tanir is already the boss? They're pushing mid.
GG How take control. They push top middle, they get the nade in, but then they depart quickly. Not offering up the kill, but more importantly, scrambling the radars of Spirit. Where have these players gotten to? And he pushes under.
Oh, 9.
Dink's not going to do it. Back out top mid for Spirit.
Nine. Shiro's dead. Can he kill one? Nah.
Frustrating rounds here.
Oh my
Coming down for
god,
Spirit
what's
on
going
this
on
T
with
side.
Team Spirit? I don't know.
Does that change with guns? We've split pistols now.
Actually,
GG
they're
Hal still
dominating
hold the
Spirit. Like, what the heck?
Play getting made off the rip.
Now, finally, they have buy. Let's see.
How far do you reckon they take this? As you get this control out towards ramp, you hear Spirit still mucking around in top mid. I think you
They
feel
want
like
to-
you have space here and are just going to follow
Yeah,
through with a
they're just
backstab. Two players
taking
dedicated to
split.
this.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my
Magic's has
god,
just
they're
left
pushing
the
their
angle.
spawn.
Zontics is coming back. He might be able to save them here.
Actually,
No one with eyes on Palace.
Osmas is down.
And so the backstab gets rumbled.
Just change the whole round though.
One
for
more
Spirit.
coming
They do
from
wanna
back.
Come back and clear this out. Inside of the Palace, pushes people.
Zontics,
Zontics is
please.
trapped right now.
Nice
He's
one,
gonna hold his
Zontics.
own.
Finally,
Second
finally.
kill, low health, but enough for Spirit to roll out this red carpet. Synopsy high to B. 2 more MP9s adorn this A site.
Bro, Zontix just saved their ass.
I still find a bit of fear in me with Osama's taking Palace once again. The deeper he goes, the worse it is. Zontic still waits.
Zontix has learned he just can't take his eyes off this position. Oh, don't do it. Why would I say that?
Nice shot, actually.
There he
That-
is,
that
taking
was
his
a nice
eyes
shot.
off this
He's
position.
still out of control though. Osama has lost A entirely. Unless he flanks ramp right now, he's going to hit the
Actually,
nades. Now he's in
no one
a
is
great
there.
spot. This would still be something else.
Bro,
He's
just
1v4
see
in this site.
Osamas.
And it feels like GG Howard just saying, look, man, see what you can do. If you make this interesting enough, we'll come in. We'll give this a try. Turn around for
Bro,
Shiro.
just see.
First kill picked up. Gun game as he
Osamas,
swaps out onto the
he's just a
M4.
2
flanker.
low players.
His teammates aren't budging. It feels like Guan wasn't enough to tip the scales for a
He's just a
retake here.
flanker,
Just going
man,
to try
like,
and
what the
save on
heck?
these 3 players.
Oh, I mean, the margins that Spirit win that round by are very tight. If Osama stays Palace, if he commits to ramp the second he gets there, all of these look like
Okay,
double
Magic just
kills
saw him.
and ways back into the round. I feel like that is somewhat fearful from Osama's. I feel
Magic
like
saw him.
maybe they're feeling a bit of pressure there because I would have just loved to see him commit to his move. That would have definitely done him better than one.
Yeah,
We see
Magic
how
is
low these
shooting
players
towards
are.
him, but nah.
But he's going to err on the side of caution, play the money game, hold on for later.
Bro,
They still
like
have a round
Lemo.
lead to work with, and they have a boatload of cash as well. But it leaves you wondering if there was more available there for GG How.
I think, though, you know, considering it's a bonus round for them and they really had Spirit on the ropes, you could leave it still feeling kind of good, especially if you find some success here and now. I mean, telling yourselves that that save was to bring out the big guns and hit even harder the second time around. Mini
Yeah,
takes an
actually.
instant line out towards Palace.
Can many
He'll be meeting Zontix, who has been a bit of a
Zontax.
defining character in this game for Team Spirit, from his early B holds with Magics to winning them that bonus round attempt for GG How in the last.
They're
Celtics
actually
are
playing
very
so
frustrated on the
sneaky.
cams
GG How is
there.
playing
They
so
don't often see
sneaky.
much
They are
emotion
just
out of this
flanking
guy
and just
or
playing on kills.
acknowledgement.
That's what he has actually, Vanshika.
It is nice that we have these player cams on
Yeah,
the
I
HUD at
like
all
it now.
times.
And I can't even skip it.
So Spirit a man down, have to do it. Back on this A site where they know the AWP just was, but it's rotated back to B, leaving it
Actually,
alone. Tatanito ladder
They're going
side.
back to A,
Spirit
like
still going into the stack.
actually it's stacked. They're still entering into the stack. I don't know why they're doing this.
Whoa, that's a bomb.
That's the bomb spotted. Shiro very
Shiro.
low and in no position to play out
Magic
from
stop.
ramp.
Nice enough.
Here doing what they
INT
can, but it's the
donk.
rotate of this AWP that catches them by surprise.
Everything on
And
Shiro.
Shiro, who was
And
brought
Shiro
down
is
low
8
right at the
HP.
top of the round, is the sole survivor. And he's in no position to fight. GG How gonna maintain this lead.
Yeah,
Can we
it's nice
say
to see them
GG How
rotate back.
is
Don't know what
gonna do the
the
GGs?
tell was. They were starting to lean towards B in the silence, and then right before Spirit come through those smokes, that's when GG How doubled down on that A hold. Everybody
Actually,
in
they are
position to
waiting
stop
for
it.
Shiro to come
They
out.
even let Donk live. They transferred off him before they got the kill, and he still gets punished 1-for-1. So they're doing a good job of shutting down Spirit's best player. And Spirit have called another timeout. The only team to use it in
Another
this game.
timeout by Spirit. Actually, they need a timeout for this. They actually need a timeout for this. I don't know why they are playing
I think
like
there's one thing you're really aware
they
of right
are,
now. It's
they are
the
the new team.
frustration out of Team Spirit. You know you've caught their star opera a little bit shaky to get the day going. Donk wasn't exactly dominating from round one. You kind of got them on shaky ground off the rip, and now you're building upon this lead. And we were talking about Synopsy, his experience, the things he's accomplished in the past, how he was always a threat in these kind of underdog matchups.
Zontax.
He knows exactly what's going through the minds of Spirit as this game is getting away from them. And he's keen to push every little advantage.
Captain of this squad, and I mean the two European players putting in the biggest shift here for GG How right now.
Actually,
Him and Tatanito, the two most experienced players on this squad. Tatanito had some great T-side rounds.
they have
And dude, even,
experience, plus they
Samus
also
has
have
had
win.
good impact as this has gone on. I think he was like 0-5 at the start of the game, so
Nice.
been on a pretty convincing
No,
turnaround
I'm just thinking like
since
that.
that
I
point.
have jinxed them. Lamau.
Spirit Gate given nothing in the middle. Orp is in the ladder. Mini
Okay.
very patient, as he was in Palace last round. Waiting for the guaranteed kill.
Magic's
As
on the
Magic's
lineup.
3 hits mid to fake. Spirit are going to group for this B-pop. Bibu alone in this bomb site. Mini going to get distracted on short for now and blocked. He can't rotate out. Sooner Spirit go, the better.
Okay. Magic don't have a buy.
Here we go.
Nah, Magic's.
Mini just
please
can't
don't
vacate
peek,
short
don't
too
peek,
quickly.
don't peek.
Just gonna miss this timing, gets out with one.
Magic's-
on the dot,
nice one,
but
Magic's.
closes in.
What?
Orp now on
Oh
short.
my god.
Bibu with a bit more to
Bibu's
do,
position
and
was
an
so
ugly
good.
spray.
Was that
Seals the
Shiro?
fate.
Bro,
That one
they're
Shiro.
dominating Team
Oh,
Spirit,
it's
like-
really looking ugly.
like-
It's just
GG
like
How
us.
loving it, however.
It's the day where you're just not feeling it, right? A normal Shiro would have stopped spraying, would have counter-strafe, hit another burst, but he just full commits to a 20-round spray on a market player. Cannot confirm the kill. They also, yeah, sure, Mini dies to a Tech 9, but who does he kill, Harry?
Yeah, he gets rid of Donk.
He gets rid of Donk,
That's
and
the entry power stripped out of the round.
Doesn't it just feel like that is the hammer on your head now, Spirit? You have one gun round to save your entire BO1 opener.
No, dog, actually. No.
Dear, oh dear. Winner of this plays Game Allegiant for a playoff spot.
All right, GG How, we're noticing. Look, you could be on the cusp of something real special here.
They are again on save. They are again saving.
Coming to Bibu's bomb site again.
It was a rough match.
Well, maybe not.
It is a rough match for Team Spirit, I guess. Because they are lacking momentum.
And
They are
Util
not
drop back
able
to
to
Shiro.
get that momentum, like winning 2-3 rounds in a row, like that.
Bibu
And
is
GG How
very
is winning
alone.
a lot of rounds, and they have the momentum of this
1
map.
for 1 is simply not enough here. Rotates starting to make their way over. Satanito.
Yeah, now they know. Nice shot, Donk!
Time, but it's the Donk Deagle opening things up.
Again, Bibu was on the same
Donk
position and they died to.
the Deag, though. There's
Nice
a
one, Donk.
second.
Bro, Donk
Donk
got 2.
save Team Spirit, the embarrassment.
He's trying.
2 kills found already. As the job isn't done yet, though. GG How grouping for this retake.
Actually, they're gonna retake.
Molly gonna force a fight out of Shiro. Donk with the spot.
No, Donk just
This
got.
Deagle really starting to feel the pressure now as his teammates fall around him. Magix does what he can. He softens up another player, and Donk's Deagle
Nice, Donk!
out for a third with the pistols. Team Spirit
Nice!
keep it alive.
Nice round though, nice round though.
Magix as him and Donk put on a
Bro.
clinic in that eco round.
Oh, how dare
Like
I
Donk
count
is
it out
back, I
since Spirit
guess.
had 1 gun round to right their wrongs, but I forgot about the Donk Deagle triple
Nice
headshot.
round, nice round,
Despite
nice
so
round,
many missed shots,
Team Spirit.
I love how Spirit isolate that short player first. They know he's going to move in before the market contingent.
Like,
With
what
the
was that
lockdown
shot by
engagement,
Donk
they have
to the-
3 players facing short,
Bibu?
bailing out their Edward player who got Molly.
Well said,
That was
actually,
really
actually.
nice from Spirit. Forces the AWP to have to make a move, and Donk is just dancing with death.
And you kind of see the fear he put in them, right? They were both coming out the market door, ready to try and react around the short contact. They see Donk on that little jiggle. They both thought about it. They kind of second-guessed themselves on the push.
Actually, they whiffed on
So
Donk.
that is the Donk
they could have
effect right there.
killed
It's
Donk.
put them
They
back
were
within
both-
touching distance of GG How.
They
It's a
were
lifeline
both
for
looking
Team
at
Spirit.
Donk with the
It comes from
operator
their
and with
start.
the M4A1.
What a saving grace.
Now
And
they
what
also
a
have
time to
buy.
do it. Timeout from GG How.
Okay. Time out to build some momentum again by GG
I mean,
How.
yeah, if you're GG How right now, you know that like that's the round that could rattle you. If any round was
Actually,
gonna,
it is the most
you've been
important
on
round
this
of this match.
winning streak, you've been taking great strides in this matchup. You just can't get in your head about falling down to the pistols.
Because if
Gotta stay focused.
right now, if Team Spirit got the momentum, then GG How is going home. Like going home, I'm just saying that they're gonna lose
He's
this
had
match.
many different positions on this AWP.
Mini with the operator.
And what this does do at least is free up his team to
9.
play heavy on the other side of the map. He's got multiple fullback options available.
Tini is gonna
And
die.
he still needs to hit his first shot. Tanir is lurking apartments.
Actually, Tini is
Maybe
gonna
a
die
factor
if
for
he peek.
later as Spirit look
If
to
he peek, he's
set
gonna
up
die.
on this A site. I wonder what timing
They're going
Tanir
towards
plays.
A.
Is he going to just play off the execute
Okay, Tini is just
and try and
holding.
get a backstab?
I think they're gonna go B again. They're gonna re-hit after
Palace
the
smoked
picks.
might
After some
cause a
picks.
bit of a problem here for Spirit. They still throw in the execute. Tanir does
Yeah.
not move.
I think
There's
so.
2 players in the site ahead of these smokes, and that might be more than you bargained for. You get the
Okay.
Nice one, Donk.
Donk spams him out.
No!
and
It's
is
the
this
classic
Donk
rotation.
just
the magic
spammed
spot
him.
rotation we see
Should've
this
got
all the
one.
time. Spirit love this pocket strat. Tanir's got the sight. This round is over.
INT Donk. He's off HP.
So you'd like to think.
Now they're going towards.
It is going to be the AWP on the line.
Now they're
Tanir
going towards B. Like
Tries to
what?
knock him off of it.
Oh,
Oh my
Missed volley, but
god, that
still
was
crosses
bad.
in.
That was bad.
It's a crisis averted here for Team Spirit.
all right, it's a risky
Bro,
retake. Do you
that
really
was
wanna risk your
bad.
money? I don't think so. GG How are going to walk away. I
Still,
do. Magic does that all the
still,
time. We've seen him
they
do
got
that
that round,
on
they
the
got
world's
that
biggest
round.
stages.
They're
That
saving
is the
their
exact
guns.
round the Magic's got. The 1v4 market
Also, I'm
spray
also
down
saving
the graffiti
the
moment back at the
AK,
major,
that's
but it was
crazy.
him alone who made that rotation. This time he has Tanir to find the gap. But Spirit love just the little A execute into the late apartments rotate. And it
It's the
completely
9-10
catches
now, it's
GG
the
How off
9-10
guard.
now.
What a great time to
It's
call
the
that move.
9-10
That's
now.
after the timeout from GG.
Magic!
Halley talking a lot.
Bro, I still remember this clutch.
And the magic sauce puts Spirit on the board.
Actually, magic sauce. Bro, we only 5 people voted.
Why does Donk put a full mag in that box? I don't know, but it's the perfect move.
Okay, let's hope for the best.
So
This is
3
also
guns
one of the
here.
important round. One of the most important round. Because just see the situation of
And we've remarked on how
GG
many has
how
been
now.
down to just take kind of these passive lines
2
and
hour
free
on
up players
pin.
to rotate, but in a round like
What?
this, it's not really what you want from your AWP. You want it involved. You see him there trying to take a peek
Okay.
out towards mid, but the
Shields
util
gonna
denies
take the
him.
bomb. They will hit it. They will hit it. This round they will
Bit
hit
of a
it. They are
B-lean right
splitting.
now for GG How.
3 main, 2 mid.
You've seen Zontix actually look kind of down to make plays out through Palace. There's just been util in his way. Well, that's not available here to
Sinnoh
GG
Speed's
How.
position.
So he tries to go early.
Nice.
Ends up giving
Nice trade,
one
nice
away.
trade.
Boost for Synopsis.
Nice
will
one.
get punished. And as Donk
Nice one,
rears
Donk.
his head out through the connector, it's a keen double to turn the tide.
4v2.
Once again, trying to link up with the front man in Tanir.
Mini with the
He's
operator.
taken all this ground out towards
Ah,
the
they got
inside.
Donk.
Did go searching and roaming, looking for
Magix
a
is
little bit
on
more.
13 HP.
You wonder if feeding that AWP 1 is enough to make this round interesting. Bibu closing in.
Nine.
Shiro dead next.
No.
That one
9!
Donk. And now it's left Magix on the other end of the map. Out of position here.
They're on it. Fake.
Tab trying to draw a peek out from Magix, who swings this one wide, sees they're not
Can
on it
Magix
yet,
do
trying
this?
to close
He's
in.
on
Does he
13
really
HP.
have this
Ah,
in him?
indeed,
Cover for
indeed.
Mini is there. And
Bro,
so
I just
GG How.
thought.
Those 3 rifles brought forth enough to get them through.
Yeah, 2v4 there
Nice
in that
try, nice try.
basically post-plant when Donk swings into jungle. That is unbelievable. To win that round,
Actually,
after Spirit had won their eco and seemingly
Donk
converted on it,
shouldn't have
that save
picked
was
that.
worth its weight in gold.
And dude, it feels rough there because it's like that's Donk with hot hands, 2 kills deep. If there's kind of one player you're down to give all the freedom to and say, look, you can have a swing, you can have a poke, but it leads to just absolutely dire
Shiro's
consequences.
again buying an op. Let's
AWP not
see.
only finds him, but they
Shiro
never got the
can
spot on
redeem
Bibu,
himself
who
or
then
not
swings
because
out and
this is
grabs
his
that
last
AK off the
chance.
ground, puts it to work. It just sets in motion this horrible chain of events for
Upcoming
Spirit.
match.
It felt like they were getting back into this game.
Yeah.
Wonder if that round
Bro, I
has
want to
really
see the
changed
chat.
the
What
tune,
chat is
because
saying.
now your money is on the line. You're
GG
scraping together a
How.
buy here, and if you fall short,
Welcome back.
you're force buying up against 12. You're relying again on like
Bro,
a Donk
GG is
Deagle
doing
to
the
try and
GGs.
make this game happen.
Yeah, Spirit know the importance of this round. So again, their final timeout used in this one. Shiro,
What's his list,
really
guys? Ram
poor
Ram.
game across both halves, has struggled to find impact. He's got the AWP on ramp, looking for that opener.
Okay.
Samus does take
They're
a
gonna
little
hit it,
wiggle,
they're
but
gonna
won't
hit it.
commit.
They're not gonna
Donk
come
after
at
throwing
B.
nades mids has rotated, but
Look
look
at
at
all
this
the
B push for
room.
GG How. They called this off of spawn, push 2 in the apartments. They are all the way behind enemy lines.
Oh.
Magic saw it. He saw it throwing
Actually,
nades. Guns out, Donk by his side.
still.
Synopsy pulls his knife, but is Donk ready for more?
Nice
Yes,
one, Donk.
he is. Just about, just in time. Keep Spirit up a man.
The things he's having to do to try and keep this game going.
इसमें कुछ समझ नहीं आता सेम है क्या वो उसलिए सेम उसकी तरह वैलोरेंट की तरह ही
GG How
बॉम्ब
thought that
प्लांट
double
करना
push
है यूटिल से तुम्हारे पास जैसे
was the
एजेंट के पास यूटिल्स होते हैं इसमें तुम्हें खुद ही यूटिल फेंकने पड़ते
for
हैं
match point.
And I love that Donk has just seemingly made the call.
ऊपर
here,
मैप
threw the
देख
bomb
जो
back
येलो
through the
वाले
window,
हैं
so we
वो
get a
टीम
score. I
स्पिरिट
will
है
come under.
वो
You guys
है
do your A hit,
अटैकर्स
but I'm
हैं
up to other things.
और जो ब्लू वाले हैं वो
Try and
डिफेंडर है वो
lurk in on this
डिफेंड
A
कर रहे
play.
हैं
There is a nice flank for Osamas, but again, it's going to rely on his teammates to do something. Donk is in position. He's not playing yet. He's going to let the execute go through.
actually that's
Shiro
the
throwing
best
flashes,
decision
last
by
of this
Donk
play.
not even gonna lie
Mini
nice
shot,
one
And this one's going to
finish
cost you.
that nice one Donk
Pulls the attention away from Con. Bibu was
Osamas is
watching
coming
for
back
that move
stab
out of
they know
Donk.
they know they know they
They're
know
even ready for a third player
they
in
know he's a
reserve
bitch
on this backstab.
they know he's a bitch
Shiro gets eyes on in time, and so Team
he always
Spirit
come back stab
able to right their wrongs.
भाई माँ कसम
Donk
बहुत
with a
दिमाग लगाना लगाना
monstrous
पड़ता है
3K.
वो तो है
That double kill
वो
on
तो
the
बात मान
quick
सकता हूँ
flank
मैं
through the apartments is massive.
How is his gun ready?
एक बार समझ आते हैं ना पर फिर दिमाग नहीं लगाना पड़ता फिर सिर्फ देखना पड़ता है मैप पे लोकेशन और प्लेयर्स
That smoke, he misses the flank timing. That's bomb down in spawn. Synopsy won't pull his knife. That's Spirit in the mud.
और आज पता है
So
स्ट्रीम
1
शायद
second
लंबी
is
चल
all it
सकती है
takes
क्योंकि
to
बहुत
put
सारे
Donk
मैचेस
in
है देख
position to still do something incredible and
बहुत
win
सारे
that round with
मैचेस
a
है
triple
देख
kill.
इसके बाद ये G2 का मैच है इसके बाद फिर फैल्कन का मैच है 7 बजे
And look at where it
और
leaves
फिर
us.
देख
Hero
उनका
or
है नहीं हम तो ये
Mini
देखेंगे,
feels
फल्कन
like he's
वाले
gonna have
देखेंगे,
to save
उसके
that
बाद
gun.
हमें देखना पड़ेगा इनमें से किसी को करना है फिर नहीं करना। रात में नावी का
Or
मैच
win
है,
the round.
MIBR का है, नावी का देखेंगे पर हम, फिर वाइटैलिटी का मैच है, फ्यूरिया का मैच है भाई साहब, भाई बहुत सारे मैचेस आज, बहुत सारे। भाई मेरा चैट ऑडियो ट्रांसलेट कैसे हो रहा है पता नहीं, ये नया सिस्टम आया है इसलिए। मेरा पता है, मेरा वाईटी वाली चैट मेरी भी होती है, इसलिए मैं दूसरा वो अकाउंट खोलता हूँ साइड में। वाह लंबी स्ट्रीम इतने दिन बाद यार, वॉच पार्टी है ना इसलिए
Just
करनी
been getting
पड़ेगी।
flashed so hard in this game.
बीच में थोड़ी देर
Sees him
CS ही
under,
खेलना पड़ेगा मेरे को
catches a shot
during
on
the
Magix,
stream।
but this B pop is coming.
वैसे भी नया ड्रॉप आ रखा है, कुछ पैसे मिल जाएंगे अगर ड्रॉप पे अच्छी चीज निकली तो।
Oh, the B stack is building. 40 seconds. Spirit are going into a deadly situation.
You see
Okay.
the AWP there. Surely that
Bro,
gives you a moment
Donk
of
is
pause
dead.
here, but
Too late.
Tanier is committed to a backstab now.
Oh.
And so this AWP just give an open season to deal with them on the push.
Shiro burned to death।
Too late, surely. Tanier 1v5. What's he got in a tank? Just jumping through, throwing himself in, but the pistol
Tanier
cuts him down. And that is a Shiro missed shot.
Okay.
Jumps back into his own Molotov.
This can
It does
also
not
be the
get
last round
worse.
for Team Spirit।
Oh. Donk's got his hand over his mouth. He can't believe
डोंक को
what he's
लास्ट
just
में जाना
seen.
चाहिए, पता है डोंक चल के मर रहा है।
He can't believe this is
पहले
real
नहीं दे रही
life.
उसको अपने
They're
पिक।
meant to be, you know, one of the heavy favorites to go and take the whole thing.
Actually,
And I love how the
And this is
GG
the
Team-
opening game versus GG
Team
How.
Spirit just
pause. They
won
let
the
Spirit steal
EWC
that, like, have that
2025.
pause,
Now they're
enjoy it.
Shiro just
losing
one
their first
cheat for
match
crying
in the
out loud.
26th.
Like, this can't be real.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
GG How took their
no matter what
last time
happens,
out for
Donk
the
has an
momentum.
AK, but
They
around
don't
him
have
is
the
very
buy.
little.
They don't even have the money.
Shiro getting
It's a GG,
nades,
I can
gives
say,
a
I guess.
Galil.
Like, see,
But man, nice
Donk
to see
that,
Mini, who
Sontic
was also
that,
pretty quiet
the
after
Magic
that first
Shiro
half.
gone,
And,
then
you know,
Therese
we're
that.
kind of locked out of the CT side to a degree. Think about the 2 rounds he's had. He was part of that 2v4,
Sheesh, yaar.
back in jungle onto Donk, and back to
Buy
CT
भी नहीं है
on
अभी इनके
A,
पास
and now that round
10th
as well just
round,
shuts down Donk on the entry, forces
कुछ ना
Shiro
कुछ तो buy
to
कर लिया
burn
इन्होंने Spirit ने।
alive. And now GG How with a chance.
I guess he forced.
देखा मेरी
Yeah, we
स्पैम
could
कर
call
दिया
it
सीधा
that.
उसने।
Well, Shiro really is like the Mothman.
देख बी के बाहर जा रहे हैं अब यार, दो
We haven't
बंदे।
seen him at all in this game.
Sontic और
Mini
Tenier।
again
और
on
मिनी
the
ने
line
ऑफ
with
लगा
this
रखी है यहाँ पे।
AWP.
गए।
Just been a constant
हाँ जी
source of
जी।
info for GG How to rely on
मेरे को तो
having these
नींद
deep
आ रही है
sight
बहुत
lines.
सेम।
This time though, they're not playing fast and loose
मैं
with
बाहर
BB.
से आया,
He's
खाना
hanging
खाया,
around,
नहाया और
ready
फिर अब
for a
बहुत
B
तेज
hit.
नींद आ रही है मेरे को भी। मेरे बाल अभी तक गीले हैं, like see, they're still back।
And Mini's going to get the ball rolling. That is a
Already
very
said
convincing shot
it's a
to start this
GG's.
round.
Here we
GG
go.
How
It's a
looking for a
GG's.
massive
It's a
upset.
GG's.
And it's
Zontix
not
is all
some
alone, and it's a
Drawn out
GG's.
brawl to close at the end.
Bro,
it
they
is a
just crushed
decisive
Spirit.
victory. GG How from the open qualifier.
Somehow,
and now
actually,
the win
it's
on
good.
day
I
one over
didn't.
Team Spirit. That is a monumental upset. How has Synopsy come back
मेरे
years
बाल
down the
तो हर
line and
टाइम
he's doing
गीले
it
ही
all over
रहते
again?
हैं
And now just a
ऐसे।
BO3 away from the playoffs.
मेरे
I mean,
बहुत
this
कम
is
सूखे रहते
a
हैं।
core of a team that is from the Middle East, and they just took down the world #1
मैं
ranked
क्रीम
VRS
लगाता हूँ
team in
बाल पे,
Team
कौन सी
Spirit.
कौन सी क्रीम?
Unbelievable game of Counter-Strike from GG How.
ये बंद
And
कर दूँ मैं
definitely
जरा
a
ना।
shaky match from Shiro and
Full
the
end
gang.
कर दूँ
Donk
मैं।
excluded. That was ugly for Spirit. GG, how
my
about
God.
that?
How about that is the question we're going to have to ask, and among many
Mongols
questions,
with
of
magic.
course, you might have to write an entire list of
let's
things
see,
that need to
team-
happen, and even then, maybe, and it did absolutely happen. GG How find
Food
the footing
जीत गया उसमें,
necessary
टाइल से
to
हो गया।
take down and
That's
give us
clear।
our first upset here.
G2 का मैच देखना है, मतलब यही वाली चला के रखनी है स्ट्रीम मेरे को। इसी वाली स्ट्रीम पे होगा G2 का मैच। Donk is losing it. Donk to Falcons? Question mark? Lamau.
And
Yeah.
well, what a game from
Still
GG
lose.
How.
Donk,
Like from the
God.
get-go, you know, they
पता नहीं
lose
कुछ लोग
pistol,
hate भी
but
करते हैं
they
Donk
come
को।
out swinging in the gun
Oh,
rounds. They were
soon
aggressive,
be.
taking
Face
advantage
it again.
of, you know, maybe
Lamau.
some space or some mistakes that Spirit was making. But then in the end,
अभी सर रुक,
feel
अच्छा है
like
वो
Spirit
क्रीम
got
देख
control
भेजा
of
रुक
the
रुक
game, and for them to be able to close it out. Just an impressive
वाह
feat
कुछ
from
और
GG
notification
Hao.
खुल गई
Yeah,
मेरे
I'm
मेरे
looking
से
at Frank Synopsy in the rat pack here. So what do you got to say about
हाँ, ये
that,
खुल गई
Jacob? Because I know we needed a whole list and then maybe some more. So now, how do you feel about GG Hao?
I feel like we got everything we needed on that list for sure. GG Hao doing a tremendous job
Parachute
playing
की आती है
super,
एक
super
मेरे को नहीं
aggressive,
पता था
in your
यार
face Counter Strike. Synopsis, as you said, involved in 7.
देखना
opening
पड़ेगा
duels,
हमारे यहाँ
won
पे
5
आती है या
of
फिर
those.
नहीं आती
Really having a great game. Mini as well with the AWP, constantly roaming around,
बाहर
constantly being
पूछना
in
पड़ेगा पहले
the pack,
जाके
sort of, you know, being where the action were at. Also went 6 for 7 in the opening kills his way, and especially the later
मैंने आज
rounds
तक
when they
देखी
need
नहीं है
to
वाली
get
क्रीम
the
नट
finish
करना
line,
है
get it over the finish line.
पैराशूट का
He
सिर्फ
was
वो
the one
देखा है
stepping up
कोकोनट
as well.
ऑयल
So nothing but
क्योंकि
credit
वही
to
सबसे ज्यादा
GG Hao
फेमस
that
है
took advantage of Spirit not showing up, Shiro not showing up, nowhere to be found on the server. Had
Holy
a couple
6-7
of blunders, not only his dare I say dueling, but also his decision
Dude,
making.
the Shiro haters are eating well today.
They-
Like they are feasting.
Shiro haters are feeding well today
It wasn't just the. It's actually
They're just saying Shiro wake up, actually.
uncharacteristic bad game for him. It's not a bad game in the sense of he doesn't have impact or whatever. It's like he was missing sitters and he's making bad decisions. Like those are usually the
मैंने
two
पता
things
नहीं है
that he's
3
good
गेम
at,
बाय कर
you
लिए
know, playing in the
I
clutch,
just
those late
purchased
round
these 3
scenarios, and there
games
was
I
none
don't
of
know
that
why
today.
There was none of
They were
that,
cheap.
and neither will we be
Question
hearing from
mark.
Team Spirit. They didn't win the game. We hear from the victors, and that's GG Hao.
let's go
Incredible result coming out from GG Hao here. Undoubtedly the
no
biggest
no
upset
this
so far
is
here at
average
EWC.
Shiro
That's
game
Massive
bro they're
congratulations. We saw some
actually
big emotions there, some big reactions. Tell me
they're
what's going through your head.
actually Shiro lost concentration
I'm
after
feeling
marriage
like really
boss
good right now. I'm so happy. We're playing really confident. We just beat the #1 team in the world right now.
देख
so
लिया
I don't know what to
Slips
say anymore. We just need
मैं
to
वही तो कह रहा हूँ मेरे यहाँ पे
keep
शायद नहीं
grinding
मिलती है वाली
and show
क्रीम
what we can do here.
And you did it in incredibly stylish fashion as well.
बाकी
How
देखना
much
पड़ेगा
was
मेरे को
this specific prep just for Team Spirit versus how GG Hao like to play normally?
I actually said that we had a really good plan, but I reminded the guys that we should play our game and do our stuff because we are really
Let's go
confident
direct
and
for
we
the
shouldn't
compy.
focus too much on them, and that's what we did, and we won.
Paid off massively. I do want to ask
I
about a
don't
specific
know.
moment
Next
later in
match
the
कब
game.
start
Obviously, we
होगा?
had some great starts from you guys,
Big
but
Hit
round
से
22, Spirit
खरीद
trying to
Blinkit
get
से
out onto
खरीदता
that B site.
है
You guys have an AWP, I
खरीदता
believe
मैं
an
तो
MP9, and then a couple of pistols.
रुक
How did you get
देखता
away
हूँ
with that
मैं।
one?
We had actually read with Mini that he should start short and start the opening round there.
लगाओ
But actually
80%
later in
कह
the
रहे थे
round,
यार
we just
टीम
gambled
स्पिरिट को
that they're
सपोर्ट कर
gonna
रहे थे
go B
मोस्टली
and Mini
लोग
was
टीम
on
स्पिरिट
right
हार गई
position, and he just killed 3 and we killed the other guys.
Right place, right time, massively paying off
रुक मैं
there. I
चेक
do want
करता
to
हूँ
ask
उस पे है
about
या फिर
Synopsy
नहीं है
because we were talking about it during the game. He's obviously
कहाँ
yourself
पे है
and
ये
him, the more
वाह
experienced players on this GG Hao. Tell me about his input and some of his reads during this game.
I
ये
mean,
out of
he
shot
really
pretty bad
knows
ठीक
us
रुक मैं
and
देखता हूँ
he knows how we should move. He's guiding us. He's doing really good job, and we should just play like this. And he's a really good player.
Final question. You've obviously come through the last chance qualifier here for EWC. Now, as you just said, you've taken down the #1 ranked team in the world. Where does that leave the ceiling, the limit for this GG Hao?
नहीं ये
I'm
वाली नहीं
actually
है मेरे यहाँ
surprised
पे
that, we had
मेरे
a
यहाँ पे
really tough,
available नहीं है
let's say LCQ.
नेक्स्ट मैच
and
G2
we
का
made
है
it
G2
through,
वर्सेस
and I don't think we have any pressure right now because we have nothing to lose. And
G2 versus
we proved that
MAT.
we can beat the best team in the world.
MAT
so I
के और
guess
G2
we'll
दोनों का
just
स्टिकर है मेरे
go
पास
on to the next game.
An incredible result. Thank you
I
so much
have-
for your time, Sassanito.
स्टिकर ऑफ बोथ टीम्स आई गेस कब है स्टार्ट होने वाला है 5:30
Yeah,
बजे
GG Hao fans also eating
काफी
very
time है
good
अभी तो, I
tonight.
guess.
Obviously, for them, this was a big upset at a minimum. Jacob, what we got from the beginning of this matchup, we walked
5:30
into it,
लिखा
we
हुआ
got
है ना
some
तो
more questions,
5:40
I
तक
guess,
स्टार्ट
from the
होगा
Spirit
इसलिए
side.
मैंने एक मैच
Yeah, I
लगा
mean,
दिया
obviously for
पीछे
Spirit, that's disappointing. Atypical. We spoke about Shiro. Atypical. You know,
पीछे
off
म्यूट नहीं कर रहा मैं इसको
performance. I think
जानबूझ के
the
क्या
entire
पता
team as well. Usually
चल
Tilia,
जाए
I feel like does well against this kind of opposition as well, lower tier opposition, facing kind of style. He was nowhere to be found. At the end of the day, I just want to give it to GG Hao.
काफी टाइम है मैच और बीच में मैं वैलोरेंट तो खेल नहीं सकता लंबा
to rest whatsoever. Came in a
क्योंकि
high pace,
EWC CS2
constantly
के पास
reapplying
वो है
pressure
बस
as well.
पार्टी
Especially on that CT side, you saw every single round they were re-aggressing, whether that was towards middle, on A, on B,
But I can
constantly
do
seeking
my,
information. So at the end of the day, they decided to play on their
mission
terms, and if they were to lose,
for
well,
the
they
drop.
would have lost on their own terms, but they didn't. Team Spirit couldn't capitalize. The only player showing up was Dong, and even this time around, that wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I think you see that
Yeah,
being
Falcons
the,
don't
what got them
Against
the win
the
in the end, the round that Freya was talking to Tetsanito with. Again, they're being proactive, even with the one saved off, and those rounds
Like,
can be
let's
difficult
see,
to call
let's see.
against because who's gonna make the plays? The pistols, the op, like they're very tricky to call, and they made.
I don't know. I have the
it
G2 one or
uncomfortable for
not, but I
Spirit
have.
for Magix with all the
I'm
aggression.
one.
And yeah, that's what got them to win. Yeah.
And keyword right there from that interview to me is the gamble. He said we gambled in that round as well. So it's not like they were sure. And you have to, and you can do that as an underdog. What you often see though, and that's where I want to give GG How credit as well, they were in a winning position, right? And you can get to a winning position by gambling, by playing free. You feel like you got nothing to lose, but all of a sudden you're in the game and you're like, oh, we're supposed to win now. That's when they start to mess up. That's when they start to stop the gambling. That's when they start to revert back to the normal level, so to speak. But they kept on playing on their terms, kept on gambling, kept on doing the right things, and for that they deserve credit.
And we pointed out early on that E side, he was instrumental in some of those roundings. He was shooting really hard, right? And that's all they talk about. The score doesn't matter, momentum does it. GG How got a lot of momentum early on in the game. Gun round after gun round, they had that clutch from Osama right there. That's what you need for an upset to happen. You need some of those individual moments, like hero rounds, because then the players get confidence. It's like, oh, I just clutched against Spirit. Like, okay, we got this. We got these guys.
Well, especially when you think about momentum shifting moments. Well, you know, it's obviously something for Spirit to be able to have that in their pocket in the form of a dog or anybody who wants to fire away on that given day. Here in this server in particular, there was a real chance on a deco there from Dom. There was a real chance to sort of shift that momentum late in the game, and there was a chance.
That's kind of what I spoke about earlier. Round 18, Spirit is already in a position where they're supposed to lose the game. They have not even a couple of utility pieces, and then go on towards the B bomb side, and then Dom does what he's been doing throughout the entire game. He keeps them alive. I thought to myself at that moment, when Spirit won round 18, that was the moment where, oh, GG How, now you got something to do. You're in a winning position, you're supposed to close it out, then that happens. So, unfortunately for Spirit, Manifest didn't really capitalize from it, but it maybe goes without saying that there was Dom keeping them alive, which he did for the vast majority throughout the game.
Bro, they were behind us.
They
were coming mixed up. ये तो 18 या 19 से तनाव नहीं कर रही 18 या फिर 19 को शायद इसका फाइनल है मैंने इसलिए स्टोरी डाल दी
weren't able to retake the bomb side, which can be tough even against pistols.
थोड़ी सी आवाज कम कर देता क्योंकि अभी you know बहुत टाइम लगेगा उसको मैच को स्टार्ट होने में नेक्स्ट मैच को स्टार्ट होने में काफी टाइम है अभी Are they buying? Nah, they are saving. Like me, banana leaf. Good. आप बताओ बस मैं वीडियो क्या रही?
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I am so sorry.
Ah, nah. Still, I got mine. Let me see let me check my mic. Is it good or not? Audio. Audio device. No, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. No, it will be good. Where is my... Where is my microphone, man? No. That's fine.
I'm in position.
Where are they going? Bro, like what? Where are they going?
And you know, you can make a lot of excuses here and there, but around like this is inexcusable.
Like I don't even know where to go.
Whatever, here you need to bounce back and like Shiro doing in the middle of nowhere, like in the middle of the bomb site, like what's going on?
It's a GG for me.
In a span of 10 seconds. Look, he's kind of playing to cut off whatever.
I tried. And what did you eat today? Karyas मैंने आलू की सब्जी पूरी and वो खाया चने की सब्जी मैं वो कर दूँ एक बार ना टाइटल चेंज कर दूँ Like,
we're not gonna make the playoffs even, but I think they will. No matter, I think they're fortunate that now it's a tournament with 32 teams and 4 teams from each group go to the playoffs.
They didn't change
Even with
that.
this loss to
Cheat was MAT डालना
I
है.
mean, I have a very tough time.
कैरी पर चेंज कर देगा टाइटल, बस टीम स्पिरिट और जीजी हाउ हटाना है तेरे को. टाइटल में से और कुछ चेंज नहीं करना, बस जीजी हाउ और G2 हटाना है और वो मतलब वो G2 और MAT डालना है. G2 was MAT. They knew it. Bro, I was like, what the heck?
First half as well, where he has the opportunity to swing the round in their favor. Misses shots. So, it's okay to have a game off sometimes, but it's to be caught in the open.
मैंने आपकी डीपी देखी तब पता चला. बस डीपी देखी. Oh my god, I was not even able to see where she was. Defending is good in this map. Like he's still backstabbing them. I think we should go A. That will be good.
For us, we do have a little bit of a break. We can come back. We have G2 and M80 taking the stage right now at the Esports World Cup in Paris.
ये आप खेल रहे हो, मुझे लगा टूर्नामेंट है, नहीं कह रही. अभी तो वो आ गया, खत्म हो गया मैच. अब टाइम है उसको स्टार्ट होने में, दूसरे मैच को. एक बार मैं रिफ्रेश भी कर लेता हूँ कि इन्होंने टाइटल चेंज करा फिर नहीं करा. No, they didn't even have changed the title right now. Like what to say? रुक मैं ही कर देता हूँ टाइटल चेंज फिर. मान में Bro, they're robbing. मैं ही कर देता हूँ टाइटल चेंज. कोई नहीं रहे, कैरी रहने दे मैं कर रहा हूँ. G2 was MAT कर दिया मैंने टाइटल चेंज. अभी तो काफी टाइम है यार उनके मैच को स्टार्ट होने में ना, तो एक लगा लिया मैंने कॉम. अब देखते हैं कितना टाइम लिखा रहा है. बैक इन 11 मिनट लिखा रहा है, लेकिन स्टार्ट बहुत लेट होने वाला है. मेरा मैच मेरे को लगता है खत्म हो जाएगा. खेल दिया. वाह. G2 कौन सी टीम है? खेरी G2.
किस साइड है ये?
और क्या G2? What is he even saying? He just clutched around. Other one is screaming like he has done something for the team. एक तो पता नहीं एड्स क्या क्या आ रही है, और मैं काफी टाइम बाद खेल रहा हूँ ना, और सीधा कॉम तक आ जाए तो मेरे को पता है थोड़ा ऐसी दिक्कत हो रही है एम करने में ना. लाइक इसमें वैलोरेंट सा लगे होता है, इसमें थोड़ा चिकल करना पड़ता है. Was he got one?
Here.
Was? How did he die? Okay, he's right there.
Go plant, please go plant. Come follow me. Planted.
Yeah, he was right there.
Grenade. Connector. Mid. Merci.
Easy. रो क्या क्लास से निकालना है? यार ये कॉपीराइटेड गाना चल गया यार पीछे। अब मेरे को कॉपीराइट देंगे ना ये? मेरे को पता नहीं था इतनी देर से ऐड आ रही है।
Yellow, go.
Okay, we're going here. Nice.
Damage is like to the side. Go plan. Activating the bomb.
Like I didn't know that I have the bomb.
Meet.
Ah shit. अपना लास्ट बंदा कहाँ है? इसकी साउंड नहीं है मेरे को। मेरे वाईफाई की स्पीड ही नहीं आ रही। 2 टावर ही आ रहे हैं वाईफाई में। 2 टावर। नहीं actually I'm playing this map after a long time. Hello Dexter, good morning. अरे ऊपर से आगे शिट the shot he was also mid yeah bro what is this cross here
go
what is this cross here ये कौन सी वॉच पार्टी हो रही है अरे वॉच पार्टी में टाइम है अभी मैच जस्ट अभी खत्म हुआ एक टीम का अभी टाइम है थोड़ा तो जब तक एक मैच लगा दिया इसमें वैलोरेंट की तरह थोड़े टाइम में नहीं होते ना और 3 मैच नहीं है एक मैच आज एक मैच है सिर्फ टीम्स के मैं राउटर रिस्टार्ट करके आया ओके कह रही मैं तो कह रहा हूँ कंप्लेंट ही कर देना तू एक बार तेरे रोज इतनी दिक्कत हो रही है नेटवर्क की आई डोंट नो is good actually I don't know why no one tried to kill him.
Hey, back home. Damage of
ये भी वैक्सा आ गया भाई। इसमें वो उसका ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं होता भाई? कुछ लैंडमाइन वैंडमाइन डालो भाई इसमें भी। रूल्स बता, मुझे कुछ नहीं आता। सेम वैलोरेंट की तरह ही है गेम भी। बॉम्ब प्लांट करना है, यूटिल्स है तुम्हारे पास, यूटिल्स यूज करनी है। ये स्मोक ग्रेनेड है, ये फ्लैश बैंग है, और ये ग्रेनेड है, ये मोलोटोव है। ये तो नॉर्मल है सारी चीजें, बस गन्स अलग अलग है इसमें। सेम है बाकी वैलोरेंट की तरह मोस्टली। इसको चाहिए था क्या भाई? इसने बोला भी नहीं मेरे से। Just go from beneath them. मैं मिड डाल के आ गया पता। एक बंदा बैकस्टैब आ रहा है अपने।
Sono stati di rumbo.
One is coming backstab. यार पता नहीं मेरे हाथ में वो नहीं आता, स्मोक नहीं आता।
Attacca tutto, ma.
ये वाला कैसा है इतनी जल्दी?
C'è là.
अच्छा पूरी टीम आ रही है पीछे। वो वहीं से आया जहाँ पे मैं देख रहा था ना, नीचे से। ये वाला मैप मेरे को पसंद नहीं, आई डोंट लाइक दिस मैप। कितने राउंड के लिए विन? एक हाफ उतने ही 12 राउंड का ही होता है एक हाफ। सेम लाइक वैलोरेंट, 12 राउंड का एक हाफ। देखो मैं स्टार्ट हो गया क्या? अभी भी स्टिल देख 3 मिनट है वॉच पार्टी के लिए। इस मैच को जल्दी खत्म करते हैं, फिर वॉच पार्टी स्टार्ट हो जाएगी इतनी देर में। मेरे को लग रहा है पहले ही हो जाएगी स्टार्ट। मैंने सही है ये कमर्शियल म्यूट कर दिया, अभी कॉपीराइट देते हैं मेरे को। यो है शिवराम राम, क्या हाल चाल? Then, bro, the person who is shouting a lot, he's on 0, and I don't know how God is giving him so much power that he can shout on others for kills. I saw someone there, right? Okay. One towards mid और एक नीचे है राइट में। 13 राउंड विन के लिए, हाँ सेम। राम राम, मैं ठीक। अभी हाल चाल? बस मैं भी बढ़िया हर्षु, बस वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं आज। आई मीन जो 13 किया वो जीता, हाँ। लेकिन जब तू प्रीमियर खेलेगा ना तो ओटी प्रीमियर में जाता है, कॉम्प में इसमें ओटी नहीं जाता। अगर तूने इसमें कॉम्प खेला जो मैं अभी खेल रहा हूँ, इसमें 12-12 उसके बाद टाई हो जाता है, 12-12 पे टाई हो जाता है उस पर। ये लेना ही नहीं चाहिए मेरे को ना, ये 2 चीज़ें लेनी चाहिए, कुछ डाल ही नहीं पा रहा मैं। काफ़ी टाइम बाद खेल रहा हूँ तो मेरे को यूटी लेने में टाइम हो जाता है, 4 दबाने में। Actually, I'm also going from here. Was? I think someone is coming from back. Yes. नशा हो गया, वाईफाई को चलना ही नहीं चाह रहा, कैसे करे? ऑपरेटर यार, ये बंदे की ऑफ ही नहीं रुक रही। शायद से बारिश होने वाली है तो दिक्कत हो रही है। मैं क्या करूँ, तू कंप्लेंट कर दे एक बार। अभी मौसम हो रहा है बारिश, ऐसा कोई नहीं। एचपी का हाइपरएक्स वर्जन ओमन कैसा है? वो भी अच्छा है, वो भी अच्छा है लैपटॉप काफ़ी। और खेल रहे हो या फिर वॉच पार्टी? इसके बाद हर्षु देखते हैं, वॉच पार्टी स्टार्ट होने वाली है आई गेस। इसके बाद देखते हैं वॉच पार्टी स्टार्ट है या फिर नहीं। वैसे स्टार्ट होने वाली है, हाँ। एक और मैच हो नहीं पाएगा, इसके बाद हम एक और मैच खेल सकते हैं क्योंकि एक मैच का ही इनका वॉच पार्टी हो रही है। 30 पे स्टार्ट है। ये मैच कंप्लीट हो जाएगा इतनी देर में। बाकी मैच का तो बिल्कुल लगेगा, नेक्स्ट का तो पता। नाइस ट्राई। बस हम 3 बंदे खेल रहे हैं, एक बंदा सिर्फ चिल्ला रहा है, पता नहीं क्यों। Ryzen 7 और 9 में 50,000 अमाउंट का डिफरेंस है। मैं इसलिए तो कह रहा हूँ Ryzen 7 लियो। You should buy Ryzen 7 though, with a good processor. मैं तो यहाँ जा रहा हूँ। Bro. ब्रो कोई पीछे देख रहा। कोई बात नहीं, जल्दी खत्म कर दो। इतनी चिल्लाए क्यों जा रहा है भाई बंदा कान पे? एक तो उसकी भाषा समझ नहीं आ रही है। दुबई के लोग हैं आई गेस, दुबई सर्वर है, मिडिल ईस्ट के लोग हैं। इनकी एक तो भाषा समझ नहीं आती। भाई सब लेते हैं। मैं भी ओमेन वाले मैं जा सकता हूँ Ryzen 7 के साथ। वैसे मैं 5 मिनट में आया, ग्रीन टी बना के ओके से मैं भी ग्रीन टी बनाने जाने वाला था, पर मैं उठ नहीं सकता। I could have killed him, killed her. Channel princess ही मार रही मेरे को, I don't know why, कैसे। हाँ but she's dominating me. Okay, they're back.
Yeah, I think for G2 obviously had a really good major. That series against Spirit was an absolute barn burner. You know, they had their chances to make it into the top 4, but then maybe I'm gonna say an unexpected roster change really benching some.
Bro, he's needing his swim team.
I don't know because Wrinkle on NIP.
Actually, मैं इस टीम को जीतना नहीं चाहिए, हमारी टीम को हारना चाहिए जल्दी।
Like some of the plays he was making, like yeah, sure, there's some skill there, right? Potential to pop off, but
like जीत रहे लायक ही नहीं है भाई ये टीम।
He was ready to play on a tier 1 level.
I agree with you. Maybe it's someone thinking, you know, I can get the kid straight. I can
fix him.
You know, that's a dangerous thing to do when you enter a relationship, if that's your mindset. Speaking of personal experiences, I guess.
Well, let's really dive into that. Since we've got you here, we might as well just open that.
Well, most likely, you know. But looking at G2, I agree. I feel like that's more so. Best case for me, that's a sidestep. Maybe Wrinkle comes in and maybe he does a good job. Maybe he can find some sort of kind of missing in NIP, but I don't see him performing much better than some players. And as much as you want to criticize some players for maybe not stepping up in some of the bigger moments and not having too many characters, at least I knew what I got from him. He was stable and he was, I guess, also a big part of it to be the secondary voice within the team, etc., etc. So I do feel when I look at G2 now, when you make a roster change, I can almost always see the team thinking, okay, this is a better player, or we get this much out of him, or we move in this direction. For me, this is a great example of where I see a sidestep. You go from one player to another, and it's not moving up to the side.
Why is that dying? What?
It's strange because, you know, he was coach's pet, but he's been with Saw for a long time on different rosters. Nerds also a member of that.
He just saw him.
Like,
We need TM.
Bro,
this rebel exists.
They felt they needed a different sort of an opera, right? Like they needed a more
like, what did I even saw?
A guy who's going to maybe be more active, more dynamic, and you do get that in Wrinkle.
What even I'm watching?
Sort of the inconsistencies you also get along with him. Like he's gonna have to improve by a lot compared to what he's shown in NIP for this change to really compute on the server.
Yes, for some of these benchmarks, we can keep looking back at Cologne. For a team like G2,
like the person who was on 0 is alive.
Talking about it feels better. It's feeling right. It's feeling like it's way better than it was. How do you follow up on that now that the player breaks over? How do you grab back onto this momentum?
अगर मैं करवा कर देखता हूँ बात अभी तो बिल्कुल नहीं चल रहा फोन उससे देख लेना नेटवर्क से फिर क्या मोबाइल नेटवर्क भी नहीं काम कर रहा
being maybe 6, 7, 8, you know.
एक बार
making
mobile
the
network
play for
में
the
switch
major
करके
as well
देख.
was a step in the right direction. Could have won that game, you know, could have won that quarterfinal and made it into a semi-final, and who knows what would have happened from that moment. They have a lot of quality on their players as well. Heavy Guard is a great example. I think he's arguably one of the best in the world at his job, you know, in his position. Hunter is again a bit of a question mark to me. I feel like he's moving in the right direction. I think he's proven himself to be a decent in-game leader.
I'm just gonna sit and
Can he
watch.
be a great in-game leader? I'm not quite sure.
Because
Same
I
goes
know
for Matt
someone
as
was
well.
there,
Decent
yeah.
player. Can he be a great player? I feel like there's a lot of maybe untapped potential within G2, and I feel the next 6 months, especially the second part of this season, is going to be vital to how I perceive G2. Are they going to be stuck, you know, just being 7, 8?
Finally!
The Falcons of the world and being that
Finally!
That's been the problem for this lineup
Finally,
ever since
though.
sort of they lost Nico and Monacy. For the most part, it's been can't beat the top 5 teams. Like they can't beat the contenders teams. Obviously, there was that one London tournament where they
And I
won
got
and beat
that
Vitality in a best of 5 last year. But outside of that, like that's been the struggle. And in the last couple of tournaments, some really
Let's
good
finish
wins. Right, obviously beating Navi to get into the playoffs, but you want to be able to do that on a consistent level, and then that's the goal for this G2 lineup.
Yeah, and consistently we talk about the G2 lineup, and it seems like for G2 and M80, both these teams have that capability, that propensity to find themselves in a bracket rooting for someone else. But they fumble at the very end. Don't want to be there. Hey, so for the side of G2, here's what they've got to say before we jump into this matchup. It's way more important than your average 6-7.
Welcome to EWC, Wrinkle. We were just talking about it. Obviously, you played back at Blast Bounty, but that was online. How comfortable are you feeling with G2 now coming onto LAN?
I think we were feeling pretty comfortable. Like it was online bounty, but
Bro,
let's see how it is on LAN.
make me.
What was the biggest thing you learned online during bounty?
I don't think it's about online. It's about like, getting into the system, feeling comfortable. Yeah, I'm feeling much better than it was in the start.
How much of a different system is it to what you used to with G2?
I mean, it is pretty different. It's not that complicated. You just need to learn a lot of stuff. But yeah, it is really good with these people, and yeah, everything is amazing.
How much input are you able to have, just in terms of your experience and your role? How much are they kind of telling you how you should be playing? Can you tell me about that?
I think we're trying to be involved. Of course, I'm a bit of an aggressive player. But first, I want to implement into their system.
How much time for the match?
Yeah, as I
It's
said, you can
still
ping
a
pong
lot
and I
of
can
time.
try to bring my own stuff.
It makes sense. We were just talking about it as well. You've had a little bit of a break prior to Blast Bounty. It was all the way back in April that you were playing officials.
Like actually,
with
it's
the
around
team.
10 minutes.
Can you tell me how you were staying fresh, staying in the zone between April and now?
I was grinding a lot of deathmatch, a lot of faces. I mean, I was just really playing. I wasn't really taking break of CS. I started hitting gym because, like, you know, it's hard to sit 12, 15 hours in PC, so gym really helped with this. But yeah, I was just playing deathmatch.
Sounds like a very good balance you're striking there. Let's
Like
talk about your
what?
opponent here today. It's M80 up first here at EWC. How much do you know about them and the style they like to play?
I mean, I wouldn't say about the style. We shouldn't underestimate them. They're good players, good team, and yeah, let's hope we can show good CS.
Just in terms of the team here in Paris, we were just chatting about it as well. You've only been to City once before. You're very excited to be here. What are the goals for G2 running into EWC?
I mean, our goal is just to enjoy a game and basically show what we are capable of.
So much for your time, Wrinkle. Good luck.
मैं तो अपने बंदे पे था ना पूरा.
Yeah, M80 on the other side of things, which is where we can kind of pick this one up, unless you
GG's.
know, puts you in a drive from that.
Bro, मेरा एज था. अभी start नहीं हुआ. अभी start नहीं
No,
हुआ.
I just want to say, like, that match or staying in shape, it's like maybe watch some more demos instead of playing that match.
अरे यार, हो गया
That's where
यार.
you could extract some.
मेरा एज था.
A double.
By the way, मेरा एज था यार straight.
Behind.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
मैं
Speaking of what I'm about to say has to do with M80. That's
देखूंगा,
because we're looking at a
बात
side where
नहीं
Switcher
करूंगा.
company have found successes in the past. They
अरे
found a way
हाँ,
to,
कुछ हुआ तो
no pun intended, be a
पहुंचूंगा.
wrinkle in
Okay.
somebody else's side.
They annoy me. They really do annoy me, right?
Yeah, kind of being a wrinkle.
Why
It's
not?
so
Because
good,
it's a team where you look at the paper, you look at some of the results and some of the tournaments they've been in, and you think, okay, there's potential. They can play good Counter-Strike. They have seriouses against good teams where you think to yourself, you shouldn't be as competitive as you are, and then it never really happens. Like, there's no consistency within the lineup. I was just looking up as well. I think this is the best one, but they haven't won won a best of 3 against the European team since March, I believe, this year, which is almost 6 months ago, you know, despite having plenty of opportunities at doing so. So it's a team that I feel we constantly label as maybe they're the next big thing coming out of NA, and maybe they're going to figure it out, and maybe they're going to do well, but they never really seem to manifest. They do okay, but never better than okay. So it's kind of like a light version of T2 without being.
Bomb drop.
Do you know how they
Please do tell.
and a qualifier? You know how they made it to Porto? And a qualifier. Know how they're going to be at Pro League Trace? Qualifiers. So they're just benefiting from the absolute stage.
What am I even doing?
Like Boca for, you know, a spot
I'm
at
dominating
this
now?
event. So I think
Am
they
I
are
dominating now?
fortunate that the situation is what it is, where they get these opportunities, but
It
that's
is
not
what
going to
it
last
is.
forever, right? Like at some point they need to get some wins, get
Still
some
we have
results
a lot of
when they're
time.
at these tier 1 events,
I think
so they can break
10
into
minutes.
the invite bubble for events. They don't have any qualifiers, right? Or qualifiers
I have
of any
pain in my
kind.
neck.
Yeah, that could maybe start happening here at EWC.
Yeah, and for a team like Yamete, it's kind of like breaking that threshold of being considered amongst the best of the best, being able to sort of consistently maintain your position there. How much work are they going to have to put in to even get close to that?
Well, a lot of work, but that's part of the reason why they annoy me as well. I feel they've shown it before, right? They are a decent Counter-Strike team, and there's some decent players within that lineup. Take Lake, for an example. You know, label
What?
as, okay, he's the next big thing.
I
Counter-Strike, and
forgot
like
about
the way
that
he plays
stuff.
in your face, aggressive, but he's very too inconsistent, and that goes for the entire
I forgot
team
about the
that
left
I
opening.
see potential, but I don't see a team that is able to replicate the good performance over and over and over. And I'll even give them excuse for it. I think playing and practicing in NA makes it virtually impossible to find any sort of consistency, because you can't really get consistently good practice. So
यार
I'll
हार
give them
जाओ
that
ना
excuse,
यार
but
जल्दी
it doesn't
please.
change the fact that I'm always left a little bit disappointed, because I expect more from M80. I think they're a good team. I think they have good quality players, but can't really seem to string it together.
But what are your expectations for them, for example, in relations to a team like Big?
Actually, we have 7 minutes,
Well, I think
so
Big
we
benefits
can
from the
also
fact
win
that
this.
European first and foremost can practice against European teams. I'd almost put them equal at the moment. You know, historically
Okay, he
speaking, M80
died.
has been a big presence and made players.
Now both
You know,
noobs.
some of the last tournaments as
These both are noobs.
well.
Bro, they were
But
noobs. Like what?
I think the
They
state of
switched too
NA,
fast.
Counter-Strike, as you said, the fact they play NA qualifiers, the fact they stay
They
a lot in NA
switched
and
from
practice against
noob
NA
to
teams,
pro
it's
fast.
kind of evening out the playing field, despite them maybe potentially being better than Big.
I think that's the bigger problem, is like their only way to get to these tournaments is to play those qualifiers, but to do that they have to go back to NA, right, to not play with a gazillion ping to be able to win those games, but then you're losing out or potentially being in Europe, like boot camping and just getting better at the game. So it's like this, that if you do, that if you don't, but eventually they're gonna have to figure it out. Like you also wonder, I mean, what's their ceiling with these players? Like I don't think they have bad players, but they don't have anyone that stands out massively, right? It's all these guys can pop off here and there, but usually like when they win games against better teams, it's by committee, right? Like it's everyone delivering, it's perhaps outplaying them as a team, right? Like that's been the recipe for success for M80.
Well, I think we can jump
Okay,
in
someone
and
was
kind of figure out
above me.
what map we're going to play at the very
Smoke is gone.
There's plenty of talking points, I guess, from either side, but in terms of the best one, forecast.
I think what's just
Okay, I got
interesting is
one.
neither of these teams plays nuke, so by the map will change, right? Like they were getting pretty good on overpass, now it gets and cash gets added in, so we'll see. And the major they played in stage 2,
Yeah,
in the opening game, it was Mirage. There's a chance we see it again.
That's the thing, right? You can play chicken with the nuke you're not interested in if you're a G2 apparently, so they remove it straight away. But given
Two
it's the
bottom
best of
fragger
one,
versus
it's
one
always
bottom
gonna be that
fragger.
middle pack
Let's
of the
see
map.
who
I'm
will
curious to
win.
see if Cash has been integrated to any of these two teams. As you said, G2 maybe hurt a bit by overpass, but I don't know. Playing Cash in a best of one in the opening game at a tournament that is that important for G2, it should have been good at practice.
Yeah, and I think when we see it between Cash and Mirage in the end, and seeing how the last game went, I don't think G2, you know, goes for it at this point in time, and we do see Mirage as our go-to.
Yeah, I like that. You know, a map where both teams are comfortable. Also,
Like,
one of the
what
maps where
can I
M80
do?
have had big victories against European opposition, so they can definitely put up a good fight here against G2. It's not as one-sided as we just saw
Are you
with Spirit
starting or
and
no?
GGHow, where you're like,
Like,
it's supposed
drop
to be
it
Spirit
now
winning
or not?
13-5, but I'm gonna be completely
Talking
honest,
about
regardless
early.
of the map, regardless of the context of this game, it's a game where I feel G2 should come in and win quite
आ जाओ,
convincingly.
G2 का
I'd be
मैच देखते
disappointed
हैं।
if that's not the case.
बारिश स्टार्ट हो गई है कि भाई बादल देखकर तो लग रहा है बहुत तेज होने वाली है। कैरी पहले तो एक बार सुस्तो करके देखो अपने नेटवर्क वाईफाई से फोन पे मोबाइल डाटा
What
पे।
is it? Was the situation in NIP really terrible? So he was like checked out, which also, I mean, isn't a good thing if that was the case. But it's like, what did you see in him? Because G2 is like knocking on the contender level, right? Like they're right there, and you change your opera, which is such a huge position on any team, right? And
by the way, guys, we're so close to 10x, 2 more likes for 10x.
Against weaker opposition on a weaker team, right? So it's a very, very strange move for me. So
M80 versus
I want
G2.
to see like what is it that he's going to do that's caused G2 to pick him up.
It's not to be the dead horse, but I'll do it anyway, yeah, but that's the way it is. The opposite market in Counter-Strike right now has never been weaker than it is. You know, it's very tough if you're a top team with aspirations to sign a good proper AWP player that can change the course of the team. There's the Monacis of the world. There's the Saibu, there's the Shiro, you name it. Molotov maybe in that category as well. Shiro, maybe on the fence. He was great at the major, not so great a couple of moments ago. But outside of that, I feel like the opposite market in Counter-Strike has never been worse off, right? So if you're G2 and you're trying to change something, or you want a different style of opping, then you can't really pick an upgrade for some players. The best you can do is maybe a sidestep, which is even maybe giving Wrinkle a bit more credit than he deserves so far, right? So I'm not sure he's as good as on players just yet, but this will be a great occasion to showcase.
Well, gentlemen, hold the phone, because it is time to play the game. And if you do have your phone in your hand, you're probably watching the game. So don't put it down, don't do any of that. We're ready to jump into it. We're looking at M80 and G2 going toe-to-toe.
अभी पहले उसका हाँ वहाँ पे भी यहाँ पे भी मान ही लगाता मम्मी कह रही थी एक बार मम्मी से पूछ लियो बाकी लेट्स गो अरे रुको मैं पोल डालना भूल गया
Well, from GG How's win earlier to GG2.
और बता कैरी फिर आज का दिन कैसा गया?
Take on M80. I shoehorned that one in a little bit, Hugo, but
tried.
We've had a string of exciting games to kickstart this EWC run. How you feeling about this one?
Yeah, let's have one more. Why not? I mean, this one, you know, historically, when I think of this like head-to-head on orgs, I always think back to, you know, the Malps days, the Pro League, the Device Car, so many good memories. But of course, two very different-looking rosters right now, at least more so on the G2 side of things. We obviously have Wrinkle in the server. For G2, a surprising change. I think we can all agree after their run at the major. I mean, they were just moments away with multiple opportunities to beat Spirit in that quarterfinal and make quite a run back in Cologne. But G2 still wanted that change. They get rid of a very vocal Sung Pius, a guy who showed up in stages but not always in the easier games, you could say. And now they look to make many are calling it a side grade, Harry. What do you think?
Well, I think it's a little bit weird because it did feel like Sun Pius was on a bit of an uptick, you know, but if the kind of wheels were already in motion, if they saw something in Wrinkle that they thought, you know, he could bring to the table that maybe Sun Pius lacked.
Test कैसा गया Gary? Test कैसा
रहा? Feels like one of those changes that unless, you know, someone comes out and you don't really know the reasons, it's probably more stuff outside of what we're seeing in the server. And so I
think that's kind of, you know, that's like the biggest question mark around the whole move. Is like you look at it and you go, yeah, there must be some reason they've done it, but it's not like you look and you go, that's a clear and present upgrade, especially when it did kind of feel like Sunpius is coming into his own within the G2 squad.
Absolutely.
Let's hope for the best.
I think, you know, there's
I'm going with
eyeballs on Wrinkle in his early outings in this G2 squad. You want to see it kind of paying off.
I don't know. Maybe I'm supporting G2, I guess.
You want him in good form.
M80 is also a good team. Like I can take sides.
We were excited for a long time about this guy.
I'm bad at taking sides.
Someone who we thought could be, you know, a household name eventually, but never really stuck the landing on that. 3 years in bait, a bit of an underwhelming time.
सही था एक दो क्वेश्चन का डाउट था बस.
And now obviously his biggest
check कर ले फिर एक बार तू घर पे तो आ ही गया.
Pieces around him that are capable and dependable. So
आराम से check कर ले. अच्छा 4 likes 8 likes ले my bad. 4 more likes 4 likes.
It's been kind of years of the grind, and eventually, you know, you can't be potential man forever. You finally get a chance now in a top squad with very experienced players all around you. This is where, like, if you're Wrinkle, you have to show you've got what it takes. You can hang.
Yeah, and I think pretty forgiving opening game to play up against M80.
Let's go, let's go. WWW.
Kind of upper echelons of NA right now, but that's mainly because
W for both teams.
Been struggling, right? M80, they had a decent major, I think you could say. They at least made it out of stage 1. Didn't do
actually Wrinkle have to stand out because
but
finally he got a chance to play with
same roster,
players.
New goals, new season, whatever M80 got in store.
Okay, G2 is defending, M80 attacking. They're gonna be a fight at mid.
Like and Swisher don't know
Bro,
it,
they're
but around this
stacking.
corner is a
Up
setup
and down stack.
feeling custom made to deal with them. Two players ready to duel
Leg should not
for
fight.
the lower
Leg
control,
should
but
not
they
fight.
don't hang around.
Okay, that they just.
There is no one on B for G2. Only now remedying
Okay,
that,
one
pulling
coming mid.
Hunter over, but it's about as passive
Yeah,
as you
they
can
knew
get.
it,
They are
they knew
ready
it.
for an A play.
That's quite a bluff you're calling. I mean, you're not retaking that side if
They
they
knew
charge
it.
it. Mattis gets out. Nerds tries to provide the cover, but this A execute is getting
Bro,
set up.
nice
And a
shot.
commitment from Lake sees him dead in this pistol round.
Mattis.
4v5 as the T's swarm.
Nice.
Slacks and Sin. It's the German contingent to open up in this pistol,
Nice,
and they're
nice,
going to
nice,
carry that
nice.
momentum forward. Rest of the squad in behind the bomb makes it
2v4.
safely across. A
Nine.
little gives one away to Hunter. Didn't elect to go for the bomb plant. Still feeling that pressure
Yeah, they're
with
not
no one in
going for the
CT.
plant right now.
And so now it gets a little more
It's
awkward for
doable.
M80.
It's
they
still
try to assemble
doable.
a boost. Swisher doesn't like what he sees. Nerds has found
Bro, it's
one
still
and a
doable,
tag
G2.
through the body. Ungo giving this one away. This was a 4v2 for M80.
They're gonna plant or
Now
not?
where both
I don't
players
think
are,
so.
they're going to have a bomb.
Yeah, they're
plant
gonna
released,
plant.
but
Nice
close
hop,
quickly is
bro.
Hunter.
G2
And that
dominated.
is a rough pistol round out of M80.
Actually, this
4v2
was
for
the
a
best
moment. Feel
round
like they're in full
I have
control.
seen since
And
the
end up giving it away.
Spirit
That's what happens when
match.
you don't take anything in a pistol round, right? Look at that round. They get the double entry on CT. They have smoke down jungle. You got to take CT
I don't know
control.
what
Once
was
they have
wrong
that,
with
they have a staging
Shiro
platform
today.
to plant. Instead, the whole time they're paranoid CT. All of G2 are jungle, and M80 don't know that. The smoke fades. They're stuck in default. Great push from Hunter in that 2v2. He knows they're both sight. Keeps the pressure on. No bomb plants. G2 played
Okay,
that really
they're
well, but I
gonna
felt like M80 got a little bit too shaky.
They are not committing
After
B. They
getting
are
those
just
entries, they
holding
made
B.
that a 4v3 in their favor very quickly.
W round,
and didn't
actually.
jump on it. Now just Glocks out. They pay the price. We wait
Dragon
for the
Lord.
third round. Nerds is rubbing off on Wrinkle because he's got the MP7 as well.
Yeah, he's not gonna go.
And I am going to be keeping a close eye on Nerds in these games because you think back to the major and he was like an all or nothing,
Just say
and
that's
more often than
gone,
not
like, bro,
nothing
what are they
kind of player.
gonna
Like had
do?
some really rough
Mid and
games
spawn.
for G2 in there.
Okay, they're gonna go B.
You'd occasionally get like the old signs
Nine.
of life where he would suddenly start popping off, but for the
Still,
most part,
Swisher
I
is
think
holding
it was a
B,
little
and mostly
underwhelming.
of them are mid. Okay,
And,
nice, nice
now
cleanup.
you're on the other side of the break. You hope he's kind of put
Nice
some hours
cleanup,
in,
nice cleanup.
had a bit more time to adjust. Because you know what he is capable of. You know what Nerds can do to take over a server.
W round. हर्ष का UPI पिन दिखा स्ट्रीम पे लम्हाओ.
Joining the G2
कैसे?
ranks.
क्लिप भेजो मेरे पास.
Definitely agree.
पिन की नहीं जो हुआ सीन.
It's been a tumultuous time for him and his swap of Malbs. Both of them having trouble before and after the change. But ultimately both looking, I think, more comfortable in their new teams.
Actually, both are comfortable, but this is
Underdrop.
important round for
With that smoke down, like he's going to be cautious.
G2.
You can spam Nerds out here. They look to just walk right through.
Okay, nuts.
Oh, jumping up.
He
Lake,
knew-
wrong
he knew it.
side. Is he jumping
He
into
knew
him
it.
right now? He might be. Nuts is right above his
Lake.
head. And there's
No,
the fade.
bro,
Big
nuts.
Kill. You shouldn't be ready for Swisher. But
Nuts,
still looks
nutty.
wet.
Ponytail डालियो.
Oh,
यार,
Wrinkle on
वो
the
करना पड़ेगा, उसका
MP7
कुछ और
puts it
सीन
to
है.
work.
उसके लिए पहले
Jabron
बाल
don't
कलर
get an
करवा-
inch
वो
of
करवाने
ground, and that's
पड़ेंगे.
the bomb away
Blue
from
color.
M80.
Bro,
Swisher with one in
Matisse.
the back line. Is that going to do a lot to change your fortune, though? Because he's got two players looking his way. Slack's now trying to work his way out
indeed.
through
What?
Alice, and it ends in a really awkward stalemate.
Oh god. Molly pushes him in.
Ah,
and
he's
that's the
dead.
round. So
Yeah,
well
dead.
handled by Wrinkle. MP7 mow down on the ramp.
जीत
One
गए
way to kick
भाई.
off this game here for G2. Or
क्या हो गया
making
देख?
some money early. It's going to bring that right out, even into this eco round. M80 have not got a bomb plant yet.
I think Amit is throwing or what?
Necessarily made these rounds close.
Like, see what Lake was doing. He heard him jump, I guess.
So a little half by something quicker, more direct.
But he was not even looking up, right or left. वो खड़ने वाला वही तो भाई.
G2 look like they're willing to fight for this.
उसकी रिलोड आ गया, उसका रिलोड आ गया. वो जब चला रहा था ना गन, उसका रिलोड आ गया. पूरी उसकी एमो खत्म हो गई थी.
Back they go, G2 concede.
That's why he was on
I'm
reload.
liking the tone that kind of G2 have set off the rip, right? You turn around a 2v4 in the pistol, and then they've just kind of been gun-ho from that point on. They've been super keen to fight.
They are going window.
And scrap early. It's what you want to see
from
the favorites in this head-to-head.
Tech9 is single shot killer.
Window here on the boost.
Hello.
That's a free kill lying in wait, and he knows it. So gonna call for that bomb to move back around through the apartments.
Was Lick?
Lick,
please don't whiff. Please don't whiff.
Just catches him. Okay.
Please don't whiff.
Move out of his vision.
Please don't whiff.
Make sure he can guarantee
please
this kill
whiff.
clean. Oh, Mattis saw him. Did
He
Mattis
saw him.
No.
He saw him.
He's still in position, but he might still get caught. It's dangerous.
He
on
saw
either side.
him.
He needs his kill. He's
He
gonna
saw
get it.
him.
Matt is now in the middle of the map.
Bro, what?
Just charge him down through that smoke. That could have gone wrong so many times, but Lake has put them in with a round.
Bro, he saw him.
Threw everything off for Mattis, right? Just didn't know where to go, didn't know where was safe. The entire setup
for
in this awkward bit of uncertainty, and the Tech9s are quick to move
Nice
in.
nade.
Will you?
Kill. I wonder if that beckons you in for this. Time's already ticking away. You're going into a setup M80.
But they're
G2 decide they want no part in it.
It's fair.
Bro,
you know,
it was a
you can
winnable
argue
round.
Winnable, but just keep your guns. Don't give them any more. They've already won the eco.
Yeah, they got
G2
two AKs
prioritizing
now.
The percentages here.
They got 2 AK now.
But M80 do get on the board. Lovely little window gap there found by Lake. I mean, they went for a high
First
risk
round for
boost
M80.
where he's just completely in the open boosting up. But who would do that with no window smoke down? Risk pays off here for M80.
भाई इसको देखो यार Hunter. I can say Nuts was the one. Because of him Hunter died. Because he saw him. Because he saw him. I know, he saw him. Lamau. Lay got his first free kill.
Something a bit more fiery here, out towards middle,
shot.
right in to the Wrinkle AWP. But it wasn't just one man alone.
That was a
up
nice
through the
shot by
short
Wrinkle.
side. It's a full split, and Hunter's
Ah,
caught in the
NT.
open. There was a big gap over in middle with
Can
that
Wrinkle
smoke down.
capitalize?
Hunter
Oh,
looked none the wiser. And this gets kind of awkward now.
ooh, nice
Nade
nade.
on this smoke too.
Gotta go.
That's gonna try and lead them in for it.
Oh, imagine
Bro,
someone peeked on these
a lot
flashes.
of blinds.
They were all blocking each other there. Just a traffic jam at the door.
Ha, he knew.
One more man out towards the short side. Nerds playing it forward. Heavy God closing in.
Ah,
Won't get
NT
past
has
Sin.
got.
And
Nice
Nerds
one,
is doing
Nuts.
all he can on this retake.
One was mid.
But left out on his
NT,
own in the bomb
NT.
site. He can go no further.
Can Wrinkle kill
And 80
one more?
back-to-back successful rounds
Oh,
at the B site.
what?
Dude, Nuts is feeling it. We wondered what form we'd get coming into this game. He's 9-1. He's hitting every shot. But even though Wrinkle got the
he
5-4,
died?
didn't
What?
seem like that fear that they could charge short was
Bro,
communicated
this
across.
was
You
the
saw a play come through
screen.
that top mid smoke, then the smoke blew.
On the wrong time.
Felt like you've got to be motor-mouthing the comms there.
Time
letting
out by
Hunter
G2,
know
time out by
the
G2.
solo B player with no short support, that they can be on you right now. Hunter's getting pressured from the apartments, but doesn't even consider that they're up cat. So, feel like the comms let him down in that position.
Okay, भाई, you
And
also
to be
supporting
honest, what
G2?
Hunter needs to do
देखते
is
हैं
either buy
क्या
time
रे.
back site or get one kill, and I think G2 are in with a
मैं
really
G2
good
को
shot of winning
support
that
कर रहा हूँ
round.
because of Wrinkle. चलो whether आज छुट्टी कर
you know,
सकता हूँ मैं.
there were
Let's go,
certainly
very
a
nice.
couple of examples of where the comms looked a little off, even down to something as minor, like on the micro level, of like both players nading the smoke open in market. That could have afforded you a whole second shot on the AWP.
स्कूटी भी
in the
नहीं है.
first place.
Nice. एक बार पूछ ले फिर घर पे. पहले पूछ
Didn't
ले.
look like they communicated the gap in mid properly either.
It's just so quick for a
Nice one,
player to be
Nicole.
doing that with the con smoke coming down as well. It feels obvious that they're doing something far short. MAT are happy about it though. They do convert another
They're
post
going
on this
A.
B bomb site.
Are they doing fast?
And now,
Yeah, I think so. They're
walking
doing
out ramp,
faster.
Gap found. Sin's got a kill here.
Heavy God is gonna die if he already knew he's gonna
Wrinkle will
die.
get one, but the entries coming through for MAT.
All right, Wrinkle, time to shine.
Hoping for this sight line out towards CT.
Actually,
Green
Wrinkle.
smoke almost being used against them. Nades on it to break.
It's a 3v3.
Anything
Oh
for this
no,
AWP. And with Lake
Matisse.
cleaning up the late lurk for Mattis out through mid. It's just eyes on CT.
Yes,
for
sir.
MAE.
EWC चल रहा है ना अभी, तो इसके rights में लेते हैं.
One shot, one nade, and Swisher goes down. Got to be very careful. That cross now smoke. I don't think you get into this bomb
It's
site.
still
Lake got a
hard.
gap.
Thanks
one
for the
overcommitting.
pani puri,
That bomb
Aishu.
open. Lake wants to play last. Swisher is a
घर
dead man
पर
walking,
भी
but he
कोई
finds a
नहीं
shot over
है.
the smoke.
मैम
And
का
Wrinkle again, it's just more
मैसेज आता है कि
exits
शायद
as these
से
rounds are not
class
piling
cancel.
up in
Nice,
his
nice,
favor.
nice.
They're going to come looking for this AWP as well.
Wrinkle off save करने
Slacks
लगा
is
यार फिर
hungry.
से अपनी. स्विस्टर मरेगा अगर स्विस्टर ने पिक करा ना.
Wrinkle won't move a muscle.
ना तो वो मार
As
भी सकता
M80
है.
find their third round.
वहाँ से
He's taking
died.
his shots.
Sister
Gotta
died.
give him
Sister
that.
died. खिलो पानी पूरी खा लो. Thank you
Unfortunately,
आशु. यार मेरा मन तो
Valentine's
कर रहा है
not
एक्चुअली पानी पूरी खाने का. पर पेट थोड़ा
yet
ऊपर
a
हो
factor
रखा है
for
आज क्योंकि
Wrinkle.
मैंने आलू की सब्जी और पूरी खा ली थी बहुत ज़्यादा. वैसे तो कम पूरी खाई है मैंने ज़्यादा नहीं खाई. Like
I
I
think as well,
already
after
told you,
losing out on the
Swisher
short
gonna die.
timing in the round prior to last, they're missing his timing on the ramp.
यार मेरे को
peak,
बुरा
but
लग रहा है पता है
it's
टीम
a
स्पिरिट के
little
लिए.
rough. Like you say, hitting all of his shots, but just been the victim of some rough timings here. Some pacey rounds out
खासकर
of
मेरे को बुरा लग
M80.
रहा है उसके लिए शिरो के लिए. He's not in his form.
And you don't want that to rub off when your AWP is 8-1.
M80 are starting to get a read for the game, calling that fast B-pop, catching G2 off guard, walking out ramp, same thing. Sin with a nice couple calls in a row,
Yes, yes.
we see something more default in round 7. Late mid
M80
control,
is doing
faking under.
something.
G2 with a setup out of spawn, pushed on the ramp.
Yeah, they're
Wrinkle
gonna do something
Eyes
there
on
at
middle
mid.
to a degree from the connector. It's going to get smoked.
I think they're gonna go B. I don't know,
Still
थोड़ा लग
see
तो रहा
that
है.
short cross, but not for long. M80 smoke it, they go back for B.
Again,
Dong
just a
quality
high
में.
tempo round.
Carry
Mattis.
Dong.
This time lying
Dong.
in wait, able to catch one from the back of the ranks, and Hunter much more prepared
Dong.
for this split. And so this time you don't get any
Dong
freebies
कौन है?
catching G2 out of position.
How's he here?
Mattis has even closed in, and they are not ready for that. Bomb
Dong को
dropped
तो
out in
Dong
the
बोल दिया
open.
कैरी ने कहते ही.
Swisher would love to buy some time, but G2 aren't making that easy for him. There's a big flank right now for Slacks.
Dong
Nice try.
Dong KK.
Closing in on this backstab, but he's
Okay.
got 15 seconds. He's going to need both of these
Slab.
kills, and he needs them cleanly.
Whoa! He could have, he
Transfer
could have, he
denied.
could have,
Nerds
he could
keeps it
have.
all in check for G2,
Nice try, nice try.
and lead maintained.
Oh, that's
Team
rough,
spirit,
man.
team
Poor
spirit carry.
Swisher. He
Sun का
did
पहला मैच
everything he
था.
could to hide
Second
it
match
back
था
B, but
नहीं.
he just knew eventually
First
you gotta
match
take
मैंने
the fight.
stream
There's
नहीं
3
करा था.
players
2 बजे
locking
तक
him
क्योंकि
down
वो
in that
2:30 बजे.
backside corner. He is in trouble.
अब मैं
Shame
काफी
that
लेट हो गया
M80
था
lose
उसके लिए
track
तो मैं
of
कहा
Mattis. He
आराम
gets
से
his
खा
kill,
पी के
just
नहा के आ
walks
जाता हूँ.
right back into the bomb site. No one from short even considering it, but G2 keep the pressure on and look again to deny bomb plants. They do not let that
Nice.
clutch happen either. Nerds continues on his great start to the game at 10-2 and 9-2 on him and Wrinkle respectively. Couple of stars shining bright here for G2 as M80
चलो
call
माउस
attack.
कौन सा है इसके पास? Damn.
And no wonder.
टाइम
look at
आउट
this
है कुछ
money
बोलो तो
spread,
सही.
6K
कमेंटेटर्स कुछ
to
बोलते ही नहीं है भाई
1.4.
ये. बिल्कुल शांत हो जाते हैं अचानक से ऐसे बिल्कुल.
Gonna have
जैसे
to
मैं अपना
share.
माइक ऑफ कर लूँ ऐसे. वाह मेरे साथ ही इन्होंने भी अपना माइक ऑफ कर दिया. वाह. Like see they're not even saying anything. Or the audio is delay. I don't know. They're still not saying anything. Please commentators. I think the
Slacks is
commentary
going to
crew
try his
is
hand
over.
on this peak with the AWP out towards middle.
They're out of energy.
But G2 not fighting for this space.
Asimo Wop. I love this operator. Star Trek Asimov. It's expensive, I know.
A bit of a B-lean here for G2. They've got Wrinkle holding on to the apartments. Double short setup for Hunter and Mattis.
Let's see. Yeah, they're going A. They're
So
going
I'd
A.
like to think ready to clamp down on a mid-take.
They're going A, but I don't
Maybe
think
the
so.
pounce.
They will able to.
Hunter's going to get his wish as the fight, but it's all
Yeah.
the bait for Slacks on
Actually.
short or court.
Nice shot!
Headshot will
Bro.
not stop him. 3-on-5, but there's still pistols in play. Don't count G2 out of a heroic round. Denied at the stairwell.
nuts.
They'll go back to B. Wrinkle's waiting. His chance to win.
ये क्या बोल दिया
Yeah,
तुमने
been waiting to
बचोड़ा?
have a round-defining multi-kill for Wrinkle. He's had a bunch of multis in the game.
Are they going to go back A? Look at Palace.
They're thinking about it.
Yeah, they're gonna go A.
Might have heard her rotate away. They move back around. It's only Heavy God out towards the spawn.
4v3. Slacks is low.
Bomb planted.
Slicks.
Heavy God goes.
Nice one, Heavy God.
7 seconds as they try and plug in the numbers again.
Wrinkle.
Arriving.
Nice
on
one.
Wrinkle, plant denied.
Bro, what a round! What
They
a
make that
round!
one feel very, very comfortable.
What a
Denying the
round.
bomb plant twice
What a
over.
G2.
It all gets too chaotic for M80 after the bomb drop.
Actually, this was
Horrible
a
plant
crazy round.
position. Fully wide, fully open. There are safe plants, you know. They're just scared of jungle. They're scared of everything. M80 make such a late rotation. They don't know where is safe. Massive kill from Heavy God, and damn, dude, Wrinkle's looking really good. Gets that
Actually,
shot
what
off
was
on the bomb
that
planter,
shot?
and he's still ready and waiting for the repush on short. Wrinkle hitting hard at the moment. 11-2. winning
वही
the
उनको
round this
प्लांट
time.
ही
That was
नहीं
a
करने दिया
5v3
मतलब
given to you by Slacks,
वो बेचारे प्लांट
wasted
कर रहे
by
हैं
M80.
जैसे वो प्लांट करने बैठ रहे मार रहे तुरंत ही उनको
And this one's going nowhere.
bro
It's fine. That's what you're
faith.
telling yourself. It's all well and good. They would love
volley.
the plant, but I
he's
think
running
Jabe
his
is
ass
dead.
nice round
And so yeah, no worries there for G2. I
It
mean, look,
was
considering how
M80's
tense you felt a
save
couple of
round.
rounds ago
Now
when
they're
this
gonna
was all
buy.
tied up at 3-all, G2 could still be onto a monstrous CT half.
let's see he's writing something in the all chat I
Chance
guess
just to keep pressing the advantage here.
he's being toxic in the all chat
It's all in
Twinkle.
for M80. And you're kind of seeing some of these gaps that they were able to find early on are getting closed now by G2. They've warmed up to the idea to watch out for these fast short takes. They know they're getting some very explosive rounds out
nice
of M80.
peek.
Ooh,
Ooh nice shot son bro that was
Nuts
a nice
cannot
shot
get out of the window in time. Wrinkle new
Sure, we
position.
don't have a gun. Okay. He's gonna hold window.
It's a pistol though. Gonna have to be quick.
Yeah, they're gonna hit it. Actually, I already knew about it.
Heavy God trying to retrieve Nurse's weapon.
Because
As long as
their
they like a
coach
window
just
boost,
told me.
M80 always do. Like a
They're
double
gonna
window
hit it.
boost even. Not in this round. It's just back to A contact. Swisher late.
Wrinkle पे 3 बंदे आ रहे भाई Wrinkle गया
3
बेचारा.
players coming his way.
Okay,
That's one
Wrinkle.
going to land, but Wrinkle's got to play for some distance here because it's not just one man.
Nice one,
looking
Heavy
through the
God.
Palace. Trying to back up, they'll swing out. and deal
Nah,
with it.
Heavy God.
Sun and Slacks with the openers.
1v3.
And with Mattis
Can
so far
Mattis-
removed from
Mattis
this
can
round, it
do
looks
this,
like
I
M80
guess.
You've done enough.
I love how
But-
they bait Jaber there, right? Knowing he's the Palace lurker. Wrinkle gets
Still.
that kill. He immediately falls off. A connector player
Chances are
plays,
low.
cluttering the comms for G2. And he thinks he's gotten rid of the
Ah,
lock,
he's
but
gonna
not even
save, he's gonna
begin
save.
to uncover what M80 are doing.
He's gonna save
There's
his
been
ass.
some awkward rounds in this game for M80, but I think they've also had some really cool,
Like Sin and
ones.
Swisher was solo.
He's
Like
going to put a
see,
fourth on the board.
32 and 7 HP. He could have
And with
do a clutch.
this one
Maybe.
save, everyone can buy for G2 for the last couple of rounds here.
He could have done a clutch. 1v3. Like push, push, bam.
So M80 not going too cold on us.
ये वाला क्या शॉट था देखो सिन का
Because it's really hard to place his team, right? Like, you know, kind of
I want
falling
to
out
see
of
how
the
Wrinkle died.
top 20, top 30.
They
kind of
didn't show
roaming
that.
around the upper echelons of NACS, and on a good day, we know these guys
Okay,
hit really
this
hard and have
window
some
and mid.
phenomenally talented
But they
players,
are hitting
but
B.
their floor has
Two of them are
continually let them
A.
down at big events, seeing plenty of early group exits.
Was nice one.
Pace behind this
Nice
push,
trade, nice trade.
to 1-for-1 on Swisher causes chaos on that B side, but that's not the objective for M80. G2
Smokes out
know
the
well.
one.
Wrinkles even rotating out of B. So again, numbers will be in the right place.
Bro, nice one,
Well,
everyone.
breathe it
Nice
a
one,
little
everyone.
easier now that he's been able to convert on that kill. And set up for the swing
Oh,
out
nice
through
shot
Palace.
by
Slacks and
JBA.
Sin, man. It's these two just constantly being a nuisance in these A plays. Wrinkles trying to back up, put a bit of distance between himself and the ramp player.
Legacy was Hunter
That
and
bomb is
Wrinkle.
going
Let's see.
back.
Hunter,
Let's hope
stay
for the
here, and
best.
You've won the round, I think. This is a hard position to clear. Going to group on the
Yeah, they're
catwalk, but
holding
Hunter
and
will
they
be
are
able to hear
regrouping.
this and play in the post plant. It's not the most shocking position here for M80, but Hunter can choose when he wants to take this fight.
मेरे मैसेज नहीं जा रहे वेट मैं एक बार लाइव चैट करूं
Molly's good.
हाँ
Oh,
मेरे को बस
there's
ये
the
वाला
tick.
चैट
That's
दिख रहा है और
info
कुछ चैट
for
दिखा नहीं है
M80.
हर्षु वाइटी का ग्लिच हो सकता है ये पता है ये वाइटी का ग्लिच हो सकता है लंबाओ
Waits for a couple more seconds and
Ah,
Wrinkle arrives, but he's dead at the door. Hunter's
Hunter?
got to do this one all alone. Swings out
Andy-
wide,
Andy
can't finish
Hunter.
the job. And as the captains
LYT,
clash, it's
actually
Sin
मैं
coming
भाई
out
वाइटी
ahead.
बहुत दिक्कत दे रहा है
M80 with a
काफी टाइम
chance
से
to split the half.
A nice mid-round again. You know, they get out of a very precarious position.
यार G2
It's
निकाल सकता
actually
था यार ये वाला राउंड
advantages for G2.
पता नहीं क्यों मेरा दिल बार-बार G2 के लिए कह रहा है G2 G2
God gets out, and M80 still decide to reset after seeing that open the A bomb site. Wrinkle clearly proving to be a bit of a threat, but well avoided by M80 for the most part in this game, despite his
इसके बाद कौन सा
KD
मैच है
being
इंपॉर्टेंट है या फिर
incredible.
नहीं है इसके बाद वाला मैच और रेस के बाद तो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है
Many round wins as you might think.
अच्छा नहीं हाँ इसके बाद सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है यार
But that's
Team
thanks to
Falcons.
M80. They've done a great job of avoiding him.
7
Fast up short
7
again, and no
PM
one
हो
home.
गया after this match अभी भी नहीं आ रही
Hunter
तेरे
this time able to get a bit
chats
of
Harshu?
util out. Just trying to buy
glitch
time
हो
for
गया
Heavy God. They know they have him
Nice.
closing in on this fast backstab, but a turn from the Apps man. Swisher gets eyes on.
Bro,
All the
what
kills
was that
come through in a
spam?
second for M80.
What a sick nade from the Abs player to pop that
Another-
open. Just ruined Hunter's round there. Felt like he could have done something. with
Bro,
the
Sin is
SMG
on
up
1
close.
HP, like what?
This one, well, you know where
How
it's
is
going.
he still
That
alive?
is straight into the crosshair.
How is he still
And that is
alive?
M80 leveling out at half.
Still, it was a good
Very
half,
nice
it was a good
recovery.
half. 6-6
Kind of
good half.
twofold in that game. They get converted on pistol against
Cheetahs
them.
should win,
Then they win
actually.
3 straight. G2 wake back up, and M80 still string 3 together.
Still, it's a good
Cannot
half.
complain at
6
all when you have a
both.
couple of stars shining bright here for G2.
Wrinkle actually में अच्छा खेला पर
Definitely made the most of a T-side of Mirage.
उतना नहीं जितना सोच रहे थे
I think also you just like
अब
how
जब
you're
attacking
winning
आएगी,
those rounds,
attacking
right?
में,
Like
attacking
whenever
में
we
देखना
spoke to
पड़ेगा,
M80
like.
in the past, they always give Sin kind of credit whenever he makes like
Can he
a nice
capitalize on
read, a
that?
nice move, and there were a bunch of them there in that first half. It felt like they constantly found gaps in the G2 defense, constantly making the right move.
मैं एक मैसेज लिख रहा वो नहीं चाह रहा मेरे
I
पास एक
think
बार उस
rounds
पे
like that
भेज
just give you even more confidence
उस
going
पे Discord
forward.
पे
You
भेज
know,
रहा
you were the guys kind of exploiting any minor gaps that G2 left open all half long.
वाईटी
it
पे वो
felt
ग्लिच
like.
होगा शायद वो वाली चैट जा नहीं रही होगी ऐसा कुछ होगा मैंने क्योंकि ऑल चैट कर रखा है मेरे को दिख नहीं रहा स्टिल तो मेरे पास उस पे भेज दे डिस्कॉर्ड पे मैं पढ़ लेता हूं
Attack
डिस्कॉर्ड
and
पे
full retake for M80. They do have a kit. Perfectly viable.
डिस्कॉर्ड इंस्टाग्राम both will work
James going to get mollied in the window. He does have for the cross at least.
pistol round
Concedes for a CT spawn.
okay they're going
CT
window
spawn, the G2 own. It's a nice smoke.
they're playing for retake
Forces M80
And they're
back into
taking
the
city.
jungle.
I mean, if you remember, M80's T-side pistol, they were 4v2, but they didn't take any space, and they ended up losing it, right? Here, G2
ये वो बताया
not
मेरे को
looking
अर्शु
to
कहाँ
make
पे
that
भेज रहा
same
है तू
mistake. They've taken CT away. They have Palace and Ramp in these post plants. This will not be an easy round to try and recover.
Nice!
Into the meat grinder. These pistols up close. Defuse not being held as Sin's forced wide into the 1v4.
Nice.
Yeah. And
6-7.
so G2 with both pistols on Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, he got off the
Kya
bomb.
mara bhai Wrinkle ne?
In the sense of like it was his only option, but we saw where those shots are landing for the Glocks. I don't think he would have made it through with 5 seconds. Got a couple in before he realized what was going on. And so really nice hold here from Rinko in the post plant.
मैम का मैसेज कैसे नहीं एक बार चेक कर
that pistol, Glocks up close, what can you do?
इतनी तेज बारिश में भी एक बार देख मैम से पूछ एक बार
17 and 6.
हर्षा एक बार मेरे को बताइए तो कहां पे भेज रहा है
मैसेज? Saying like, yeah, a lot of those were exit kills, but they were. But now we can really get rolling. G2 T side looking to bring pace.
Ooh, keys.
Lots of nades. Triple molly.
Flash through for M80, trying to instill a bit of chaos here. But they go into a prepared and ready G2.
That's a super clean execute. Look at what they
मैं बता दूंगा इसके बाद देखते हैं कितना टाइम है.
Then they molly
after this match.
Under bulk, sandwich, and triple. Where are you meant to play?
Kind of left it that the only thing you really had to worry about was a smoke push.
इस मैच के बाद मेरे ख्याल से एक लग जाएगा
अगर ये
जल्दी खत्म हो गया तो. Easy round for G2. He's saving his SSG.
Really nice second round because like if the CTs are forcing and those rounds are very losable on Mirage to CT force buys. Even an A stack is very common, but I just think when you molly that many positions, you smoke off that many positions, what are you doing with MP9s in the open on default?
Nerds को देखा नहीं
It's
उसने.
very manageable because G2 are all together. Yes, it's fast, but the trade potential is extremely high. So I think you're not even worried about an A stack when you run around like that. Good time to pull that out for G2. We're going to have a full eco here for M80.
यार ये वाले commentators बहुत ज़्यादा boring है यार, नींद आ रही है मेरे को. Like EWC please. मैं उसके लिए नहीं कह रहा. मजाक में नहीं कह रहा थोड़ा.
Alright, little tower.
हाँ. थोड़े boring है commentators ये वाले.
As well as Con. It's Uto into middle. Going to try something else.
Okay. यार वो डिफेंडर होते हुए वो एक जगह पे स्टैक कर रहे हैं सोचो. बी साइड पूरी खाली है इनको पता ही नहीं क्या.
I mean that's just kind of rolling with his signature.
अब जा रहे हैं सारे.
SMG. Just let him go.
आधे ज़्यादा मैसेज नहीं चाह रहे मेरे XT कैसे?
Let him go make some
मैं तो
money.
लाइव चैट भी
Get the
बोल रखी है टॉप चैट
catch
नहीं
up
लाइव
with
चैट.
Wrinkle.
हो सकता है YT की कोई दिक्कत हो मे बी.
Well, they might come stumbling into this B site. Con and window smoked off. Sin knows what that means. Or will he just go reinforce his team? So even with a stack, these are
they're still going into the stack. Like why?
That bomb is not committed.
Like they don't know it's a stack.
Stack spotted. How many numbers do they know? It's all 5.
Good jump for
it's
heavy
5 still, bro. Heavy god.
And now you're no longer worried. Him and Wrinkle pulling.
Bro, they destroyed them. Nah, online class है थी कोई बात नहीं कह रही. Online तो सही है class.
Players with that Molotov. Clean stuff.
Online तो फिर भी सही है class I guess.
No stress yet in this half for G2.
Well, I mean,
माउस का लाइफ स्पैन कितना होता है वो उसके ऊपर डिसाइड होता है कि तूने कौन सा माउस लिया है. लाइक मेरा EVO Fox का एक 300 रुपए वाला माउस है वो अभी तक चल रहा है पर वही बात है उसका सेंसर अच्छा नहीं है. लाइक तू नॉर्मली खेल रहा है तो तेरे लिए अच्छा है लेकिन अगर तू कॉम्पिटिटिव खेलेगा तो उसमें थोड़ा दिक्कत देता है. माउस उठाते हैं तो वो देख ले 1.5 साल यूज करा मैंने वो अभी भी चल सकता है. और 2 से 2.5 तू 2 से 3 साल लगा ले इतना लाइफ स्पैन होता है नॉर्मली माउस का. कुछ माउस ज्यादा भी चल जाते हैं कुछ माउस कम चलते हैं. ब्रो रिंकल.
Still, here's this util coming in.
Wrinkle is on 20 kills.
Finds a good chunk of damage, but no kill on it.
Nice
and again,
plan.
G2 just go looking for that space out towards CT.
Yeah, Two of
They
them
really
are.
don't wait long to get into these post plants, do they? Right? Player already over towards kind of ramp side. You got a guy in
Logitech
Palace
और
and
Razer
CT
से mouse भाई 2
control.
से 3 साल लगा
Again,
ले.
similar to the pistol, this is going to be real rough for M80.
Do they want it that bad?
I think you're really weighing it up
जा
right
ही नहीं
now.
रहे, ये
It
चाहेंगे ही नहीं
feels like
आगे.
you're already out of the round.
Time is so far gone. G2 could be anywhere, and in fact,
नहीं
that
जा
is
रहे
the call
आगे.
for M80 out of there.
Hi
with their
babe, welcome
guns.
back,
Gonna
Sliss.
try and catch G2 chasing in CT.
मेरे ख्याल से जल्दी
Sax
खत्म
on
होने
the
वाला है
bait
मैच
here,
भी.
2 more players in position to punish.
Nerds को क्यूब. भाई
I
क्या
just
दिक्कत
love
हो
how
रही है
execute
nerds
heavy
को
this
आगे जा
C-side
रहा है
is for
फाइट
G2.
लेने
They
में फालतू
come
में.
in and they have just run 4 executes in a row to run away with this half.
And dude, you were dead on in
और
terms
क्या?
of, you know, kind of the
मेरा mouse का
staging of
DPI
that round, the
800
lack
है
of the
and
window
Sensi
smoke, keeping eyeballs on middle for way longer
0.35.
while
Sensi तो
G2
देख तो
went and
तेरे को
set
खुद
up for
डिसाइड
the
करनी
A
पड़ती
play.
है. DPI
Like,
वो होती
everything's
है,
very,
मैटर
very
करती है mouse
intentional.
की.
Even a late window smoke
Game
going
में
in.
तो
So if
क्योंकि
you were
Sensi खुद ही
thinking
कर
about
सकते हैं हम.
shifting off of mid, you don't. They ended up mollying top boxes. It all just served to delay the rotate that much more. And kind of kept
क्या
M80
correct
out
है
of position.
मतलब
G2 were giving them kind of such a good offer in mid being that open and that fightable.
DPI तो
Of
देख
course, M80
वो
took it. They kind of
पर्सनल
took the
प्रेफरेंस
bait.
होती है. मैं 1600 पे खेलता हूँ, कुछ लोग 800 पे खेलते हैं. 50-50 है लोग.
5v4, it's just so swiftly traded, and G2, because they're running these executes with 4 or 5
Sensi
players,
तो
are just really hot on
थोड़ी-
the trades. Their spacing is tight.
Sensi सही है, थोड़ी लो और हो
They've walked
सकती है.
into stacks. They've had no problem. It's been a really reassuring half.
800
and
पे
it might
थोड़ी
just
सी और लो हो सकती है अगर
go
तेरे को
past
ब्लू
us
कुल अच्छा
very
खेलना है तो.
quickly here.
Like
Is it already in the
0.3 or 29.
rear view for M80? 10-6 up.
मुझे
Fall by again
ऐप में
off of the save.
दिखा आया सेंसी का.
They're running out of
ऐप में
chances.
दिख रहा है देखो सेंसी का. ऐसा कैसे भाई? गेम में तो होता भी है. कौन से ऐप में दिखा देखो सेंसी का? माउस का ऐप है या फिर किस में? मैं समझा नहीं.
Wrinkle supporting in middle, while Hunter gets in place.
हंटर के लग गई भाई गोली बेचारा. भाई हंटर
Nice
हैवी
move for
गॉड और
Jaber,
मैटीज को
'cause
देखो
again,
एक
it's
बार.
G2 trying to pull the wall over the
Bro,
eyes of
एक और
M80,
लगा heavy
get them out
god
of
के.
position, get them worrying about mid while you kind of set
हेलो
up over
बीस्ट
the
व्हाट्स अप
wall
राम
to
राम.
beat. But Jaber
क्या हाल
looks
चाल?
to ruin all of that with this
यहाँ पे हम
backstab.
DPI का टेस्ट करते
Promise
हैं.
at the back,
अच्छा
this could be a
वहाँ
big
पे
problem. Wrinkle's
वो
running
मैटर
back
नहीं
right now.
करती
This
वो
is
वाली
the
सेंसी.
round, but second guesses it. Doesn't matter either way. This is going to be a free kill. Bomb
क्योंकि
top
CS
mid.
वो
The
जो
round is
FPS
in
गेम होते हैं
jeopardy.
समय अलग अलग होती है सेंसी. भाई
I
यार
mean,
उस
look at the task
अकाउंट
ahead of
में
G2 now.
बार
You gotta go
बार
back, gotta go get this bomb back
ऑटो
into your
ट्रांसलेट हो
control,
रहा है.
and
एक्चुअली
then
में हो रहा है
recommit
यार.
to
मेरे
a
को बहुत
site. You
गंदा
got
लगता है
50
ये चीज.
seconds left, and Jaber is
इसलिए मैं
still
पता अपने मेन
walking
अकाउंट से
around
देखी
their
नहीं रहा
back
स्ट्रीम.
line. They need
साइड
this
में मैंने
kill,
अकी
and
के बोर्ड पे
really
चला
you want
रखी
it
है स्ट्रीम.
cleanly. Trade might have to do.
उस वाले
'Cause
अकाउंट
he's
पे
got the
ताकि
full element of
वो ना हो.
surprise on that first man in. Heavy God will at least live up to his half of the bargain.
So-
And now 30 seconds and your round starts anew. A
Thanks
man
for the
down,
gold
2
coins,
on
Liz.
3. They're trying to go as quick as they can, but they're going into a stack.
मजे
This is a
मजे.
great
और
setup
क्या
as
कर रहा है
well.
अभी
We've got
सब?
Slacks is all in
Okay,
position.
you are
In
lucky. I
time,
got
he can take a
1000
quick
jewels
shot.
just
That
now.
bomb crosses into
What?
the smoke, but Slack still gets
कर दे
one
भाई
more,
कुछ तो
and
महंगा महंगा
Sensi
भेज
is off
दे.
the Molotov. Another
मेरा पुराना
well-placed
अकाउंट
bit
में
of util,
0.1
but it
पे
does
खेलता था.
nothing to stop
काम पे.
M80 in that B site.
काफी लो
Both
सेंसी में
players
खेलता मतलब
fight
तू.
for the round and they get out with it. Thank you, Jaber,
स्कूबा
very much.
स्कूबा.
Double kill, top, middle, and the bomb.
बस मक में
A
कहीं
massive
इतना
move to
ज्यादा
make
ग्राइंड
here.
करा था.
Deep in
ओबेमियम
the
का
game.
सामान बना लिया है. अभी ग्राउंड वगैरह
That keeps
स्पॉन करने
M80
जा रहा था.
in the
इतने में ही लाइट चली गई. शिट बे. पूरा लगा बिना मोड डाले मक में. रिजॉइन नहीं कर सकते. नहीं कर सकते.
Ooh,
वही
didn't
मॉडी
bargain
डालना
for
पड़ता है
that.
उसके लिए. GGEC थैंक्स फॉर द गिफ्टिंग स्लेस. मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ तुम लोग देखते रहो भाई अपने दूसरे अकाउंट में.
All right, Mattis looking aware.
See ya.
Spots the player
Nice one.
up on balcony.
Mattis.
And with that, 2 clean kills on the entry.
Bro what?
The victories might be short-lived.
Actually,
for
G2 is gonna
no
win.
heroics in this round.
लॉल मेरे को अभी
Just a
मिला 1000.
contact play
वही
out the
वंशिका ने
ramp
मेरे को
side and
बताया.
Mattis
उसको भी
gets
उसी
all
दिन
the
मिला
reward
था.
for it.
I might be wrong here, but did Jaber get baited on Palace by like
Lowest
pre-fire,
sensi में.
or did he
Dex
was he
थोड़ी
playing
बड़ा.
that, you know, sort
हाँ
of smoke
yeah,
उसमें
bug?
हेड अच्छा
And
लगता है.
I think
एक्चुअली
the
में लो
Palace-
सेंसी में
the
हेड अच्छे
team
लगते
Palace
हैं.
player swung and then came back knowing about the bug. I think that
पर
was all just
तेरे
like a
DPI के
dance
साथ
of
बहुत
we
कम है वो
both know what you're
सेंसी.
doing, and which
सेंट
forced Jaber's
हाइडिंग ये
shot,
कुछ टाइम के लिए
gave
यार
away
के
his
वाले.
position, gave the ramp player the
मेरा
kill.
चैट खोला
That's
लिखा
really
यार
funny if
1000
so.
जॉल्स लेट्स गो बे.
The mind games on display
मतलब 200 रुपए और मिलने वाले हैं मेरे
I
को.
think that's kind of been like the bread and butter for this T side thus far for G2. It's like force the reaction you want out of them, the reaction you can anticipate, and then shut it down. You know, they
250 तक मिल रहा है पता है मेरे को. 250 252 I guess 252 राइट नंबर है जो मेरे को 1000 जोल से मिल रहे थे फ्री वाले जोल से.
Crossing, use that to get the info and deal with him straight away.
Also, another boat.
Okay.
You know, Slacks gets that 5v4 window. Wrinkle posts ramp, and he reads the reposition. If Slacks rotates in CT, he 4v4s them. So
thanks for subscribing, SK Gaming.
Open up that A site. G2 immediately respond. M80 have one more buy in them.
Easy for G2. We can say that. Came to मजा में मजा मा. अरे मेरा YT ID है. By the way, I'm Harshu. Welcome back, Harshu.
And Nerds is going to get
dealt with
first.
Account है रुकना.
Lake
अरे यार फोन कर सकता हूँ.
with a great round here. Opener into lower tunnels and
But
a follow
उसमें
up out in the
ये
top
है
mid.
कि बहुत ज़्यादा माउस घुमाना पड़ता है. Actually में
कम
डी पे है ना.
down the guts of middle with no nades down. Mattis makes it up, but it's still traded by Slags. A high risk play that almost pays massively for G2, but now has left them in a 2v4.
अरे खुल क्यों नहीं रहते रहे? हाँ खुला खुला खुला.
Not sure how you get out of this one, but middle seems to be the port of call.
खुला. हाँ फिर से चला
No
गया.
smokes remain.
हाँ? Go to channel.
Swisher out here.
अरे यार.
It could get a little nerve-wracking if he falls. Not like Jaber's in the best position to try and trade that. He'll just be tucking in and playing for later. Thankfully, Swisher, no worries there.
Harshu.
Deals with them both.
हर्षु के 4.5 के सब्सक्राइबर्स हो रखे हैं. तूने कभी बताया क्यों नहीं? बस.
It's a very out there position. I think that's why G2 don't
Thanks for the
expect it
samosa.
to be solo and con.
Head अच्छा लगता है शॉट्स एक्चुअली में. कम DPS NC का ये तो मजा है.
It's not going to offer G2 a way back in, so now they're broke.
भाई हर्षु ने कभी बताया ही नहीं उसके इतने सारे सब्सक्राइबर्स
for the first time in this half get to breathe easy.
यार जल्दी खत्म करो ताकि एक वो खेल सके हम, वरना फिर नेक्स्ट मैच स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. 6-7.
Oh, good nades.
नाखून काटने पड़ेंगे मेरे को ना.
Push here, and Lake just gets to dine on the pistols.
और क्या भाई, 6-7 वाला अच्छा लगता है पता है. ये 6-7 पॉइंट्स का ही और है ना जॉल्स का.
Room over towards B right now. I don't know how much of a blessing this will prove to be for G2 though. That bomb still has to rotate around.
मैं जस्ट अभी जॉल्स कितने चेक कर रहा था. देख ले एक बार. मोस्टली पता नहीं कमी अकाउंट्स में मिला है मेरे को, तो अपने मेन अकाउंट पे मिला था ऐसा किस लाइव पे.
They're a little out of position here, so he tries to leap in and take the space away. Sin is quick to deal with him.
मैंने वंशिका से पूछा था, उसको भी नहीं मिला, लेकिन उसको परसों मिला पता नहीं somehow. वंशिका को भी परसों मिला, वो बता रही अचानक से 1000 आया जब मैंने तेरी स्ट्रीम चलाई. अरे यार कमबैक हो गया यार इनका एमएटी को. हाँ अभी इसमें मुझे नहीं मिला, 0 है. कोई बात नहीं, थोड़े टाइम बाद फिर से चेक करो शायद मिल जाए. और पता है वो iOS में ही मिला, वही सेम. वंशिका के पास 17 है.
So it's G2 who call the pause.
उसने मैं सच पता है मैं क्या सोच रहा था कि आईफोन में किसी को मिला ही नहीं है जो iOS है, क्योंकि मेरे पास भी iOS है, दीदी के पास भी iOS है, मम्मी के पास भी, सब में मैंने चेक करा, सब में था ही नहीं किसी में पॉइंट्स. और वंशिका के में भी नहीं आया, तो मैं सोचने लगा तेरे पास भी iOS है तो मिला ही नहीं. मेरे को लगा पॉइंट्स नहीं मिलेंगे लोगों को. फिर मैंने देखा थैंक यू बीच फॉर द 11 months.
Wonder what kind of pace we get out of G2 here with the return to rifles, because I think M8
G2 या M8 कौन जीत रहा है तेरे हिसाब से? G2 भाई रिंकल जो तो खेल रहा है ना. हेलो नॉट फनी वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम ब्रो. मुझे लगा कोई लड़की स्ट्रीम कर रही है, बीच में मुझे दिख गई. नो ऑफेंस. इट्स ओके इट्स ओके इट्स ओके. नो ऑफेंस नहीं लेते इन चीजों को. बाय द वे थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग नॉट फनी.
I'll do what they can to set up Wrinkle with the AWP, but the rest of them
थोड़ा comeback हो गया पता है मेटी का.
Through the B apartments. They haven't
Thanks
really
for the
tested the
man,
waters here all too much. Is Sin ready for them so deep? Doesn't feel like it.
Shit.
Still able to recover with a bit of help from Swisher.
सिन को मारना पड़ेगा इनको ना।
Stuck on this line, but that flash gets him out.
लंबाओ।
And Heavy God can't commit solo with the bomb. Hopes a kill gets presented.
फिर मेरे को आज ना दाढ़ी काटनी ही नहीं चाहिए थी शायद ना, मैंने आज ही दाढ़ी काटी अपनी।
Swisher looks keen to get involved, jump up on the van.
पर इससे ये पता चलता है लोग लड़की देख के आते हैं स्ट्रीम में। बस
Moving up cap, bomb is still in the apartments. M80.
कते साइड में किसी
Only
लड़की
two
को
players
बैठा
on
के
this
स्ट्रीम
bomb
कर
site,
दिया
one
करूं।
is wounded. The sooner G2 jump on B, the better. But double
कीबोर्ड का
apps
लाइफ
is
स्पैम
getting
कितना होता
scary.
है? कीबोर्ड का लाइफ स्पैम
Sin's
इतना ही
gonna
होता है,
get
4
keep
से
in
5
his
साल।
position.
कीबोर्ड का अच्छा होता है लाइफ स्पैन। मेरा तो काफी साल चला है कीबोर्ड। थैंक यू फॉर द
walking through the
चाय टोस्ट यार,
smoke.
मेरा चाय पीने का मन कर गया।
Uh-oh.
एक्चुअली मेरे यहाँ पे बारिश हो रही है बहुत तेज।
Oh, it works.
ना एमएटी का
I
वो हो
think that's
गया।
the bomb away from G2.
एमएटी का हो गया पता है।
I don't think there's any winning this round.
Comeback
You've
हो
got
गया एमएटी
25
का।
seconds. You'd have to already be moving in towards this B site. And so yeah, they write it off. Just
Nerds
on that
low है,
bomb drop,
काफी
just
sin
on
भी
the
low है।
risky, low health push. Sin is a shot away from certain death as he plays through the app smoke.
Heavy God
Save
moves
करेंगे
off the
G2।
smoke for just a couple of seconds.
थोड़ी देर
and
मैंने
it's
मैच
in
क्या
that
देखा।
window, of course,
आजकल
that
तो
Sin
वो
walks
रियलिस्टिक
through.
वाले मास्क
Free
भी
kill for
आ
Heavy
गए
God, if
हैं,
not.
वो ले लो
Free
एक।
bomb site with only one player there.
इससे अच्छा नियॉन का कॉस्प्ले ना कर लूं मैं।
Pull up the drawbridge.
यार पर मूछे कैसे
Now
काटूंगा?
they
मूछे
reach
नहीं
double
काटूंगा मैं।
digits. They are in this game.
अखी भाई ये क्लास ज्वाइन करने पर स्ट्रीम क्यों रुक रही है? कह रही क्योंकि जूम ज्वाइन करने पे रुक जाती है स्ट्रीम। या तो तू जूम देख सकता है या तो तू स्ट्रीम देख सकता है। साथ में करना इम्पॉसिबल है। इम्पॉसिबल साथ में करना तब नहीं है अगर तू पीसी में स्ट्रीम चलाए और फोन में क्लास। जैसे मैं उस दिन वो कर रहा था, स्ट्रीम कर रहा था। ब्रो G2 हो गया भाई G2 का।
Contact walks or been down to brawl with M80. They've been coming up short.
M80 ने क्या कमबैक करा है?
Opener out through the connector. Hunter takes it one step
don't
further.
you dare
This
cutting
could
off
be a
your mustache,
disaster.
boy.
Can Slacks
Actually,
bail them out? He'll get away with a double.
मैं हल्की
Wrinkle
करता हूँ
provides
लेकिन
the
काटता नहीं
trade.
हूँ कभी भी।
And his
एक बार
heroics
काटी
might
थी
not
बस
be
जिंदगी में,
enough.
उसके
More
बाद कभी नहीं।
required still for Swisher and Sin. And as Swisher moves in, he's leveled the
बस
playing
बाल
field.
थोड़े
Bomb will
कटवाऊंगा
get
अभी हल्के से।
planted. Molly delays it for a couple of seconds, forcing them out.
ब्रो यही शॉट तो नहीं करना था।
Wrinkle.
Wrinkle।
Oh dear.
It's a 1v1।
Oh dearie me.
बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट
You're
राउंड है,
telling yourselves
बहुत
now,
इंपॉर्टेंट
Heavy God
राउंड
is the
है।
man you want in these
प्लीज हैवी
clutches.
गॉड, नो whiffs।
Whole team looking on as they've got to put their faith in Heavy God.
He could walk B. It's got to be tempting.
Bro,
Get cheeky.
what's
So
up,
many
Slays?
options available, and Swisher now is in the dark. He
Utsav
forego
PB
the fight on this
Academy।
A site. He reset.
ये भी बना दिया तुमने अपना अकाउंट इस पे YouTube पे।
We'll get this bomb plant.
राम राम, thanks for subscribing।
And he's got a little
पीसी
bit
का
of
ऑप्शन
options
ही
to
नहीं
choose
है,
from.
लाइट चली गई।
A
वाह,
random bomb plant.
लाइट ही
Giving
चले गई
Swisher no
इसकी।
information as to
स्कूल
his
के अकाउंट से आ गया।
position.
लव वाओ,
Cut down
मेरे को लगा
the
तेरी
key point of
प्रिंसिपल आई है पहले,
rotation in
पता है?
market. Swisher jumps up cat. He hits it.
Buys himself
देखते
a
हैं।
couple more
यार
seconds
ये
with that
स्पेशली
move.
विफ कर देता ना कैट वाला जंप।
Heavy God has heard him repositioning. He's looking for the
Heavy
play
God,
around that
he
bomb.
saved G2's ass।
He ends it with style. Outbrain Swisher on the
मैंने भी एक बार
reposition.
काटी
And the
थी,
moment he gets into
फिर
that
आज
post
तक
plant,
दोबारा हाथ नहीं
he
लगाया
wanted to
मस्टैच
end
को।
it there
एक्चुअली
and
पता है
then.
ये भी मत करो
That's
मस्टैच पे,
match point
इधर
for
से कम है
G2,
इधर
and
से
they've
ज्यादा है
got
तो
two
ऐसे काटते चले जाओ, वो
opportunities to
कभी मत
close
करो
this one
भाई।
out on Mirage.
Explosive A hit.
One more round for
rounds
G2.
like that for G2. The double
प्रिंसिपल
entry
क्यों
melted,
आएगी यार?
great timing up
मुझे
connector.
लगा
Again, if a Slacks double in vain.
स्कूल का
on
अकाउंट
the
समझ के फिर मैं
AWP,
समझ
as
गया
Wrinkle
इसलिए हो
trades him
सकता
out,
है।
and sure he burns alive, but
हमारे
puts
स्कूल में
Heavy
क्योंकि
God in
मोस्टली
a
ये होता था
very
ना,
winnable
हेजेमनी नहीं थी
position.
हमारे स्कूल
And win
में।
it he will.
लाइक टीचर्स इन्वॉल्व होनी चाहिए किसी भी चीज में जो बच्चे कर रहे हैं। अगर टीचर इन्वॉल्व नहीं है तो फिर तुम लोग कुछ कर नहीं सकते थे स्कूल में।
A force to be reckoned with.
बहुत गलत चीज
He's
थी वो
not
हमारे
all
स्कूल में।
aim, no brain. He's got both.
Yeah.
The reposition as soon as Swisher breaks contact.
मैं तो इटालियन टाइप से
knowing
ट्रैक्टर
that
देखा मैंने,
that's
एक्चुअली
almost
कूल
kind of
लगता है
the
वो।
error there, right, is not taking the fight straight up. And
मेरे को बस
what
बीएड
does
का
Heavy
अच्छा
God
नहीं
not
लगता,
do?
पता
He
नहीं
doesn't
क्यों।
repeat that same mistake. Soon as he gets the info on
बीएड या तो
Swisher, it's
मेरे को अच्छी लगती है,
decisive.
तो
He
बड़ी
makes
अच्छी
his
लगती है,
move.
थोड़ी डिजाइन वाली।
And he's just
लाइक
given
कट सीम
G2
लगा देते
a
नीचे और
golden
साइड में,
opportunity to try and close this here and
पर
now.
वो कभी मैंने करके देखा नहीं ट्राई।
Slacks and
In
abs
future try
something
करेंगे।
here in Palace. A shot though, nice jiggle for G2. We've seen a lot of AWPers catch
यार
players
रिंकल को तो ना
unsuspecting
आप
today in
बाकी
that
मत
position.
करो आप
Not in this round, heavy god.
6-7
Full
got a
execute,
bit
but they
trust
again wait
actually
for this under component. Mattis this
तो
time making it
अगर
look
मैं
happen. He
टाइप
does
सेट
get
करना
caught
है
by
तो
Swisher.
फिर टीचर को कैसे
But
बोले
there's a man down now. Heavy god, is he
फिर तो
that
टीचर
man?
सबसे पहले मना
Oh,
करेगा
caught on the
भाई
ladder. It's messy. Bomb can go back, but Nerds needs his kill, and I don't think you're clearing Sin in this position. So every step of this round, G2 hit their head on the ceiling.
ब्रो G2 को पता है मैं सच बता रहा हूँ G2 को थोड़ा आराम से खेलना चाहिए थोड़ा सा आराम से रिलैक्स होके सांस लो इम्पोर्टेंट मैच है पहला मैच है सांस लो थोड़ा
No, I think exits will do.
सीधा जा रहे देखो कहाँ मरे एक बी पे मरा है एक मिड पे मरा है एक यहीं पे मर गया मिड से एंट्री लेते टाइम में पे
Why bother?
एक ए मेन पे मर गया
Take the peek, you won't.
You wanna?
ब्रो लाइक पता है और लास्ट वाला भी अभी वहाँ विंडो बैठा ऊपर
Wrinkle ain't missing
इस
these.
अकाउंट पे भी मिलता है तो मजा आ जाता है एक्चुअली में यार पर किसी अकाउंट पे मिला है मेरे को तो लाइक देख ले मेरे ही अकाउंट पे मिला है सिर्फ और किसी अकाउंट पे मिला नहीं है मेरे को
G2's money. Aside from this AWP, they have nothing to show for it. We've had back and forth rounds. They have a bit of loss bonus, but
और तेरे को पता है एंड्रॉइड पे तो सिर्फ 50 मिला है एंड्रॉइड पे सिर्फ 50 मिले थे वो तो फिर भी सही iOS में हजार मिल रहे हैं
The ratio of Wrinkle multi kills to round wins is.
मेरा जो पापा का फोन है जो वो वाला था एंड्रॉइड है वो उसमें 50 मिले थे अरे एंटी Wrinkle tried.
after time as well, he's got $400 to his name.
यू वही तो भाई 50 मिले थे भाई एंड्रॉइड पे तो सिर्फ
Oh dearie me.
I was like what the heck the reason why it's called Android actually में वे iOS में तो फिर भी हजार मिले उसमें 50 मिले हैं
$100. So G2 final timeout here in regulation.
फाइनल टाइम आउट और मोमेंटम बिल्कुल नहीं है G2 के पास और उनके पास बाय भी नहीं है
Every sign points to overtime for M80.
लमा ब्रो ये CS में बहुत चीटर्स है क्या एक्चुअली में अगर तू प्रीमियर खेलेगा तो बहुत हैकर मिलेंगे तेरे को पर अभी पता है एक नया AI वाला वो आ रहा है वैक आ रहा है उनका जो अभी उसको ट्रेन कर रहे हैं AI को बाद में वो खुद ही चीटर्स को वो दे दिया करेगा बैन इसलिए तो मैं ज्यादातर वैलोरेंट खेलता हूँ क्योंकि मैंने जब प्रीमियर खेला ना पहली बार 16,000 मेरी रेटिंग खुली सबसे पहले तो 16,000 रेटिंग खुली मेरी और उसमें भी इतने चीटर्स इतने हैकर्स आए थे मन ही नहीं करता था खेलने का जस्ट मैंने अपनी पता नहीं रैंक रेटिंग खोल ही ली थी
in the defense.
There's no gap here. Look how aggressive M80 are.
6-7 भी नहीं आता
right before they make the boxes.
50 में तो 6-7 भी नहीं आता वही मैं सोच रहा मैं लिखा तूने वही तो सोच 50 मिले तो उसमें कॉइंस पानी पूरी ये सभी भेजने पड़े नॉर्मल मैच खेल रहा था और 2 राउंड के बाद मैच टर्मिनेट हो गया बहुत रेयर है टर्मिनेट होना भाई मैच बहुत रेयर इसमें CS2 में लम्मा तेरी किस्मत अच्छी थी बे मेरा तो कोई मैच टर्मिनेट नहीं हुआ अभी तक चाहे चीटर बनी हॉप कर रहा हो पूरे उसमें
but it's a dangerous game he's playing out behind the top mid boxes teammates out towards the apartments there is only one player in the B site
G2 को जीतना पड़ेगा वरना ओटी गया मैच
will take him a second or so to get eyes on.
Now you go. Cat player spotted. They've got a charge.
Oh, Sin's low. Bro, what?
Low on health. Fighting to the
Bro, still got.
Here is Sin, and with a follow-up through the apartments.
That's it.
That's the bomb dropped
away
from G2.
He's still 9 HP.
Can't get the follow-up.
Wait.
Backstab for Nerds closing in. This is only
Nerds
pistols. This was meant to be the golden chance
Nerds can do this.
It's going to come down to the kills. There's no
Nerds, yes!
Nerds backstab
One more.
in. Shaver getting surrounded. Is the pressure getting
GG's. Finally.
And G2 steal it with pistols, with a backstab. Can you believe it?
तो वही तो भाई मैं सच बता रहा हूँ मेरी सांसें टक गई थी थोड़ी देर के लिए कि ये क्या होने वाला है
FALCONS G2 safe but get the bomb. let's just find these kills, and that they do.
अब नेक्स्ट मैच देखते हैं किसका नेक्स्ट मैच फैल्कन्स का 7 बजे आधे घंटे का टाइम है एक और लगा है क्या
And what was a great match all things considered, especially when you consider
एक और खेले क्या फिर अर्शु को भी बोलना था खेलने के लिए रुक ओपन कर लेता हूँ अभी एक और मैच हो सकता है आधा घंटा है अपने पास लेट्स गो वही तो भाई पता नहीं लोग क्यों बंद नहीं करते चीट करना यार वो नहीं करते वो उनको क्योंकि पैसा मिल रहा है ना चीट करने का वो रैंक रेटिंग बढ़ा के लोगों को अकाउंट बेचते हैं विद स्किन्स तो उनको पैसे ज़्यादा मिलते हैं लाइक 10,000 डॉलर 50,000 डॉलर के भी करते हैं लोग अकाउंट बूस्ट बहुत पैसा है उसमें जो ये चीट लगा के करते हैं हमें तो लग रहा है ये क्यों कर रहे हैं वो पैसे के लिए कर रहे हैं पर ये वो नहीं है जस्टिफिकेशन नहीं है पता है कुछ बुरा चीज़ करने का आजा हर्षु आजा सिर्फ ट्रेन में खेलना है मेरे को आजा आजा 20 तू आ रहा है ओ 20 देख हर्षु मैंने करा के मन करता ठीक कर ले फ्यूचर बिजनेस प्लान मैं इसलिए नहीं बता रहा था भाई तुम लोगों को लगाओ टर्मिनेट का CS में एक्चुअली भाई टर्मिनेट बहुत ज़्यादा कम रेयर चांसेस होते हैं भाई बहुत रेयर चांसेस अगर तुम्हारा लक अच्छा वरना तूने देखा नहीं था कैसे बनी हॉप करते रहते थे मेरे प्रीमियर के मैचेस में लोग के भाई बनी हॉप करते थे सिर्फ इसलिए तो फिर मैं फिर से वैलोरेंट पे शिफ्ट हो गया था कि क्या ही करूँ वो बनी हॉप कर रहे हैं चीटर आ रहे हैं आ जाओ जल्दी आ जाओ यार जल्दी आ जाओ आधे घंटे में खत्म करना है क्योंकि फिर फैल्कन्स का मैच है वो मिस नहीं कर सकता मैं बिल्कुल भी केओसु के आएगा भाई मोनेसी आएगा निको आएगा कैनिंगन होगा या फिर नहीं होगा मेरे को वो देखना है मैंने तो अभी लगाओ यू कैन स्टॉप मी नाउ अरे मैच में तो आजा 10 राउंड और जीतने हैं मेरे को लाइक फिर मेरा मिशन कंप्लीट हो जाएगा 1060 XP बीस तो आ गया हर्षु आ जाओ रुक मैं जब तक ना एक बार डिस्कॉर्ड खोल लेता हूँ हर्षु का चला अब डिस्कॉर्ड आ जाओ इस मैच के लिए फिर मैं वो कर देता हूँ वही मैं आया अरे मैंने खोला नहीं था डिस्कॉर्ड लाइक थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा अच्छा हर्षु से भी बोल दो एक बार डिस्कॉर्ड आने के लिए फ़ोन से बोलता हूँ आएगी हर्षु होगा TC एक्सेप्ट एक ही मैच खेल सकता है भाई जल्दी एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा मेरे को अभी सिर्फ अपना कैरेक्टर दिख रहा और हर्षु का दिख रहा फिर स्टार्ट कौन कर रहा है लंबा ग्लिच होगा वो अरे कर दो यार ये कर लो एक्सेप्ट अबे मच्छर इतनी देर से घूम रहा है क्या यहाँ पे व्हाट किसी एक बंदे ने एक्सेप्ट नहीं करा किसी एक बंदे ने एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं करा ड्रैग रुक कहाँ पे हर्षु ऊपर है क्या तू अरे रुक मेरे को एक्सेप्ट करने दे पहले एक बार आस अभी भी एक बंदे ने नहीं करा ना खींच लिया भाई साहब इतने ऊपर से खींच लिया हर्षु को ओट्स ऐप देख ओट्स ऐप कौन सा है हेलो हर्षु कपितान आ गया कपितान
ये मैप तो खेली थी मेरे को पता ही नहीं के बारे में
सेम मेरे को बहुत गंदा लगता है मैप तेरा ही नाम है कपितान नहीं कपितान दूसरे बंदे का नाम है। मैं सोचा कपितान हर्षु का नाम कैसे होगा लगाओ। वुल्फ्स ने 4v3 हगा जोलेफ का अगेंस्ट टाम्बे। ओट्स ऐप देख, ओट्स ऐप क्या है प्लीज? ऐप है कोई? तो रुक मैं चेक करता फिर अगर ऐप है तो।
कितना बड़ा मैप है ये?
इसमें मिड है, ए है, बी है, ये ए साइड है। Was? The only CS I can play is the Roblox one. अच्छा WhatsApp मैं सोच रहा WhatsApp
4 میلیون ایرانی میشه. بعد دیگه پرایم بخر. بدم رو پروفایلت میبره برات میخره. یا اصلا
हाँ वो होता है इसलिए होता है वो होता है।
چگونه از
इनकी भाषा समझ नहीं आ रही भाई हमें।
دیگه پیداش میکنم میخواستم یه اطلاعاتی کمی
इंग्लिश।
अरे मेरा पिंग इस टाइम पे आया होना था।
کجا رفتی؟
It's okay.
آجی من ترینگ بلد
گوبی بیا گوبی
मैं तब से लेकर डीएम खेला था तब तो कुछ ना हुआ।
कोई बात नहीं कोई बात
من
नहीं।
فقط اومدم این چیزاشو بگیرم.
There's going go beyond there not going. As a beast इसमें भी शरीफ।
از بچه‌هاتون چی؟ رفیقات.
گو پلان
साइड पर
neredeyiz ha net serisi.
Lamau. Where is he even coming from? Now I know. Easy. Easy. सुन तुझे कोई ऑनलाइन काम जानता है? कौन सा काम? मैंने तो मुझे जाना नहीं है। ऑनलाइन कैसा काम दक्ष? कैसा भाई थोड़ा सस तो मैं ही लग रहा हूँ। मैं क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ? लियोन कैनेडी कौन लिख रहा है?
गोभी
Behind you लियोन कैनेडी लाइक लमाओ। अच्छा जॉब ऐसा कुछ? वास्त हर्षु और मेरे को दोनों को निपटा गया वो ऊपर से। 20 ऊपर है तेरे राइट में, लेफ्ट में, राइट में, राइट में, ऊपर से आया छेद से। मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया भाई। बैठ
क्या मैं आपके में
कंफ्यूज हो गया था भाई। सेम मैं भी कंफ्यूज हो गया।
सेफ डैमेज
बस वो दोनों मैप सिलेक्ट किया करो ना।
अरे नहीं इस पे वो आ रखा है ना अभी ऑब्जेक्टिव आ रखा है। लेफ्ट राइट भाई मैं भी कंफ्यूज हो गया था भाई। राइट में था यार, राइट में था।
शिफ्ट आई वाह
یا چی نه چی
ब्रो ये लो है। एक एक्स्ट्रा 12-20 वास। मेरी लैपटॉप तो वैलो चलने के भी लायक नहीं है। वही जब तू नया लेगा ना लैपटॉप तब मजा आएगा तेरे साथ खेलने में। इसलिए अभी भी बहुत मजा आता है, फिर और मजा आएगा जब तू अच्छा खेला करेगा। और लाइक फुल 200-300 FPS मस्त स्मूथ चल रहा है गेम। फैल्कन्स का किसके साथ है? K27 स्पोर्ट्स। ओके
नेट पे बाय नहीं आ रहा भाई, मैं सेव करता हूं।
कर ले सेव।
हां दिया
بعد این پرایم خریدم به این راحتی و باز نمیشه پریمیره.
रुकना
نمیدونم بیا
यार सर्वर तो पता नहीं मुंबई दिखा रहे हैं ये।
شوف شوف همینجا اسم نظر
एक बस ईस्ट।
حالا بیا یواش
ये कहाँ से आ रहे हैं लोग?
ओ भाई मैं तो डर गया थोड़ी देर के लिए।
یا دورا
मेरे हाथ कांप गए भाई, मैं क्या करूं?
یا دومانا بیا
इन दोनों के साथ ही चलते हैं भाई, ये दोनों में थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस लग रहा है।
یا بیا بیا
नए लैपटॉप में भी ये आगेगा। मैं तो रो दूंगा उस दिन जिस दिन ये अच्छा खेलेगा। दो हेटर्स है भाई यहीं पे। अभी के लिए वो तो एक सपना ही है। नहीं, जब तू कॉलेज में जाएगा जब तू मांग सकता है, मतलब 1 साल और 1 या 2 साल इजी।
بمون پشتمون قطار
Bitch, I carry your ass with this broken ass laptop.
بیا بالا آره
देख लो भाई कैसा कह रहे तेरे बारे में।
تکون بیا
What the? ये क्या कर रहा है? इसका डुओ ही क्या कर रहा है? Sometimes ये बात में लिख
اگه میری
ये पहले लिख रहा था। कितना टाइम है? अभी तो टाइम है यार स्टार्ट होने में 20 मिनट है, जल्दी खत्म करना पड़ेगा मैच। फाइनली पाया यार, फाइनली।
मैं भी यही बोल रहा था, फाइनली कुछ तो आया मान लो।
वही मेरे जीपीयू का 2 GB ही लेता है, तेरे 100 पे बढ़ जाएंगे लमाओ। आई विश आई कुड। तो ये चलते हैं मिड पुश चलो 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 भागो 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 बिना रुके भागते रहो बस, भागते रहो भाई बस।
Wait. Nice.
Easy 2K.
Propellant A.
Plant.
ولا ما کیریجا اومدی بعدم
शिट ब्रो वहां पे था।
वन मोर
प्लीज मारियो डाउनलोड किया कल हफ्ते के बाद।
यस
मेरा जीपीयू इज ऑफ 128 MB। 128 MB का है इसलिए दिक्कत आ रही है तेरे को। एमबी मेरे को भी दिखा रहे हैं लेकिन मैंने कुछ करा क्या? मेरे को एमबी भी दिखा रहे हैं। अच्छा 2 किल करे थे। लूजिंग बॉट और क्यों ही करूँगा यार, मैं गाने को लेकर रोता नहीं हूँ, गेम को लेकर।
इधर नहीं जाना मेरे को, इधर नहीं जाना भाई, सही से हो जाती है इधर।
यार वही तो वो जगह अच्छी थी, पता नहीं इधर क्यों जा रहे हैं लोग। हाँ अपनी जला ली मैंने स्मोक डाल के।
मेरा पिंग हो गया।
वही तेरे पे आया नाइस। 2 और आए ना। अरे एंटी
मेरा 200 का पिंग चल रहा है।
कोई नहीं नाइस। मैं मेरे लैपटॉप को लेकर रोता हूँ एक्चुअली में। तेरा तो काश पीसी का 2 GB इसको दे पाता। मेरा कुछ जाता नहीं। वही तो यार ऐसा हो नहीं सकता ना, पर क्या हो सकता है देख लो कुछ तरीका। चैट जीपीटी अब तुम्हारे पास XD लैपटॉप और इंटरनेट यार 2 चीजें खराब है। कीबोर्ड माउस तो एकदम टॉप नॉच। और क्या फिर से पैसे नहीं है मेरे पास। नजर बाय करूंगा मैं।
हाँ अब नहीं आएगा, नेट चेंज कर दिया।
नाइस।
ऐसे सामने मत आओ, मैं नाइफ चलाता रहता हूँ, मर जाओगे।
मेरे सामने क्यों आ रहे सब? अभी मर जाते। वो मैंने मारा था एक बंदे के।
मैंने भी स्मोक के उसमें मार के एक को हेड।
अरे
दिक्कत कुछ भी आऊं मैं। मेरे पीछे
अरे इधर से रास्ता ही नहीं है, कहाँ जा रहे हो तुम लोग? इजी। भाई देखा वो अपनी भाषा में मेरी तारीफ कर रहा है। बाबू
یه بعد چی بگم بعد این ترای ممکنه مثلا یک AK بهت بده $20
آره میدونم
एक ही मिनट पिस्टल बोलने में
کنم بالا رو
क्या जाता है सही में थोड़ी देर जा दूंगा। माउस पे टोटल 6K और 5K लिया टोटल भाई सब 11,000 का खर्चा।
یعنی مثلا تأثیری داره مثلا یکی تازه ترایم نصب کرده یهو شانسی بهش بده
ये सुनने नहीं दे रही। इधर एक बंदा है
वही इनको म्यूट कर दे इजी।
कैसे करते हैं नहीं आता।
राइट क्लिक और रिलोड पे आ गई। गन रुक जाती है यार बीच में। 11,000 का टोटल खर्चा। मैं तो इतने पैसे बचा लेता वैसे उस पे लैपटॉप के लिए, पर जरूरत है यार उसके भी माउस और कीबोर्ड की भी।
سمت راست وایساده باش اول
तूने सीडी खेला 400 के दो तो 800 मॉनिटर आर्म 1500 लक्स को पे कितना खर्चा।
इसमें बनिंग करना कितना मुश्किल है।
हैकर्स के लिए नहीं है।
الان یکی دیگه بگیرم میشم 5 برد بعد 11 برد بعد 18 برد
क्या बोल रहे हैं भाई लोग?
यानी ये बार बाद
कैसे करूं म्यूट कैसे करूं बताओ।
एस्केप दबा के इसके ऊपर राइट क्लिक कर दे किसी के ऊपर भी या हाँ लेफ्ट क्लिक फिर आएगा वॉइस का ऑप्शन आएगा उसको 0
بعد ये दोनों वसत सब میشه ना
हां नहीं भाई कति
بعد
बोले जा रहे हैं शांत हो जा 2 मिनट।
आओ तो सही
میشه 18 تا بشه
چی میری رنگ جدیدتر
अरे यार मैं कहां से आ गया ये किसी के तो पीछे है ये अपना येलो कलर का कौन है मार्क वाला उसके पीछे बंदा है। अच्छा आप थे क्या?
हार्ट अटैक माय फकिंग गॉड हार्ट अटैक। पता था मेरे को यार है मेरे पीछे बिहाइंड यू। ओह माय गॉड। आज मैंने रोबलक्स वाला खेला रोबलक्स का नहीं उनका ही मैं देखूं स्टार्ट तो नहीं हो गया फैल्कन्स का। अरे ये नहीं खुलना था फूफा तू बंद हो। 7 मिनट है स्टार्ट होने में हो गया। इनका कुछ तो ड्रामा चल रहा है कॉपीराइटेड वाला।
इसने 2 बंदे मार के कीबोर्ड छोड़ दिया क्या?
वही तो पता नहीं 6 राउंड और जीतने हैं यार बस मेरे को अपने आज के मिशन के लिए। पता नहीं क्या बोल रहे हैं भाई ये दोनों जो भी बोल रहे हैं पर दुखी से लग रहे हैं पता नहीं क्यों साउंड से। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ स्पॉन पे बैठते हैं कर दिया बहुत ज्यादा चिल्ला रहे हैं। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ स्पॉन पे बैठते हैं वो कुछ करेंगे खुद ही वो खुद ही करेंगे भाई खुश।
ये मर नहीं रहा ये तो लोग क्या बने ये स्मोक इसने अपना ही रास्ता ब्लॉक कर दिया इसने जहाँ पे जाना था।
फैल्कन्स अच्छी टीम है भाई बेस्ट टीम है यार फैल्कन्स। 500 बंदे खेलते हैं अगर गेम ना खेलूं तो कि भाई हाँ कह रही अगर फैल्कन जीत गई तो वापस क्लब चैंपियंस और कप आई। मैम का नेट ही चला गया, लमाओ बेचारी मैम। ज्यादा चैट तो मैं ही करता हूँ। भाई क्या चल रहा है ये? क्लास लीव हो गई नाइट वाली, पहले भी 2-3 बार हो गई, फिर तो हो गया आज तो जी करी। फाइनल्स थोड़ी है, अभी देखते हैं यार फाइनल्स तो कौन कौन टीम जाती है। सेकंड लास्ट राउंड से वो कर लो कुछ हल्की फुल्की गन बाय, ताकि नेक्स्ट राउंड बाय कर पाओ। टेक 9 लेता हूँ मैं, टकली गन। ये कहाँ से आया? वही तो चेक करा था मैं। लो I'm blind. बॉस अपने बंदे मर गए। लाइक अपने बंदे कैसे मर रहे हैं बे?
अरे मुरिया जला जला के मार दिया मेरे को।
ये जो फैला
भाई
इधर जाना ही नहीं है भाई, बी साइड बहुत मनूस है, कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा उधर को।
मेरे क्लोज एक बंदा खड़ा था भाई। यार इसके सर पे एम था। एलीट मॉडरेटर भाई तो। रियल आधे बच्चों ने तो ऑनलाइन भी नहीं करी, उनको और भारा मिल गया अच्छा खासा नहीं करने का। क्या हुआ, वो खत्म हो गया क्या? हाँ अब नेक्स्ट मैच होने वाला कह रही है। आई हैड अ पिस्टल पहले एक ये छिलका कहाँ से आया लिया? पता नहीं मेरे को कहाँ से मिला था ये, उसमें मिला था शायद, ये मैंने खरीदा था ये आई गेस। हाँ मैंने खरीदा था। रुकना मैं एक बार एडिट कर दूँ। फैल्कन्स आ जाओ फाइनली बाय मिलेगा सब कुछ बाय।
मेरा मौली का पता नहीं कौन सा इवेंट था, जाके देखना पड़ रहा है।
आ जाओ
एक्सेलेंट।
شو میگی 50
ببین 5 بگیرم بهم یکم XP میده، 11 بگیرم یکم
पूरी दबाना पड़ेगा उसके लिए।
بگیرم کامل بهم 10,000 تو بهم XP میده، 1050 XP।
क्या डर रहे हैं भाई लोग?
हटो
अरे वो कर जाएगा पूरा में। फैल्कन
मेरे को मेरे किसी टीममेट ने मार दिया हेड।
लंबा बीस्ट ने मारा है।
कहाँ से दिख रहा है?
नीचे लिखा दिखा रहा है ना, बीस्ट अटैक द टीममेट।
अच्छा
बहुत ही कैश
एक स्मोक में है, ठीक है क्लोज है ये।
पीछे रो इधर शॉटगन चला।
तू आगे रह मैं देख रहा हूँ तेरे एक पीछे से आ रहा था बंदा। जाने पड़ेगा आगे पता है।
अच्छा पे तुम आता
नाइस डूड
हटो फ्लैश कर रहा हूँ।
लॉस होगा भाई।
प्लांट कब हुआ?
भाई साहब अपना कोई बंदा वहां जाके प्लांट करके आगे कुछ पता ही नहीं है किसी को भी। भाई साहब क्या चल रहा है ये? K27 ESP लिख देता हूँ भाई स्पोर्ट्स में। सेव कर देता हूँ। फैल्कन्स का मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है वैसे भी। काफ़ी टाइम बाद बहुत लंबी स्ट्रीम चल रही है ना वैसे, वरना मैं करता ही नहीं इतनी लंबी स्ट्रीम्स। बारिश तो सुबह से हो रहा है टाइम मेरे यहाँ पे भी एक्चुअली। मैं व्हाट्सएप आया नहीं कुछ भी व्हाट्सएप पे। अपना ही बंदा उड़ा दिया। 2 लॉक्ड इट वही एक्चुअली में नाइस शॉट। NS11 में है ओवरऑल #138 पॉइंट्स का डिफरेंस है एंड KRX बॉटम ऑफ द टेबल 3 मैच और बाकी है देखते हैं मेरे को बताइयो अपनी टीम कौन सी खेल रही है टाइम आउट हो गया भाई कैसे सामने से 2 बंदे खेल रहे हैं यार कितनी प्यारी जगह है यार ये ऐसा काश मेरा स्कूल होता मस्त मजे आ जाते लबाओ बे क्या प्यारी जगह है पर ये ट्रेन स्टेशन है एक तेरा नेट बंद है किसका नहीं नेट चल रहा है फोन में फोन सामने रखा मेरे मैं मिड देखता हूँ मिड से पुश करके आ जाऊंगा वरना ना
Adam push
पीस ने मेरे को और बढ़वा दी भाई उसके लगा था बिहाइंड यू को मार दिया पर मैंने इस फोन में है नाइस मिड की तरफ ही था ये हाँ यहीं से जा राइट में प्लांट हो गया उसने राइट में प्लांट करा ये पे यहाँ नहीं है राइट में हो सकता है देखो क्लोज लेफ्ट में साउंड आई लेफ्ट में
राइट हेलो
कोई गोल गोल घूम रहा पता है इधर
हाँ भाई
लेफ्ट हाँ यस
डिफ्यूज कैसे करते हैं मेरे को
नाइस
यस नाइस
किससे करते मेरे को भी नहीं आता ई दबा कुछ भी दबा ओह माय गॉड भाई भूल गया एलिमिनेटर है अपन तो फाइनल्स में है दोनों टीम कोई ना फिर तो दूसरों से क्या मतलब अपनी टीम होती है फाइनल्स में
पहली बार डिफ्यूज कर रहा हूं पता है
कोई ना नेक्स्ट सेंड भी नहीं हुआ एरोप्लेन मोड ऑफ कर नहीं एरोप्लेन मोड ऑफ है मेरा देख दिख रहा तो देख एरोप्लेन मोड पे नहीं है G2 जीत गई कह रही G2 जीत गई 5-7 लूंगा मैं तो रुक मैं एक बार ना व्हाट्सएप भी खोलता हूँ वो शायद गया नहीं होगा वहाँ से ये मेरे साथ जो नीला आ रहा है ना नीला बिल्ला
ये बस चलते चलते मार रहा है जिसने मेरे को मारा
भाई ये गेम ही ऐसा है ये वैलोरेंट की तरह नहीं है देख
चलते चलते शॉटगन भी चला रहे हैं
मेरे पे यार हो गया बीच लेफ्ट में है और एक राइट में है हर जगह है मतलब इस शॉटगन से तो कोई नहीं बच सकता है तो मस्त शॉट करना नाइस सर्विस G2 जीत गया कह रही इंडियन टीम में पोथियम फाइनल्स किया है ग्रुप A एंड B ने नाइस एक्चुअली में
ये पता ये गन मेरा बहुत अच्छा है ये वाला
कोई पता नहीं स्केट रखनी होती है पहले राउंड में कहां से लाए लेकिन ओ बीस्ट यार वो स्टार्ट हो गया यार मैच WATCHPARTY का हां वो मिड आएंगे यहाँ पे है मिड पे है
बॉम्ब मिल गया और
जो भी
कौन मरा था ये भाई मैंने जो तो बचाया है ना वो पीछे वाले बच्चे अरे एक ही उठानी थी हाँ क्या करे नेक्स्ट मैच मैंने डाल तो दिया गैरी टाइटल में फैल्कन्स और E27 न्यू टी बीस्ट
یعنی پینگم نسبت به اونا فرا میشه بازی
इधर रहेगा बीस्ट रुके रहे अरे ये देख पता देख रहा है सामने
Bomb drop, hey.
almost Canning gun है Nico भी है let's go
right? And
मैंने
it's
सी
never going to be super clean. They're never going to be
Kyosuke
flawless going into the playoffs, right? Like it's going to be messy, it's going to be scrappy. They're gonna go through the lower bracket in groups, right? But once you get to the playoffs, once you get to the big stage, the big games, that's when everyone would, you know, like to avoid them. You know, that's where they play their best Counter-Strike. So I think that's going to be sort of the identity of this Falcons roster, probably in the short term at the very least, until they have had enough time with Kerrigan where they're able to raise their floor.
See, that's the fun conflict.
ना मैं तो करूँ जल्दी खत्म करते हैं ना surrender कर देते हैं
has always been, which were group stage warriors, and they get into the playoffs.
मेरी reverse party start हो गई भाई
They don't win the games they're supposed to, right? So if that truly is the case, that Kerrigan is now coming in and we're seeing a new look of Falcons, I wouldn't mind if they struggle a bit in the group stage as long as they show up in the playoff. Whereas beforehand, it would be, you know, the group stage would be like walking into the playoff. They had honestly Nico looking good, and then all of a sudden they lose to Paravision a couple of times in games where they're not supposed to. So I would rather have the Falcons you're describing than the old version where you get disappointed time and time again once you're at the playoff.
Yeah, none of them probably hurt.
ये नहीं तू वैसे नहीं डाल सकता
run there by the Falcons once upon a time. Yeah, that's back when Kickson was playing. But yeah, that was what real heartbreak feels like if you're a Falcons.
mod वाले से नहीं डाल सकता
For the side of the Falcons, though, finding that rhythm to their run at the major. Surely we talked about teams building confidence. What more could you possibly ask for if you're these guys?
I mean, it was a magical run, really. You look at it, arguably the hardest run ever to a major trophy. When you look at the level of teams that they had to face, starting with now, make it into the playoffs, then Vitality, into Spirit, into Furia in that round. They swept 3-0. Easiest game in the tournament. And just the performances that we saw across the board from People's End as a
सारे आगे भाई क्या करूँ मैं
देखना
प्लस ओके खाना बोलता हूँ कैसे करते हैं ठीक बताइए
the entirety of the tournament, right? With of course, despite everything, and Tess is being the glue that makes it all stick together. So, one of those runs that no one really expected.
Reload आ गया कोई
And every single time
यार मेरे को लग तो नहीं रहा अभी स्ट्रीम तो लंबी चलने वाली है क्योंकि 12 बजे भी एक मैच है मतलब 11 बजे
Isn't that right, Jacob?
I'm not sure about the young part and up and coming.
Abhi start nahi hua, abhi thoda time
you
hai
just
yaar,
said right there, but it is an interesting conversation, and I know it kind of splits the waters. You know, can Kerrigan continue to be the arguably worst fracking in-game leader the game has ever seen at this level, and for Falcons still to be successful? I'm not sure. You know, I think that's another question mark to me. I guess the main argument in regard to that is that Kerrigan came into Falcons to fix a million things, and one of those things were not necessarily his fracking capabilities.
Thanks for the
now that they've shown they can win tournaments, now that they've been playing together.
एक बंदा इधर है
some practice on the skin a bit of a map pool. Maybe there's a bit more time for Kerrigan to focus just a tiny bit more on himself and produce a little bit more productivity on the server, because I do think that we are in an era of Counter-Strike where you need 5 players on the server who can shoot back more often than not, and it's not a secret that Kerrigan has been struggling.
वो मरान वाह मेरे को लगा मार दिया अपने बंदे
को. I'd still give him a few months where I don't care if he has 3 kills per map, like
as long as they win,
but not even.
Kerrigan has my stats. Expect I'm not a Nigerian.
Like they're not gonna be losing games primarily because he didn't get enough kills. Like it's for different reasons that they will lose games. And after that, and now you said, okay, now you had plenty of time. You had 6 months to set the floor of the team, to set the foundations and everything. Like now, you need to focus on yourself a little bit more and just raise your
200 points कितने
लगाओ
ज़्यादा points लगाता हूँ 250 लगाता हूँ
on the screen, but
सारे लगा दूँ क्या
spend Kerrigan in the locker room, so to say, where
no,
he's
talking
to the guys, laying out flat. Hey, I need this from you. I need that from you. I think he's bringing a leadership characteristic to that team that it desperately needed.
It's like people just talk so much about Kerrigan's stats. Look at the stats of everyone else since he joined.
Yeah.
And look at how much you lose on him and how much you gain on everyone else. Like vitality game, like you look at the map stats. Kyosuke's performance, especially on Anubis on that first one, like it was lights out. You look at the grab trial with Anubis, when it's getting kind of close, and he just gets dropped an AK and like opens up game box like 2 rounds in a row. It's like those sort of rounds. It's like he's just so good at understanding the strengths of his players and putting them in positions where they can play towards their strengths, right? And that compared and being jovial and sort of understanding that he needs to take some of the pressure off of these players and so that they enjoy the game a little bit more and having some more fun on the server. Getting more out of mainly
जल्दी खत्म करते हैं यार मैच स्टार्ट हो गया उनका ऑलमोस्ट एस लगाओ और क्या यार एस हो गया था मेरा बस
how Manisi is feeling comfortable on the server. Tess is feeling matter as well. I think it's going to be just fine, but it's something to keep our eye out for.
We could talk about positives, and I would love to pick out a few up here for the adversary of Falcons today, but they are going to have to fight uphill. You guys saying that they're happy to be here, yes, but this is going to start to be that big test. You got a best of one today at the Falcons, BO3s thereafter.
Yeah, I think for K27, really, you're not going to remember them at this tournament, but you're going to talk about them like a year from now. And definitely a couple of players on this team, you know, the likes of Quinky, on that AWP, right?
अरे यार मैंने उसका हेडशॉट मारा था छोटी
just
क्या नाम है इसका ये
that have great mechanical skill, that have a lot of potential, and have started to sort of put themselves on the map.
भाई ये फैल्कन इसका नाम है क्या हग रहा है भाई ये
definitely there. You're playing Falcons who were off to a slow start. They lost to the Thieves, you know, in that online game, and that is what it is. And then you have a best of one coming in as well, and you saw what happened. So it's not that we can't, you know, create a world where it's possible for K27 to be competitive or apply.
And
it's like you talk about a team who just won the major, and you talk about a team who had to borrow a shirt from EWC in order to have the same, you know, outlook. So it's just two different worlds.
It took some t-shirts there for the outlook. Yeah, I heard Freya just was. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some insight. Maybe Freya caught up with the side of K27.
We got Cash Lid ready to take on the Falcons here at the Esports World Cup. You've been here for 4 days. You guys came through. Can you tell me a bit about that from your perspective?
That was the really we played on the last day 3 BO3s in a row, and
what bro is
saying? That was good performance from us, and that was really.
मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ सारे गैम्बल कर देता हूँ मैं इन पे फैल्कन्स पे क्या पता डबल हो जाए पैसे सीधा किसी ने मेरा मैच एमवीपी ले लिया किसने लिया अके भाई वैसे एक दिन में कितने मैच होते हैं इसके तो बहुत ज्यादा है कैरी मैं क्या बताऊँ रात में 11:30 बजे होना है एक मैच तो एक मैच तो रात में 11:30 बजे होना है
emotion, zero energy to
जो 12 बजे के बाद तक चलेगा बताओ मैं क्या करूं वो वाला मैच मैं नहीं कर रहा भाई इसलिए मैं तो सोने चले जाऊंगा 10 बजे वाला करके
I don't know how to say it
या क्या पता फैल्कन्स वाले के बाद ही चले जाऊं फैल्कन्स वाला क्योंकि इंपॉर्टेंट है तो इस पर गैम्बलिंग होती है और क्या है ये और क्या कर रहा हूं मैं
that's it I guess.
Yeah, it was a crazy marathon that you guys had to go through to get here today.
K27 esports पे 62,300 points ही लगाए लोगों ने और फैल्कन्स पे देखो 2.5 लाख
in PGL we played very bad versus them because that was our first tier 1 tournament and we have a lot of pressure and like we were watching them
लगा देता वो सही रहेगा
no one can beat them but now
जो टीम जीती हुई पैसे डबल
I think that
बस इतना काफी है
experience after this after PGL
चलो फिर मैं ना वो कर देता हूँ डिस्कॉर्ड पे डफन कर देता हूँ ये मैच के बाद एक और मैच खेलने का ट्राई कर सकते हैं
we're gonna try our best and let's watch what we can do.
Let's play devil's advocate for a second. Falcons have won a major.
हाँ क्वेस्ट नहीं खेल चाहिए अभी तो
when you played them in Astana?
उसके लिए पता नहीं कितने राउंड चाहिए थे मैं भूल गया
yes because on PGL Astana
बाद में कर लेना मेरा आज और दर्शन में से कुछ खेल लेंगे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा था उसमें
वही 3 राउंड रह गए थे कोई नहीं
there are two
एम पे फोकस नहीं होता जब मैच पे फोकस करता हूं ना
they're too good at the like boss and
ये गेम में तो काफी टाइम में खेलते हैं ओनी
We've already seen some upsets today. GG How taking down Spirit as well earlier on. I do want to just get to know you a little bit more though, because if I'm correct, you're only 19 years old. Who do you look up to? Who do you kind of aspire to be like as a player?
As a player, of course, Monesi.
Monesi.
This my like.
When I was 15
maybe or 16, I was watching him like he's my teacher, but now I wanna
beat his ass.
Beat him and show myself that I can do it, like prove myself. And this is BO1, best of one, so everyone can beat everyone, like GG how did versus Spirit. So
truly anything can happen. Thank you so much,
guys. You're so close to 20 likes.
Anything can and truly will happen here at EWC.
We still have 5 minutes for this match. I was just playing like that. यार मैं कुछ खाने के लिए ले आऊँ क्या? फिर बहुत तेज भूख लग रही है मेरे को. खीर ले आओ क्या? खीर खाते हैं.
4 years ago, you know, when he was 15, 16, like Wallace was 18.
आज वो है ना. हम
he was just starting out.
तो खीर खा लेते हैं. बहुत सारी खीर होती है यार.
Yeah, I think it obviously tells you the times are changing.
Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah, and they've changed so much that we've got another best of one.
We got another best of one, you know, and we got to figure out what map that is going to be played out. And I think the trend so far has been a lot of Mirage, you know, not only here on the A stream but also.
मैं एक बार सुसु करके आया और एक बार पूछ के आया कि खाने में अगर खीर है तो 2 मिनट के बस अपना वो कर लेता हूँ फेस कम
Falcons want to play it, they can, and the map will be
2 मिनट मैं सुसु करके बस जब तक मैच स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. बाकी लाइक कर दो गाइस जब तक स्ट्रीम को और कीप चैटिंग.
Kerrigan has, you know, integrated into Falcons. Hugely part of their success of the major as well. Whereas for K27, at the very least, you get to express yourself in that T side, and you get to dictate the tempo of the game. Whether you can make something out of that or not, well, we're about to see, but it's a map that offers opportunities.
Yeah, it's the most played map for Falcons by a large margin. I mean, they played it 17 times already with this lineup. But hey, on the other hand, K27 did 13-0 Sinners on it.
So we have that.
There's a chance.
And so a 13-0, so there is a chance. Hey, this is also a chance for me to tell you all at home, do you think you know more than these guys? That wasn't a trick question. I mean, like, there's a real chance you might. But if you do think you know more than them, or even any of us, let's go ahead and get those pick'ems going. That's right. It's my time to tell you about. Go ahead and pick out who you think is going to be winning the big prize here. We're at the World Cup, the Esports World Cup at that. Counter-Strike is just one small part of this. So, yes, you can go through there, and you can get your pick'ems done. That'll be a little QR code down there. Gentlemen, we know where we're going. We're going to Dust 2. Anybody want to take K27, or am I crazy?
The trend so far has been that every game has been close. Every game has been up in contention and been up for debate. I think Falcons is going to come in and make it swift and fast for the first time today.
Yeah, it feels like we had our upset of the day with the GG How win over Spirit. Right? It would be a bit too crazy if it happened 2 times in the same day.
Yeah, it really would be. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I think it is time that we get on the stage. Let's play the game.
That's right, it's a moment you've been waiting for. Falcons versus K27 here at EWC in Paris. And of course, Falcons with a lot to search for in this tournament, with a club championship on the line, hanging in the balance, hoping their CS team can bail them out. And it's not just any CS team, these are your major winners back at Cologne, looking to take on a plucky underdog to start off their group stage run in K27. It's a match we've seen, Harry. It happened back at Astana, the event prior to Cologne. Falcons 2-0. There was a close map in there, but this is also a slightly different K27, a more battle-hardened K27 that not just has played LAN since, but just came through the qualifier. They've been here in Paris grinding, and they've got a string of teams left in their wake.
Yeah, and good teams at that, right? When you look at the K27 run, it's really impressive, man. The squads they were able to take down, some of them I would have said were like front runners to be battling through into the main stage at EWC, and they were able to dispatch them fairly cleanly. So yeah, they're coming into this feeling red hot, feeling confident. Falcons can't get caught sleeping at the dawn of this tournament.
Definitely not. I mean, we've seen games like these where Falcons have, you know, in the previous roster, I think more so struggled, right? Like some matches versus Bait, some opening BO1s, BO3s, games where they get punished, picked especially. So yeah, there's definitely opportunity in a match like this, especially when you consider that this is, you know, Falcons who came off at the start of the season with an immediate loss online to 100 Thieves. They've already lost to an underdog. This is LAN, Harry. This is where the big boys should be showing up So let's see if Falcons can do it today, or if K27 have more tricks up their sleeve.
Bro,
I'm definitely excited by some of these K27 players, right? There's some names you may be familiar with. Players like
my
Quinky,
dear brother
who
कर दिया
have
वही
grinded
तो
to the top of the face it leaderboard.
मैं इसलिए
as
तो
of
वो नहीं
late.
देखता था
He's
करी
definitely been one to look out for.
बहुत अजीब सा लगता है भाई
So
वो
now
देखने
as
में
K27 get more
बाकी
land
मैं
reps
खीर लिया
under
खीर
their
खाते हैं अब
belts,
ना
this is the final boss.
बस खीर खाते स्ट्रीम देखते वक्त ये क्या ट्रांसलेटर मैंने देख लिया करी ऑलरेडी
already saw Spirit upset earlier.
Very upset at that. Let's see what kind of form we get out of the Falcons early on.
Finally, the OG map.
Pretty slow as they go pistol round here.
Oh, pole. I have to change the pole. And this pole.
Looking like a B finish. I'm still waiting in the tunnels.
Start pole.
So util out for this mid to be. Quinky doing what he can, but he's getting split on. Zito with the cover. Quick drop down into the bomb site, obscuring himself from this mid-wrap. Won't get away from Monacy, who comes through with just a triage of headshots there. Tessa's still waiting down here in the tunnels. Chance to come in on the backstab as well. And that would put a bow on this pistol round.
मेरे को इंग्लिश में दिख रही है यहाँ पे ना.
He is. Heard the footsteps, heard them running away, knows his time to play is now.
इनके अकाउंट खुद ही होते हैं या वैल्यू की तरह सारे स्किन वाले मिलते हैं कैरी खुद बाय करनी पड़ती है स्किन
from the Falcons as they come through with a pistol.
कुछ फ्री में नहीं मिलता जो इनको पैसे मिलते हैं स्ट्रीम करने से और ई-स्पोर्ट्स खेलने से और की तरफ से उससे फिर बाय करते हैं स्किन्स
window together and Monacy collects both those crucial kills.
रायट की तरह इसमें मेटा वाला सिस्टम थोड़ी है कि ये दे देते हैं फ्री स्किन्स लोगों को.
Straight through here for K27.
You have to buy or unbox the skins. Buy या फिर unbox ये दो चीज ही होती है. मैंने से लगातार चला जा रहा भाई. ओह उसे जस्ट टाइम हटा लिया यार. क्या स्नाइपर फाइट होती मिड पे ना. ये मैच ऐसा लग रहा है इजी जीतेगी Falcons.
On the other side now, the player break post the major feel like they're still progressing. You don't want to feel like it was kind of a lightning in a bottle.
Nice shot.
Whatever.
क्या मारा भाई क्लैक्स ने?
क्लैक्स
ने क्लैप कर दिया भाई उनको. एंटी नीको लो है. नीको काफी लो है. कशी तो मार सकता था उसको ना. Kashilo.
Swing and a miss, but Nico there to help him out.
Nice one. Carrying gun को बेचारा carrying gun. हंसा नहीं जा रहा भाई मेरे से.
Enough pace to push these players out of the bomb site. With that short smoke, it will be a save. Keeping the scout for later.
It's easy for Falcons.
Do convert for now.
Falcons का momentum ही काफी अच्छा है. Falcons का ना win this
match. It was so Carrigan, wasn't it? Come through, the master of the stand-ins, being essentially the new stand-in, the new piece of this team, and leading them to a major victory.
Monacy 4-0.
Losses in multiple of those playoff maps.
Monacy won 4-0, like what?
Take the trophy. But yeah, let's at the same time remember
he's gonna eat them
Falcons
all
still
alive.
had problems prior to Carrigan joining. And one golden run doesn't undo everything. So definitely looking for some consistency and some reliability out of Falcons, especially when you consider the field right now, Harry. Like, look at
That was a good shot.
and the news they've announced for the rest of
On
the season.
Texas.
You know, multiple stand-ins, players taking time off. You look at Spirit, well, they're not exactly in consistent form either, even losing a BO1 today. So the field is open.
KOC is on 0. KOC को kills जल्दी मिलने चाहिए.
Yeah, I think if you're the Falcons, you got to recognize kind of the massive opportunity.
मेरे को बस 3 नंबर को देखना है. Karingan.
Emerge as the new dominant team.
Lamau, what?
Nico able to withstand it, at least trades that out.
You know, a lot of the stuff we see at Tier 1 is
KOC is the unlucky one.
Upcoming teams that grind, teams that play a lot of online games. You have to come up with a lot of plays and little moves that they can make.
KOC is the unlucky
K27 are one
one.
of those teams that have a lot of really cool setups. Don't know how much you can get away with on Dust 2.
Okay.
But it's nice to see them, even on an eco round, have a little flash push like that, get a 5v4.
K27 is gonna retake, I guess.
Falcons take the space right back, so logging out the round doesn't seem likely here for K27.
What? Where are they even going?
Would love to grab a couple of AKs.
Okay, they are also coming from mid.
Yeah, I think, you know, one of the worries that always comes to mind with Dust 2
They're
is
playing
just
for
how
picks,
it can
I guess.
feel by nature of the map. You'd sometimes say, oh, you know, it can feel a little 50-50. Don't often see teams kind of lean into it in a BO1, but I think for Falcons, for the reason you just said, it's actually a good
Nico is
place.
cooking
There's a
something.
little less in terms of gimmicks you could try and get away with here. You've seen a lot of it before.
And I think that also
Nico is cooking something, like I said.
The higher up the ladder you get, the less true that is, right? When you actually look
Was?
at, you know, the best teams in the world in the past 18 months,
Bro.
and you look at a team like Vitality or a team like Spirit, well, they've just proven that consistency on Dust 2 is extremely viable.
Nice round, nice round.
Vitality were like 44-4 or something.
Nice round, nice round.
On that map. Spirit had a pretty close record as well, just with less maps played, but essentially the same win rate. And so, at the very top level, you can find consistency on this map.
Now, this round will be so important for Falcons. This is the most important round for Falcons because
Like in the start, you've got Monacy.
K27 also have
Loves a cross shot, but doesn't have a chance to fire one off in this round.
rifles now.
Both players make it by.
They're stacking A. No one is picking mid.
Actually getting to don his AWP as well
Yeah,
for the
9 and
side of
6.
K27.
No one is B. They're stacking A, man. I want to see
Posturing
Nico's
for a
call
mid to
right
be,
there.
but if you look at where the bomb is, that's not where this round is ending.
Where they
Kerrigan,
gonna
Tesses,
go end up.
and Kiyosuke way over towards long. One man here, it's Claxdown in the pit. And he will have his work cut out for him.
Clax again playing at pit. He's gonna die.
Nice
shot.
Alone in this.
What?
Clax, that's a gnarly
He got
double kill.
kills
Now
with
he's
it
got
too.
teammates en route to try and help him out. They've just got to contain Carrigan. Has made it out
Nice.
to no man's land.
Nice try, Carrigan.
Style on it ends up giving it away.
Bro, at least he
With the ball
tried.
control, now it's the opposite. They've lost it. Dropping back for the fight. Monacy in middle,
Monacy and
overwhelmed, and the AWP has the cover as well.
Like I
So
already
it's gonna be
told you all,
K27
this
on
was
the
important
board,
round.
but to be honest,
This was the
Carrigan
most
should be
important
the
round.
double. It's the jump scroll that lets K27 into the round. Awkward moment indeed.
Timer by K27.
And that's going to cost you. Monacy's AWP is not cheap. Nico cannot buy an
100% of my people are
Nor can Kiyosuke.
supporting Falcons. Like what? No one is supporting K27. No one is supporting them, Lamau. Like actually, Falcons are favorite. Everyone's favorite. Nice cleanup, nice cleanup.
Double
They're
AWP, and
pushing
look at them
mid.
go.
How they know about B hit?
Cito and Quinky.
W6 cents. W6 cents.
A little tense though, right? All on the line. Don't want to miss.
Okay.
You hear him
Nice one.
That's 2 players cleared out.
Bro, that was a good set though.
For K27. Falcons don't jump the gun on that lower control. They throw all the util to make it real easy for themselves. And now it's just the
They have to check him. Nah, nice one,
dead after one. Monacy able to trade that out.
Flex and Kashi.
And a chart-topping performance right now from Ilya. Sees him up 9-1.
You got to hold that shot as well on B, right? You're essentially nice on B5 and B. If there's any way you're going to win, you just got to hope Falcons make the mistake of not checking your position. Good spacing from Falcons allows them to trade, and that feels like a really awkward round to go for that double lower push setup, right? You know Falcons have low money. You know they're likely gonna have the weaponry to deal with that. As a bunch of pistols coming in. Of course, it's still well called to get that molly in.
I also think like what you don't want to happen here is like kind of the stress of being the underdog. That was, you know, you trying an aggressive play. You can argue that the timing for it was wrong, right? I think you're dead on knowing that Falcons are low money, trying to take lower tunnels control. What you don't want to happen is for this to kind of shrink the CT side as well. I hope we still see moves made by K27, just at better moments in the game.
Yeah, bro, if that was like that. When your money is on the line, and now look at the response. They've got nothing left on 3 of these players. So we're talking about 3 rifles max. They save the orb. We're certainly going to put something in here. But yeah, they will save for later. Falcons looking at 4-1. And we're hoping on 2 players to carry K27 through this round.
Bro, I thought someone
Boost
died.
up. Could be denied. Cashload waiting. They just hold the catwalk. Can't wait forever. Ooh.
Bro, they both got away. Hello Didi, welcome to the stream.
Honestly wants more. It's util in middle, gets his players out lower.
Nice.
What?
Ashley was waiting for that exact fight for what feels like
nice shot.
Finally, Monacy shows his head.
He's
really around, and
he's good.
Get the better of him. And honestly, you knock Monacy out of these rounds, you feel real good about it. He's been the guy thus far for the Falcons.
Deep long control as well. So if Falcons start moving mid to B, you could see X5 activate. Smoke lands behind him from his teammate.
That was a good shot.
Very tempting to make a move here. This is a pressure call, right?
Do something.
At this point in the round, 50 seconds, still time for Falcons to pivot. But
he's still on 0. He's so unlucky in this match.
All in. 3 in the tunnels, mid to be smoke coming out. If X5 wants to move, it's now or it's never.
Chicken, 4th map mein overall.
As soon as he gets his info, hoping we see a bit of movement out of K27.
Match, ab aur baki hai,
still, you know, you have all the info right now from this long doors.
Finally, they started their comeback.
You're not in a position to react. It's still only 2 players over here at B, and now it's reduced down to 1. Quinky's Beagle doesn't find a thing. Carrigan's even got the spot there through mid.
Carrigan, was?
K27 with a decision to make. This B site real tricky to break back into.
One
I feel like a lot of it going to be hinging on this early fight from X5 back in the tunnels.
Definitely going to give it a go with money to spare. Flash goes over. Missed shot from X5 on the flank. Nico holds it down and now they walk away. Well, Falcons let them. Fearing a last second retake with low HP on 2.
Let's play comp after this. We used to Valorant make it stream.
I mean, it's another round that hurts to lose, but you almost can't blame K27 because
Falcons, Falcons
the whole map is quiet after that mid to be smoke. The call is they're either all in tunnels
जिनका भी 5 हो रखा है
इसको. We don't know which one it is.
अगर
KRX ने और दो मैचों में चिकन मारा तो क्वालीफाई कर. Falcons flash through the B smoke. It's a round that could look silly if they get massacred, but it's all they had. They had to go. So nice double entry out tunnels. It's a 5th round on the board.
Free Fire में भी होता है.
It's one of those games where you can just tell K27 is saying to himself, they know what they're doing.
या वो बोलते थे उसको.
Just yet to be able to stop them.
क्या बोलते थे उसको? कुछ और बोलते थे शायद. मैं तो भूल गया भाई, बहुत टाइम पहले खेला था.
I just think, you know, when you're up against the Falcons, you have to try and walk this very fine line where you're
वही ranked बोलते थे, BR ranked बोलते थे उसको.
Simultaneously, you know,
BR ही full form मेरे को नहीं याद. BR rank
it's a very, very tough line to walk. And even here, where like they get a lot of the info, you're dead on. They knew it was one of two positions. They were en route to clear them all out.
What do you think कि भाई मैं वो खा रहा हूँ खीर खा रहा हूँ कह रही impossible तो नहीं है impossible ही एक तरीके से दक्ष एक भी मैच वेस्ट करा तो सोच ले अगले में फिर जीजी वो चिकन डिनर करके भी फायदा नहीं है PR ranked and CS ranked हाँ मुझे भी भूल लगने लग गई भूल कैरी को भूलने लग गया भाई कैरी भूलने लग गया चीजें
Quick up catwalk. K27 continually having buys, having chances. This is another.
Smoke. वहाँ से भी डाल दे भाई उसने विंडो स्मोक खीर खाने का मन हो गया सुन के यार आज बाबा से तो हमारे घर में तो बनती है यार मैं भी सुबह से वेट कर रहा था पता खाने के लिए सुबह मैंने ज्यादा खाना खा लिया तो फिर मन नहीं कर रहा था खाने का मन कर रहा बहुत ज्यादा
Finally feeling like you've got bodies in the right place. Schlitzorp able to get the ball rolling, and X5 gets involved as well on that rotation.
What?
But he'll hold on.
Kyosuke down.
Zedo concealed in this smoke.
Kyosuke. I'm feeling bad for Kyosuke, man.
4v2 right now for K27, and they're going to hand off, leave it to the retake.
I like that, but it's Monacy and Nico.
It's meant to be the duo.
And
gets it done. Monacy dead right away. Nico, that's clean. We're going to need 3 more just like that. K27 swarm him.
Bro, carrying on Kyosuke and Jesus.
This is for the K27 squad.
Nice to see them not overheat, right? Super tempting to brawl in that round. You have that player ready to jump up through the smoke in a 2-on-4. Very tempting indeed, but give it up. Play the post plant together.
क्योंकि स्ट्रीम चल रही है वरना अभी तक सारी खत्म कर चुका होता
अभी
तक सारी खत्म कर देता मैं खीर बोलना ज़्यादा पड़ रहा है इसलिए कम खा रहा हूँ मैं
Some really nice shots coming out from this AWP. Last 2 kills being headshots from the orb.
जल्दी खत्म हो जाए तो मजा आ जाएंगे
Chance to put Falcons money down.
Share please.
I mean, the 2 rounds of K27 have repelling these attempts from Falcons to get into A. So I think now the onus is going to be on stopping one of these mid to Bs, stopping one of these B hits. Maybe even stopping it before it gets going.
Nice shot.
Aggression, Tessez has eyes on.
He is the rock, isn't he? No stone unturned.
मिल के भेज दो
You just can't afford to have.
वही तो उसको तो आने में 2 हफ्ते लगेंगे एक हफ्ता
You need a hold out of these 2.
That kill tempts you back the
और ये बस आज रात तक ठीक रह सकती है
They go clearing cat. They're in no hurry. The push is actually going to come through from K27 in the dark. They push into upper. Nico and Monacy side by side, ready to swing. This surely won't go wrong, right? Nico swings.
Nice one.
Not even needed. 2 kills from Falcons. Sees them to a 6th round. Just feels like it's on rails right now.
It's a 6-2. वो लोग आएंगे नहीं वो सेफ करने चले गए एक पास ऑफ है एक पास टेम्पो है पूरा
quickly how brutal Dust 2 CT sides can feel when one half of the map is just under
Canningan क्या कर रहा है
even there like that's you looking for a solution you're a man down it's 4v5
throw कर रहा भाई Canningan
screw it we're going to try and bring the fight to them come in with the upper tunnels push we know that they just killed our A player we're expecting them in kind of a bit of limbo there maybe moving around the setup try and finally throw down the gauntlet on the B side and actually you end up doing what we said earlier you feed the beast you give them the way in
you're looking for the weak half right maybe it's 1 player and upper and 4 coming out on mid to B you kill the bomb or you kill a player and upper now you have more
इसके
control
बाद ये अच्छा मैच तो नहीं है नावी का 10 बजे मैच है 10 बजे ट्विच पे स्ट्रीम करूं क्या नावी के मैच के लिए सिर्फ
maybe you can multi kill although they've been unable to do so yet So
क्योंकि मेरे बस की हो नहीं रहा स्ट्रीम करना या काफी है इतने मैचेस
in a 5v4
वैसे और कोई इतने अच्छे मैच है नहीं मेरे को वाइट आईटीज का तो बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकता ये 11:30 बजे स्ट्रीम है ये 11:30 बजे इनका मैच है, ये तो बिल्कुल नहीं कर पाऊंगा मैं।
And almost like the mind game that's being played is
ये इसके बाद कोई अच्छा मैच ही नहीं है फेस बीबी टीम।
It's ruined the round for you. So
B8 Esports P-Vision ये अच्छा मैच ही नहीं है, ये तो क्या ही करूंगा 8:30
He's
बजे।
very, very good at piecing
फिर
those
10 बजे
together.
स्टार्ट है सीधा नावी का और MIBR का। ये तो
That's
फिर भी
not
सोच
even
सकता हूँ
something
कुछ
you really
मैच
had
के
to
बारे
worry
में।
about in this game. Honesty's not been super involved on these
वो
cross
तो बहुत
shots.
लेट तक चलेगा ना
Not
फिर
with the
वही।
usual frequency, but now a tag down range, softening up the B defense even more.
वही मैं सोचा इस मैच के बाद फिर स्ट्रीम बंद कर देते भाई।
Anymore? Honestly, looks long, but
3.5 घंटे की स्ट्रीम हो गई यार।
an orthodox angle. So we shouldn't see this fight.
और 3 मैच हमने कर लिए कवर। From 7 matches, I guess.
Stalemate for now. Cat control taken here for Falcons. Good grenades. Hit Carrigan hard. Don't you just get tempted by this mid to B because
कल के
it's just
मैचेस
gone
पहले
so
डिसाइड
well for
करके
you.
रख लूंगा कि किसकी स्ट्रीम होनी है और उसके बीच में मैचेस खेलेंगे फिर जब तक।
Honestly, still considering, and if
Yes,
Tessus
mate.
walks in, this might be bomb spotted. Okay, hands it off. Still, Cashlid needs to hit this, and he needs to hit it quick. Shadow connects. What a
Shadow
time
दिख
from
गई
Tessus,
already
but
उसकी।
Cashlid's still here.
I mean, getting the kill is nice. It's just how do you get out? Double flashes through the doors.
Lamau.
Suke sent in.
He's
Now
just
they've
trying
got
to
them on
hit
control. 2 players over here on short. And this A split taking shape.
हाँ वैसे आज
Think down range brings Nico low
मेन
on
टीम
the
के
spam.
मैचेस तो हो गए एक्चुअली में। नहीं वाइट है उसका नावी और वाइटैलिटी के का रहता है क्या नहीं?
K27 they go, they clear out short. Now they've only got long to worry about.
It's not an easy
नावी और
They're gonna keep
वाइटैलिटी का
sending
रहता है
it,
मैचेस।
fighting for this ramp. Another kill from
10K
Clax with the
Usuke,
bomb drop.
20K
Kisuke's
Usuke.
going nowhere fast. It is
He's
K27
being
back
unlucky.
in the game with a very important rifle round. This could have edged on Stomp territory, but now they've saved their CT side and they have put Falcons in quite the money trouble. Nice retake of the catwalk there from K27. Even though
This was a
Falcons
nice
have
shot.
numbers, it doesn't feel like it. They're boxed in, smoking behind them. So pressure on as Falcons force buy with 3 AKs.
बेचारा केओसुके के लिए बुरा लग रहा है मेरे को। I'm feeling bad for him. उसका बहुत ज़्यादा अनलकी जा रहा है।
I don't think it would be shocking here to anticipate a bit of a heavier B
Main
lean
teams
for
का कहाँ हुआ है
K27
यार,
in
अभी
this
तो बहुत
round.
सारी
Again,
teams
you know
रहती
the
हैं।
money's kind of honorable for the
Vitality,
Falcons. You know that
MIBR.
that's where they found all their success in this game thus far. The A site has actually
Navi.
done a fantastic job of holding its own. And so
Navi
I'm
and
almost
एक और
anticipating, you know,
Furia
maybe you
भी
start
है।
with that 2 players over towards B, third guy floating around
देख
mid, kind
फ्यूरिया
of
का
B-hill area.
वाइटैलिटी का एक टाइम पे होना
No,
है।
we don't see them
3
play for the tunnels again. We remember how
सारे
that let
इंपॉर्टेंट
them
टीम के
down
मैचेस हैं।
at the
ये
first chance they
जो
had
ये
to break
अब
the
मैच
Falcons'
होने वाला है
money.
ना इसके बाद ये
No
इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है।
gambles on B yet, so would now be the
ये
time?
स्ट्रीम करना
Would they?
इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है मेरे लिए।
Should they? Falcons going all into tunnels.
Anti-long rush set up
वही
for
बहुत लेट होगा वो
K27.
मैच। मैं
Spawn's
स्ट्रीम
always
कर
a
लेता
factor.
लेकिन अब आदत नहीं है ना, पता है मेरे को ज़्यादा देर स्ट्रीम करने की।
Falcons are going pretty quick
वरना मैं
into
आराम से कर
this
लेता स्ट्रीम।
solo B site. With the A4 here,
वही दिक्कत है
it's not
एक्चुअली में।
easy. You would love an AK.
Still, Cena's now got to worry about middle with Carrigan lobbing in the fake.
निको
Winky holds on for the first, but can't stop the spillover.
यार ये
Carrigan
तो
plays his timing
expected
out
होता है
through
ना।
mid. Second player.
Nice one, Carrigan!
Tess's flash leaves him dead. And
Bro,
Carrigan
Carrigan
just
is
caused chaos
back.
on this one-man surge through the mid smokes.
Look at him go. He's looking for more, hunting this orb down. And he knows they can't get back in this round. He's got teammates behind him.
Carrigan!
It's about surviving.
He was
at
7
this
HP.
point. Quack's trying to bail him out, but not from range. Kiyasuke with one more. And before all is said and done, this round is over.
Keosuke, no, please, please, no,
No
please.
escaping. Molly and
Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one.
Falcons charge him down.
Finally,
Great
finally.
work on that B side again. Even Carrigan in
Finally,
middle
they're back.
going massive with the Tech 9. So unfortunate for X5. He flashed himself through the smoke as Tessus throws one over the wall of B.
I also just think, though, that the setup right now for K27 does feel pretty brittle in terms of And they're very dedicated to
Damn,
it. A lot of these
भाई, क्या
rounds.
मार
They're
रहे हैं यार
playing
Falcons?
short. Usually it's
7-3.
X5 ready to drop down. They have a second guy in
जल्दी
the
खत्म
bomb
हो
site
जाए यार,
ready
फिर मैं
to
आराम से
support long
खाऊंगा,
and
सोने जाऊँ
short.
फिर.
But these are like very committed positions.
Oh, Hassan carrying gun?
Dragon on the jump up, feeling it after the double in the last round, and he's just playing his timing.
He just ran down middle with, I guess,
Captain's going to clash here. He's seen the util, knows he's
Carrying gun?
in the open, and this a-hold that has been the only tried and tested thing.
Monesi!
Finally
What?
down.
Carrigan's showing these kids how it's done. Straight down middle. Down
Bro,
the guts,
actually,
finds the
carrying gun
AWP.
is so fucking bad.
Opens up that A bomb site. Clacks on long. They know it. That bomb is running knife out to B. Dear, oh dear.
He's still holding.
Felt like K27 may have saved their half with that third round, but Falcons low money bounced back very quickly.
And it's just kind of feeling
carrying gun is
awkward
still
right now.
holding
It's like
him.
every time you've tried to go and take short, which would be a
NS
nice
third पे आ
point
गए
of
11
rotation to
से
have
एक मैच
when they
में.
break
Nice,
out these
nice,
mid to
nice.
Bs, so you'd be able
NS
to
का हो
jump
सकता
down
है
and try
फिर
and fight
chances.
for it. Every time they've looked for it,
अच्छा
it's
भाई,
led to
वो
an
उन्हें
opening death.
कौन सी
That
टीम
player
के लिए
getting
खेलता
found
था?
out, that
वो
player
खेलता
getting
थोड़ी
dealt
था
with
गैरी
in
किसी
X5
टीम
there a
के
couple of
लिए.
rounds ago. This time it's the AWP.
जस्ट भाई तो बताया था उसकी कोई टीम थी.
And so
जो
it's leaving
खेलती
you in a
थी.
pretty
उसकी और थी.
rigid structure right now with 3 over towards A, 2 over towards B, and you're saying, guys, you just have to multi-kill if they come B.
मेरे को तो उतना नहीं पता. मेरे को तो बस उसकी टीम देखने मजा आता है.
For B with the AWP, I wonder if he just like walks in tunnels at this point of the game. Like everything has worked. B has been a problem. You got spawns. He might just be calling to peek B.
कैरिंग गन गुस्सा होगा अब मेरा किल ले लिया उसने.
Nobody's even home. They just boosted mid for a
Jesus,
pick. Or rather a late cross, but yeah, that smoke comes down. Monacy calls it off. Falcons don't feel the pressure. Everything has worked.
W यार, W Falcons.
Again, catwalk control taken.
It wouldn't surprise me
W
if this
carrying
one
gun. What?
gets a
Monesi?
bit more exciting, but I say that they just found X5 on short. There's Zito close,
Zito?
so finally having kind of multiple players here to
What?
trade contact over in middle.
I want to say something, but I don't have anything to say. कोई बात नहीं, बीच तो आराम से देख ले, कोई बात नहीं.
They cross back, reinforcing this B site with 2.
भाई देख तो सही है कैसे खत्म कर रहे हैं भाई. Just सोच तो सही कैसे खत्म कर रहे हैं पूरा का पूरा एक दूसरे को.
It's was the right adjustment for K27. It's just come very late in the day.
Is he going to hide deep pits? They're resetting long.
इन्होंने कितने हजार घंटे खेला होगा जो ये इतने प्रो हो गए इस गेम में. ये देखो 13 एचपी में पुश कर रहा हूं. मार के 3 बंदे मार गए अकेला. भाई ये बंदा 3 बंदों को मार गया. केस में वेलो वाली गेम चला देता हूं मैं. एंड it sometimes works actually man. Somehow it works.
2v4 when it began.
मैं भी सेम वही करता हूँ. मेरे को कौन सा सीएस के बारे में पता था. मैं भी सेम वैसे ही कोशिश करता हूँ. कौन समझ नहीं आते बस चलो अभी. I will become a top fragger by doing nothing. और क्या भाई.
He's just cleared long.
इसलिए अच्छा लगता है सीएस का भी कभार, लेकिन प्रीमियर पता है प्रीमियर
as Monacy fakes it, Nico holds his part of the bargain. How are you going to cross with that bomb? There's only 10 seconds. He needs to run. The smoke comes down and they can't stop him. Nico makes it in. Nice shot up close. And that feels like that's that.
Planting.
Quinky 1v2. He's got the nades
What?
and an AK. No kits. They throw everything they have.
Just a round that spiraled away from you. You
भाई
almost can't
कैसे
believe
निकाला
it's
वाला round
fallen
3v2
onto the
था.
shoulders of Quinky. He's not filled with confidence here as he makes his way into hostile territory. 2 players ready to face him.
Nice one, Monacy. 9-3 हो गया. Let's go.
Is required. Monacy putting on a clinic.
Actually मैं main पता है CS main aim का ही game है भाई इसका पूरा. Spray. Aim तो इसमें टैप टैप कभी कभार अच्छा लगता है. बहुत तगड़े लगते हैं टैप. बिल्कुल जब आवाज आती है ना शॉट की, जब crispy sound होती है बिल्कुल.
Yeah, really hard game for K27 to recover, and it all ends in that first half with a 2-on-4
system आने के
out
बाद
on the long side. When Zito gets his 3rd kill and repeats, you think he thinks they're going to lose that round.
यार वो उसके नेटवर्क और उससे FPS से दिक्कत है. वही उसके बाद देखते हैं एक्चुअली में. 9-3 कर्स और वॉट नहीं होता क्या रीस में कुछ कर्स वर्स नहीं होता. वो वैलोरेंट तक ही है वो चीज जो कर्स वर्स वाली है, इसमें नहीं होता.
You know, no slow starts.
मैं तो हेडशॉट ही मारता हूँ सिर्फ से।
was so spot on.
मेरा खुद 75, 78 ऐसा रहता है हेडशॉट
all
रेट।
in the mid for all. They play for that space. They only have SMGs to work with.
हमें वैलोरेंट में आदत हो गई ना प्रिसाइज सिर्फ हेड पे एम करने की, तो CS में हमारे लिए इजी हो रहा है इसलिए हेड पे एम रखना।
And then sure they slow it down in the clutch. They give a bit of breathing room to Nico.
पर थोड़ा रिकॉइल अलग है दोनों गेम का, तो इसलिए दिक्कत होती है।
You're constantly racing against the minds of the Falcons, and they're looking very, very quick to get this game going.
एक हफ्ते पता है सिर्फ CS2 खेल, उसके बाद देखो वैलोरेंट पे अपना एम।
Nico headshot on shorts.
मैं इसको कभी नहीं बोलता ना कर रहा है, लेकिन गेम सेंस यूज करना तो जरूरी है, ये तो है।
Lower position as the smoke fades, Monacy catches him.
देख लिया Monacy ने।
Does get that pre-fire off. They're going to cross into the site. Carrigan, nice
shot,
headshot,
Carrigan.
has held his own in these last few rounds.
Carrigan.
3 on 4 here. Bomb yet to make
जी क्वालीफाई कर ली पैसिफिक में प्लेऑफ के लिए, लेट्स गो बे।
Falcons reflashing.
काश बस वो एक आध इंडियंस को और ले ले वैलोरेंट में तो और अच्छा रहेगा।
Still good for it. And that's Monacy
एक आध इंडियंस को भी चांस दे दे।
Still
तो शॉट मारा यार क्यों सुके ने?
Chomping at the bit to get involved are all of the Falcons. And Quinky feels like he's living on borrowed time. They're chasing him down, giving him the
fight.
What a sequence! Back against the wall, no issue for Quinky. The one-man army on K27.
Ace out of Quinky saves K27.
Throw or what?
Absolute humiliation in this game.
वो सुनता ही नहीं है कॉल। अरे कभी कभार बीच वो भी तो होता है ना, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है, जैसे वो अपना कुछ दिमाग लगा रहा है ऑलरेडी, जैसे मेरे को ये करना है वो करना है, तो हो जाता है वो। इधर का VCT देखना भी बहुत कम देखा है, प्रॉपर बैठ के नहीं देखा। कोई बात नहीं, अब अगली बार का देख लियो। मैंने खुद नहीं देखा VCT इस बार का तो कुछ भी। वंशिका ने देखा होगा, अगर वंशिका को पूछूंगा।
In this second round, it's an audacious purchase. Wanting to get your orb going.
वैसे तो वो भी मेरे साथ ही जाते थे इंटर्नशिप पे, तो बाकी पता नहीं। वही तो नहीं करना चाहिए उसे, वही तो नहीं करना चाहिए यूज, पर कभी कभार हो जाता है जब दिमाग ये नहीं बोलता कि हम अकेले मार सकते हैं सबको, एक बार अपने दिमाग की सुन ले बस। लगाओ, मेरे साथ भी होता है इसलिए कभी कभार पागलों की तरफ पुश करने चले जाता हूँ सीधा।
I do wonder how much adrenaline Quicky's got coursing through him after that clutch.
भाई साहब पुश कर रहे हैं,
just testing the waters over here on short, seeing if they
nice
like what they see.
I can imagine playing CS at night without any light and you got flashed.
But he holds on
पूरा
to it
कमरा लाइट हो जाएगा मेरा, लाइट।
That's not a good smoke.
मैंने अभी कौन सी लाइट जला रखी है, सामने रिंग लाइट जला रखी है और छोटी-छोटी लाइट्स कॉर्नर्स पे वो जला रखी है और ये ब्लू लाइट। पूरा पीछे मेरा जो अलमीरा है वो पूरा वो हो जाता है।
They're not going to get here in time.
White सा।
Please. Just can't find them. Galil to the hand, but bomb down and Orb ready to line them up.
Shit, दोनों मरते साथ में।
Yasuke 1v3 and they're not having it. Quinky shuts it down and 5 rounds.
Is it a comeback or what?
Stopping the Falcons force.
ना PRX का ना
steps,
FNC
certainly in the right direction here on this T side now.
Matches even PRX qualified.
The Orb lives to tell the tale.
फिर कैसे नहीं है?
Into one more eco round.
अभी तो क्या शंघाई वाले के लिए काफी टाइम है ना?
Felt like they were ready to go back into
Valorant Championship शंघाई के लिए भी टाइम है शायद। देखते हैं अगर क्रिएटर पार्टनर प्रोग्राम में आ गए तो शायद मेरे को राइट्स मिल जाएंगे वॉच पार्टी के, फिर मैं सारे वॉच पार्टी कर सकता हूँ। नहीं मिला तो फिर दिक्कत है, फिर मेरे को वॉच पार्टी के राइट्स नहीं मिलेंगे किसी के भी। IRL फ्लैश बैंक और क्या?
Quite a B rush. Insta door smoke, double HE, and just go through.
मेरे को नहीं लग रहा बीच ऐसा कुछ होता है वीपी मिलने का सिस्टम। वो एक वैलोरेंट का अकाउंट होता है उस पर मिलता है, जो वाला नहीं होता जिसपे बेटा टेस्टिंग होती है, कुछ नया मैप आता है, नई स्किन्स आती है तो वो दे देते हैं दूसरा अकाउंट, वो दूसरा होता है, क्रिएटर अकाउंट होता है वो।
Not a bad move.
Very Correct, सबसे चुला पे है वो
Alright, Cashler's got his match here. Monacy's
दो
off as
मैचेस
well.
सिर्फ 28 पॉइंट का लीड है, देखते हैं, हो सकता है तो डुएबल है। 2 मैच लेफ्ट, अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ मैच फिर। यार इनके कितने वो होते हैं यार, एक्यूरेट होते हैं इनके नेट स्मोक सब कुछ।
X5s live to tell the tale.
क्या हो सके लगा हो गया मैं 5 स्टार। नाइस नाइस नाइस।
Here from Nico. K27 up catwalk.
5 स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ किसी का भी,
And this is all the
सही है,
makings
स्टार्टिंग
of
में
a
नहीं हो
mid
रहा
to
फाइट,
be.
सब थोड़ा सेफ खेल रहे होंगे।
Don't have control out towards long. Don't really have any clear picture as to what's happening on A. You have at least forced them within the bomb site, so
Okay,
you
B जा
slow
रहे
the
हो सारे।
rotations. You kind of put yourself in a good position to
बी पे
succeed
2 बंदे भी
here.
काफी होते हैं और 2
If you're
बंदे
able to get
ऑलरेडी
through
हैं।
these entries, even
Kills against
trades,
SS
4 Falcons would leave
9
them in a
मिनट हो
pretty
गया
awkward
है,
spot.
फिर
Long
कैसे नहीं हो रहा
rotates,
फाइट?
3-on-3 retake at B, so you need something out of these B players here.
ब्लाइंड हुआ,
No support. Tessus and Kiyosuke against the world.
भाई साहब फुल पुश है।
Timing on that block.
1 मिनट पे है।
That's brutal. And are they really going to try and change their mind on
Carrying
this?
on.
They thought about it. They're still thinking about it. There isn't time for this. Gonna try
They're
and
going
run
back,
that
eh?
bomb out towards short. They lose Clax on the long side, so it's turned into a mid to
Nice!
chaotic.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll get away with the kills, but the bomb lost over in mid. Time decides.
Nice one.
K27,
Nice one, nice one. Finally.
Indecisiveness, unable to make up
सब
their
zone
mind.
के लिए
It gets
खेल
the
रहे
better
हैं।
of them, and it costs them
पोजीशन
everything.
और जोन के लिए
much
खेल रहे हैं
going
फिर,
on,
ठीक
right?
है।
So many cluttered comms. They get out long, they get a kill, they rotate. Clax dies. They realize they
सबके
can't
पास ही
go
लाइन
away.
अप है तो
There's
और
even
क्या?
no time really to get up catwalk and pop that
W
bomb.
round
They
actually।
bail Mitsubi. If the bomb was upper, I'd say they have a good shot.
कैरिंगन को यहाँ पे
2v2,
पुश नहीं
they've
करना
got
था
the
बस।
B-side.
केओसुके ने 2 मारे, वो सही था।
Tessus is dead.
Easy, क्या easy shot
Don't
मारा
leave any
मुनेसिनो
room for
उसके।
error, and with errors made, Falcons collect a round on this CT side.
#1 और फ्यूरिया #2 यार, फ्यूरिया तो अच्छा खेलती है।
That's more like
ऑनशन 3rd पे है, K7 4th और EA 5th और बूट 6।
Oh, it's nearly the lineup around.
क्वालीफाई कौन करेगा? टॉप 3 टॉप 5
Beyond the grave.
कितनी टीम क्वालीफाई करनी है इसमें
And there was
से?
no accounting for that move. Adetesses walks the mid smoke.
That's really rude. Knew he had a 1v1. but
टॉप 6 टीम करनी है, फिर तो
still.
इजी हो रही है फिर तो। NS
Oh,
What?
my God.
They line up for him. It's on rails.
Respect is
Nice one, nice
disappearing
one,
from the
Kiyosuke.
Falcons now. 11-6.
नाइस वन, नाइस वन।
Pushing through smokes in
फाइनल्स
your
का ले,
face.
ठीक ठीक ठीक। 6 टीम जाएगी, बढ़िया।
K27, they're down to 2K a player.
यार बालों में तेल लगवाना पड़ेगा मेरे
It's
को भी।
feeling far gone now. Gonna get one more chance up against match point here in this
10
best of
टीम
one.
कर ली ऑलरेडी, सो इनमें से टॉप 6 ठीक, 16 टीम जाएगी टोटल। 10 जा चुके, अब 6 टीम जाएगी। क्विंक फिर से मार दिया।
And you're seeing Falcons take a lot
They're
more
still
liberties.
going.
They have
उनका
left
save round है ना,
Carrigan
तो जा रहा है
all
फिर
on
से।
his lonesome out here on long.
कैरिंगन,
That's not
कैरिंगन, bro, he got 3, he got 3.
Second too late to
Nice,
help him
nice,
out.
nice,
They
nice,
will
nice
get
round.
contained, and
Last
now
round,
you have
last round,
6
last round. Let's go.
chances for a
Easy,
dominant
easy for
close.
Falcons.
Yeah, some signs
कैरेक्स
of
पे
life
जोन
here
का
for
सेंटर
K27
है,
in this game,
just
but
saying।
I
फिर
think
तो
the
कर सकते
takeaway
हैं,
is
वो भी
Falcons have
क्वालीफाई
come to play, right, with all
अगर
the
11 पॉइंट्स का डिफरेंस है
pressure
तो।
on the shoulders of the club championship, second place team relying on their last few competitions. CS
ब्रो
being the main
फॉर
one.
रियलीज इवन मेरे को पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे यहाँ पे
I think it's
ज्यादा
also
से।
just the case
मैंने वो
that
लगाए थे
even though
760
Falcons
पॉइंट्स
have
लगाए थे
always
मैंने
done well
सट्टे
here
में।
at EWC, the CS division has struggled.
Yeah.
11 नहीं 28
And
28 पॉइंट्स
Carrigan already came in and kind of cured the major woes. Now they're hoping he
दोनों
can
में
do
हो
the same
सकता है,
here.
लेकिन फिर जो
They lost to Aurora
छठे नंबर
last
पे
year.
उसके भी तो पॉइंट्स बढ़ेंगे।
Who went on to lose the final.
थोड़ा मुश्किल है अभी भी। सट्टे के मिलेंगे भाई मेरे को तो मस्त
Let's be honest here. Looking at this group stage, there's no clear threat on paper for Falcons. 2 wins and you're straight into the playoffs.
यार करो खत्म यार फिर मैं मस्त अपनी खीर खाऊं खीर सामने के बैठा हूं
in a sense, you know, you've seen slow starts from Carrigan.
इसके बाद नहीं करता मैं किसी का भी वॉच पार्टी इसके बाद कल करेंगे वॉच पार्टी और कल मैं पहले बता दूंगा कौन सी टीम की करेंगे वॉच पार्टी व्हाट करेंगे मैंने कोई नहीं करेंगे
They were in good form.
He tried his best, yeah.
Falcons playing like the favorites.
4v4 and the map goes quiet. Two players on cat. Cedo waiting for re-aggression. He's getting exactly that, but teammates swings with him and Monacy collects a kill. Monacy with a monster game right now. He's going to go for more, surely. Feeling invincible on this orb. Missed flick and the bomb crosses in. It will be a retake, but it won't be waiting around as they line up through the smoke. Suke closes. Simple as that for the Falcons. 13-6.
So easy. Let's go.
Yeah, dominant stuff, man.
See details. देखे क्या कितने
from the get-go in this tournament. No messing around. Straight to the point. Running circles
976 points थी इन्होंने मेरे को सिर्फ 660 लगाए थे मैं 300 पॉइंट लिए चलो सही है चलेगा 300 पॉइंट दिए जी जी
World Cup. Yeah, Nico and company looking primed, looking proper right there. Nico and Monacy.
जी easy लिख देता हूँ चैट में जरा
K27 a little bit of a taste.
No और WhatsApp जैसी WhatsApp Nico wow that was amazing.
One of the clear-cut favorites also playing like
वो तो है but KRX को 2 गेम जीतना पड़ेगा अगर क्वालीफाई करना है तो एंड किल्स के लिए जाना पड़ेगा एक्चुअली में वही तो मैं तेरे से कह रहा हूँ कोई किल नहीं हुए उनके पास जोन का सेंटर है पर स्टिल उनको किल निकालने पड़ेंगे लास्ट में अगर वो सिर्फ मर गए जोन लेके तो कुछ फायदा नहीं है ना फिर से निकालेंगे तो उनके पास चांसेस है फाइनली दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे स्ट्रीम इतना ही रखते हैं फाल्कन्स जीत गया इजी विक्ट्री फॉर फाल्कन्स नेक्स्ट मैचेस अब मैं कर नहीं पाऊंगा क्योंकि नेक्स्ट मैच तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं करना चाहता उसके बाद वाले मैं मैचेस करना चाहता था स्ट्रीम पर फिर मैं फिर से स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट नहीं कर पाऊंगा तो इतना ही रखते हैं आज की स्ट्रीम को कल का मैं पहले बता दूंगा कल का कौन कौन सी टीम का मैच होना है लिन विजन गेमिंग का मैच है कल लेट्स गो पहला मैच तो लिन विजन का है बाकी इनका कल बताएंगे ये किन किन का मैचेस है ना अभी किसी का मैचेस बताया नहीं है इन्होंने 23rd को फाइनल है ओके 23rd या 24th को भाई इतना ही रखते हैं फिर इतने ही रखते हैं आज की स्ट्रीम को सो गाइस आज की स्ट्रीम के लिए बस इतना सीएस का मैच नहीं करना क्या नहीं बेच नहीं हो पाएगा मैं फिर स्ट्रीम भी नहीं कर लेता और आगे के मैचेस वही तो मेन दिक्कत है मेरे से और नहीं करी जाएगी स्ट्रीम कितनी देर की होगी 4 घंटे होने वाले हैं हाँ 4 घंटे होने वाले 15 मिनट बाद कल करते हैं कल स्टार्टिंग में पता है कल स्टार्टिंग में मैचेस ही करते हैं उसके बाद फिर वॉच पार्टी करते हैं वॉच पार्टी से पहले कर लेंगे मैचेस ऐसा करते हैं 2:30 बजे वाला मैच लेकिन मेरे को करना है पता है 2:30 बजे वाला मैच क्योंकि 2:30 बजे वाला मैच अच्छा है फाल्कन्स का उसमें मत चढ़ता है ना बस ओके भाई जब कह रही टीबीडी क्या है ये क्या होता है टू बी ऑनेस्ट नहीं होता टीबीडी क्या होता है स्किबिडी टीबीडी
टू बी डिसऑनेस्ट
है बस टेबल ऐसा कुछ होता है शायद ये बाकी मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा लिखा था ना वहाँ मेरे को याद नहीं आ रहा कह रही वो क्या था टीबीडी रुक मैं देखता हूँ कहाँ पे लिखा था
स्कूबी-डू बाबा
किस में लिखा था कह रही
बूम 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 बूम
टेबल का कुछ होता है वो उसका ही था मैच से रिलेटेड होता है बाकी इतना रखते हैं सो गाइस आज की स्ट्रीम के लिए बस इतना ही मिलते हैं कल एक और स्ट्रीम पे तब तक के लिए सभी को टाटा गुड बाय हैव अ नाइस डे बाय बाय गुड नाइट